a little bit, but it's still like pretty early on. I mean, there's a couple more weeks to go. Am I surprised? A little bit. I didn't expect this coming out of kickoff, but I mean, it's Valorant. Anything can happen.
To be
Miracles
fair,
happen.
if you look at the record as well, it's actually quite tight in terms of Group Alpha. Omega, on the other hand, it's hashtag Na'Vi Nation, Thomas.
Yeah, maybe it could change today. I don't think too many people are hopeful on that one because I think both GX and Koi have got tough games coming up. But at the same time, yeah, Na'Vi have been fantastic. Foot obviously had their first loss, which I think it was a close game. People expected it to be close, but I think most people had Foot coming out of that one on top.
Yeah,
Someone in the YouTube chat.
When we went to Sunset though, and we saw the compositions,
Like,
I
what
think we
happens if
kind of
I
called
type
it
in
then.
the YouTube chat?
You love that
The
one, didn't
deadlock.
you? You're a big fan.
Not as big a fan as Mitch.
It was interesting. I mean, we love interesting out here. That's all I can say about it.
It was different.
It was very different. It didn't work, but it was
Why
different.
has that
and
not
that's
come
all
up?
that
Why?
matters
I don't know why this
sometimes, okay?
keeps happening.
And that
Hold
means
on.
that next time we see Foot play on
I
Sunset,
have to
we're probably
update
going to see a
my
whole new
chat each
composition.
time.
ISO.
What the fuck is
No.
it?
I think it's I hope so, not
Oh,
ISO.
oh,
Okay.
sorry,
I hope
my
so.
bad.
Yeah.
Have we actually seen any? We haven't seen any
No.
of the teams play ISO this
No,
year. Any
no.
of the other regions?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we will.
What needs to change for us to see ISO?
The Angels.
Well, I've got my fingers crossed that we're going
How
to
do I
see
do
a Clove
this?
when they're
Why is it not
unlocked
there
next
this time?
week, I have to say. And I'm hoping that we're going to see some more Turkish firepower in the coming weeks. Actually, mark your calendars for week number 5, because that's when we're actually going to see BBL versus Foot.
Okay.
It's gonna be
let me do that right now. Hang on.
It could be
Week
deadlocked
5,
at dawn.
It's BBL.
That's not on. You need to turn
All
the
right,
tablet
they're
on,
going to
so-
sort
It is
out.
on. It's just very low contrast.
Oh, sorry.
They're going to
Yeah.
sort out the tablet app or whatever they're doing right now, while you guys check up with what happened earlier when I called
Hello.
with the IGL. The
Sorry, my
Giant
voice
X
is a bit
and
fucked
Team
again.
Liquid, Redgar, and Denso.
You get shot, you lose the
Last
round, you
week,
lose the
Redgar
game, it's an
said,
FPS
"Every time I
game.
face an old
Gregoreth.
team, I want to beat them." But today,
Thanks
we
for
thought
the-
we would
what was
ask
that, 2?
Redgar what it's like
2
facing
months,
someone
Greg,
who does the role he used
or
to do
theft.
for his old team. So how do you
I just
feel
need to go and get
when
some
you look
water.
into Enzo's eyes?
I'm feeling that I want.
Am I feeling better? No, not really.
Not here, like in the game.
Yeah. And what's it like for you, Enzo, sitting next to the man that you kind of
Hold
replaced?
on.
He wants
Yeah,
a
let me
good
get some
fight.
water.
He looks very
Oh,
friendly.
my throat's kind of
I'm
killing.
gonna give him a good fight.
So how does Team Liquid look like now that you have taken over the reins?
We are looking like a team that makes progress daily, and that I'm very happy about. And now we gotta win games, and we're gonna win games.
How are you going to win the game today against this man?
Play better than him.
How are you playing at the moment? Because the team is still working on the fundamentals, going through changes with roles. So what do you think the performance will be like today for Giant X?
It seems like from each week we becomes better and better in some aspects because we're taking from the games that we played. For example, versus Karmikor, we take one thing, versus Fnatic, we're taking one thing, and we're becoming better and better. And I'm glad to see that we are not repeating like the same mistakes several times. So I think that right now we also become better, and we need to show it in our game.
You're being so nice to each other. Everyone is nice too, Redgar. Why? Why does everyone love this man?
How can you not be nice? I mean, there are players that are hardworking and kind to others, and I think just respecting that is the ground basis. So yeah, that's pretty much it. In the end, we fight each other hard in game, but we love doing that, so it's fine.
See, here's the thing. As always, it ends up being so nice when Redgar is on the sofa. So I wanted to raise the stakes
Let's
of
go.
Team Liquid versus Giant X, because I know you're both
Seven!
No, he's
EMEA
lurked his
greater
way
than.
into your hearts. So I think winner takes Nats.
Winner takes nuts.
Winner gets Nats.
I think we need to ask him before, but I like this idea, so let's do it.
I love it. He's all about the consent. Can we get a handshake on this? You haven't agreed, Enzo, but you
Okay,
will.
winner go hug. Nuts.
Okay, let's do it.
Winner gets a cuddle with Nats. I'm gonna settle for this. This is the reality
Okay,
of my
here we go.
situation. But now I want to see
Let's do a
Tom,
map veto quick,
Liz,
shall we?
and Steele's expectations versus reality.
Today is a wonderful day for some Valorant. The sun is shining, and honestly, I don't know who could be miserable on a day like this. Well, for starters, we've got Koi. Koi have been a team that they've had a little bit of a rough start. Things haven't been going their way, but they have a Masters winner, a Champions winner too, and some young guns to sort of pad the gaps in between. I think this week is going to be their week.
Koi came in a little cold. Speaking of which, it's a little cold in here.
Well, moving swiftly on, we have Giant X. And you know what? They've got Purpo. He's someone who's been performing really well in the last week. You know what? They even managed to take a map off Fnatic.
Purple looked bad in week 1.
Okay, well, let's talk about a team that no one can be sad about.
Purple
Team
looked bad in
Liquid,
week
no
1.
access to site. You've got Yumpy, he's going to be barking. And of course, you've got the guys coming up from the tier 2 as well. They almost beat Na'Vi last week.
They definitely lost to Na'Vi last week.
Okay, well, there's one team. There's one team that no one can be down on right now. Fnatic. Sure, it didn't work out at kickoff. Even the first week looked a little bit rough, but since then, they have been unstoppable. In fact, Durka's even back on the server as well. There's absolutely nothing anyone can complain about when it could come to Fnatic.
They lost a map to Giant X and Icebox.
Okay, well, you know what, Frankie? I think at this point, there's just no pleasing some people. So let's just get on with the show.
No, Mapito.
I'm usually a really optimistic person. It's so hard for me to look depressed because I naturally have this smile and these 2 massive dimples on my faces. But let me tell you, I don't know what to say really, guys. I feel like I need a cuddle after that one. Are you not excited for this matchup? Can we feel excited, please, Neil?
Can we talk about his
Let's get excited!
Can we talk about his matching shirt and jacket?
I love this. Can we sell these in the merch store here in at the Riot Games Arena, please? Because I actually feel like people will want to cosplay as Steel in the future. This is going to be an interesting mid-table matchup, though, boys, because it's going to be quite close. I know that people on paper may go, well, it's Team Liquid.
They pick
Of
Bind.
course, Team Liquid are going to win. But Giants X Hate,
Giants
they've been making
pick.
changes. They've been experimenting as well. So maybe this could be closer than we think. Still, I know you're quite interested, though, in terms of Team Liquid,
Giants
in
pick
talking
Icebox.
to us about Yampy's impact, though.
Yeah, Yampy has
Liquid
had a little
pick.
bit of impact
Oh,
with
Liquid
his
ban.
reach stuff, obviously. It's been a little bit interesting kind of seeing how
think Split.
people are moving
Do
around
they
the different
continue to play
agents on that
Split?
team.
Man, that's
so
a tough
even
choice. They
in
won't
the
ban
last week,
Ascent.
I think we
What's
saw
the other map?
Enzo
Sunset?
and Nat
Yeah, they
switching
banned
between the
Sunset.
Viper and the
It was
Cypher.
You
FNC
ban-
as well. On Split, they all did like a
Yeah.
3-way swap. So
Split,
Enzo
only
took up
play
the
Ascent.
Cypher, which was something he didn't play too much. It was mostly him on Initiator. They put Yumpy back on Initiator, and then Nat's moved from Cypher to Viper, which is fine.
And that's
Yes.
just to give Nats
Is there
a bit
a
more
for the
ability
TM
to
veto?
grow.
There
think
should
it's
be.
Yumpy.
Zerastix
That's who
is
I
there,
would
I
look
see.
at.
You think it's Yumpy?
I think Yumpy's the one who I wasn't as impressed on his Viper, and in the past, his Initiator was really explosive.
I think they do want to get Nats a little bit more involved with the action because as Viper, you can kind of move up and put a lot more pressure,
Yep.
especially what
Not on mod
their
view
split
yet.
comp is 2 controllers and a Cypher. So using
I'll
that
do.
Viper as a more proactive
Abito.
kind of lurker, space creator option.
Oh, did we do it? You guys are
buyer,
always
I
so
guess,
fast.
for the
Just
team.
as I'm about to do it.
Rather than having, you know, Enzo on the Viper and then, you know, the Cypher's just
Do you
kinda
know
sitting
how to get
around,
permissions
just
to watch by
putting the tricks
EMEA?
here, holding the space, maybe
Asking
throwing
for a
a couple cages,
streamer who
but
would
not
like
really
to do it.
involved around
So
the
I just
defense
have a
or attack
Riot
as much
contact.
as the Viper can be.
I think the only problem with that, though, is that you kind of lose the
who
Nat's value on
then
defense. Because I feel like his Cypher
informs the
at a point
people
was the best in the world. Maybe it's not quite
that
as good as
I
it
would
has
like to
been in the
stream. I
past,
think
but,
it's
like,
sent
he
a
used to just be
little
a site hold on his own.
thing.
With Viper, I feel like that's a little bit more difficult to do, and Enzo's is not
a little
quite as
form to fill
So
out,
where's
and then I
the
just
most
fill it out
important
and
value here
do
for
that.
Team Liquid? What do they actually need to work on the most? Is it their attack or their defense?
defense.
It's
Definitely.
it's their defense, but it's wait. I don't even know if it's just their defense. I think one game they'll look really good on a defense and another on attack. I think the main thing is doing stuff together. And we
Yeah.
saw that a little bit on Lotus when they're kind of forced to do it because they're running the breach. We saw it last week a little bit on Split. We saw it in week 1 in the first match as well, but we're not really seeing that in
Can we turn them down a bit?
round
Yeah.
by round, and we're not seeing it
100%.
across all maps. So maps where they have more individualistic players.
Hello,
where they have
Carlos.
perhaps like double controller Sentinel or a map like Icebox.
It's always funny
I'm
going
not
to
talking
the
about Harbor
YouTube
Comp
ones because
Icebox
it's
that
more
they ran.
like
I'm
people's
talking
real
about,
names.
you know, the standard
But I don't
comp
know
where
how
you-
you would say
where
this.
it's like
Is
kind
this
of
your
every
real
man
name?
for himself.
Mudasia
This
Mazha.
lurk, and then Nat is going for this B lurk, and then someone else is going
I
for
don't
this A
know
lurk.
if
It's like,
that is your real name.
okay,
But
the
it sounds
timings
more
are
like
off,
a
what's
name
going
than
on? Like you're not doing anything
Carlos
in sync
01.
with like
Although Carlos's
push
name probably
pull,
is
You're not
Carlos.
doing anything in sync with Kiko's timings. What's going on here? You need to do something where you're actually going towards a shared
get in contact
goal
with Riot,
together
basically?
at the same time. And where we
I
saw that
mean,
a
it
little
depends
bit
where they're
last
from
week
as well, because
against
each Riot,
Navi, and
like,
it looked really good.
there's a
until it
different
didn't,
person that
obviously.
Riot has for
Well, let's
these
talk
things
about
for each
Giant X
region.
and
So it
Purple
depends,
Coast, 'cause
like,
it
who
was
they should get in
very
contact with kind of
surprising when they
depends.
brought
Oh,
it.
Springy, thanks for the
Coming
23
He came in and
months.
replaced Nuki, but
What? Why does Twitch keep doing this? I'm not dropping frames, am I? No. Hello?
Trying to come in and actually fix some of their
We're
other
fine.
problems, because I think Purpo individually as a duelist has been fantastic. Like I think
This is
especially last week when he
Valorant.
played
Surely Bleed get the
Breeze,
first
they played
win over
double
DFL?
duelist with Fitino.
Thanks for Raleigh, thanks for
That
the
looked really
13
good
months as
because they're
well.
able to really push aggressively, play off of each other, and I think it looked great. But then you have the problem of I don't think they have anybody who's a traditional Sentinel, and I think that's the bigger issue. Is there was the first week where both Redgar and Hoodie got
Hello, Yui.
completely caught off guard with like basic stuff like, oh, a trip gets broken and no one turns around or no one even notices, and that sort of stuff is like, okay, it can happen in the moment, things can go wrong, but there's been too much of it in a lot of maps.
I
where
do
you go,
sometimes
okay,
wonder
someone
with,
like
you
UK
know,
who played for a long,
like-
long time probably wouldn't have had that same issue.
But I think that's
Do-
where a lot of things are weird, because
Do
Nokia
people
wasn't ever really
who
traditionally
watch
a Sentinel
watch
either.
parties-
He was kind of in that role.
Do you
for
think that they
Giant X,
stay more
but it
involved
wasn't
with
really
the
working
game
either
because
he was
of, like,
so kind
you
of
know, you see the
aggressive in his
familiar
playstyle
names
still
in the
that it's-
chat.
He was giving up a
You
lot
got the
of
mods that everyone
advantages
hates,
trying
like, you
to
know,
kind of do the next play. And
Kid in the
as a race
Shadows
player,
and
that's fine. But as a
Taku and
Cypher player,
Mike
it
and
didn't
Yui,
really work. But
Drastics,
it,
you
that's the
know,
question:
people-
was there something else happening
unpopular
behind the
figures.
scenes? Because all we can see is what we see
Do
at face
people
value. We don't know
stick
exactly
around
what's going on behind the scenes. Nuki was
because
one
of
of
the
better,
community? You know
performers.
what I mean?
So Purpo has big shoes to fill, and he's been doing a good job of it in this last series, especially. Not so much in the first series, but you know.
First series
Adjustments,
jitters,
fair
yeah,
enough, right?
adjustment level, you know, it happens.
yeah, and the whole team was adjusting. The stats that we just saw on screen were actually from the match last week against Fnatic.
Yeah.
And Purpo is playing this pure dual
'Cause of
control
the
despite fact
Gamba.
He has a reputation. He's risen up the ranks as being this very skilled flex player
Yeah.
who can essentially do anything that the team needs
I like
to
the
do, but
incomprehensible
they're
7
not
TV
asking him to
emotes.
do that at the moment. And for Tino, I'm just wondering, is it because he's not able to give enough on the
Because that's the
tournament,
thing,
or
I mean,
is
Riot
he
must have done
starting from
studies
that
on
point
this. I
of
mean,
round
obviously
and
they've
trying
gone to
it's
like
different?
more co-streaming stuff. I think that
It's
Riot
interesting.
must
I
have
don't know
noticed that like
specifically what they're trying to go for
a
or achieve,
decent
or
amount
how
of
the roles
people
are shaping out, but we have seen kind of an influx on double
who
duelist
watch,
comps across different maps.
their
here.
esports.
We've seen,
or at least for
I think
Valorant.
even Liquid.
Because aren't they starting this with League as well?
Plus,
Is through co-streams.
they're
And
running
like they
double
wouldn't
duels on
watch
that
if
too.
it wasn't for a co-stream.
So
I think
it's not
the
too kind of
figure must be
far-fetched
pretty
to
high. Because
see
weren't
that
Riot
from
gonna
some teams.
release a
It's gonna
whole
be very
like?
interesting as well once Clove
Weren't
is out,
Riot thinking about
if
releasing their
they're
own
gonna pick
platform
that
to
agent
stream
up,
stuff on?
because that is going to be
To
something
stream
that's
their
gonna help
esports, and then they
teams like
cancelled it. And I do
GX
wonder, like, did
want
they
to do
cancel it
these
because they
double duelists.
realized that
Maybe
like
this is a way that they can
co-streaming
kind of
was
fix
a
out
way of getting
whatever
more eyes
role
there
issues out
anyway?
there.
And they wouldn't watch it if it was on Riot's thing?
For the
What's
answers
your
that
Phenomic.
we've been having, and
Thanks
there
for the
have been many
7
we've seen
months.
from the Giants so far. It makes sense. You're probably going to look at
What's
an
my
edge of
pred? I
it
preded
and
Team
see
Liquid.
whether that could
I'm gonna say
succeed.
Team
Also,
Liquid
your
2-1.
enemies are not going to be expecting it. They are also working on the fundamentals, they say, and I wonder, does this mean that the Giants?
'Cause the
are
mainstream
expecting
chat
to
is
not be going
toxic.
to Shanghai?
You
Like,
do have
they
to
probably
wonder, like,
not.
who are the
It's
people in the
expectation versus
mainstream?
reality. So are they?
You know,
gonna
who are
stick
those
with
people?
This comp, I say comp. I mean players for the long haul. Tom, would you look at that lineup and say, yeah,
I
this
think
is
making
this is the
another
long haul.
NPC.
change so soon would be rough, but that's where we are. It's like we're in such a competitive environment that every team is going to always be looking for better and better players. That's why teams like Fnatic in the past have been able to improve. They would have a good team and then they'd get an even better player. So I do think there's a possibility if they don't manage to at least see some resurgence, because taking them up off Fnatic, that's not bad.
Pacific
Like,
Watch Party
especially in
tomorrow?
the spot they were in before.
Yeah, should
but
do.
I think they'd at least want to maybe even beat Liquid.
are the
and go,
games?
okay, this core has something to it because last year they made
Genji
a change,
DRX, yeah,
like,
definitely.
going and making one change.
Bleed
after making it
DFM?
to the champions,
Yeah, I'll watch
you
them.
must have bigger problems than that.
I think the problem is anybody from the outside, like us, looking in, we could just see whatever we see from the results, but we don't know what's actually happening. Maybe they have really good results in practice. Maybe that there's issues internally with players in terms of role clash, personality clash. We don't know what's actually happening. We don't know if there's disagreement on playstyle or on comps or on
No,
game
they've got
plans.
pips in.
Like,
You seem less excited for the second game.
well, maybe it's a problem with like executing the idea.
Actually, DFM
Maybe the
Bleed, I think,
style
is
of
quite
players that
interesting.
They have is mismatching.
Because to
with
me,
the
like,
style that they
I'd
want,
rather
right?
watch DFM
We
Bleed
don't
than like this
know.
game.
They're,
right?
They are the only people.
Because
that
to me,
do
it's
know,
like
so they will have to make those decisions.
DFM
We
or
just
like
have
an
to sit here and
interesting
watch and
story.
kind of,
Bleed
like,
or like an
have this
interesting
surface level
story.
speculation, but that's about
Like for me,
most
Team Liquid and Giants right now, they aren't interesting stories, right? Even though they're probably better teams, they aren't interesting stories.
One between Giant X and Team Liquid is therefore
This
just a
is
little
Valorant.
bit delayed.
Irritating.
Omesta, thanks for the
Panic
14
is
months.
coming
I
your
missed the
way,
Wolves
and in the
game.
meantime,
Did they win?
obviously you
This
guys
was a
know what
blunder
to
by me.
do
This was a
while
pretty
we're
fucking
waiting.
big
Spam the
blunder
chat.
by
We
me.
wanna
I
hear
thought that the
from
Wolves game was
fans who's gonna
tomorrow,
win. Team Liquid
but it was
or
today.
Giant X. Tom
It
Bits,
didn't
I'll ask
happen.
you.
Look, if I
Who are
didn't
you
see it, it
thinking
didn't
is gonna
happen.
win? You haven't got
Yeah, what do you
Mitchman
wanna
here
ask
to
me?
jinx
Also,
it,
I
though.
wouldn't have
me to
been
go
able to
first,
stream this.
everybody?
I felt
I'll
really ill
lean
this
towards
morning.
Liquid.
I got better,
I do
but
think like this game could go either way, but just in terms of the form of the players, even though they sort of choked the game versus Na'Vi, they still had that really solid half and a map win versus Na'Vi, who are
tweet
looking
the
like one
loss.
of the best teams.
I didn't see it. It didn't
Fnatic have
happen.
been on shakier ground, especially on certain maps here and there. So although it's great for Giant X that they managed to take that dub, I still feel like they've looked a lot more problematic when they faced off against other teams.
I would agree. I think it's kind of like a 50-50. It's one of those things where Liquid. They
What's wrong with
have
Liquid?
A decently high skill ceiling, but their floor is so low that they could basically.
They,
lose to
I
anybody
don't think
here.
they trust
That's
each other.
why it's so difficult to predict.
I don't
which
think that
way
Nats
it
and
could
Yappy
go.
trust
And
the other
as you
three, and
said,
I'm not
like
sure that the other
Giants,
three
they did
trust
take
Nats and Yappy.
a map off of Fnatic, I
Because
believe,
you'll
and
see them,
when
like,
we look at some
every
of
so
their
often,
scores, some of them
sometimes
are,
they'll
like,
play well
complete
together,
blowouts where they're just shattered.
but sometimes they'll just like make decisions and do stuff that it looks like individual players are going, I need to be the one that saves this round, so I'm gonna go and save this round.
It's one of those things where
And then they end up,
they
dying, and then it's like, okay, now you're in a 4v5, and it's like, why are you trying to save a 5v5?
Are you surprised, given that 3 of the players from Team Liquid were playing together very solidly as Apex last year?
Is the Dark Horse in the
by the
EMEA?
fact that this
Depends what
is a team
depends what.
that
I guess
still is
Vitality, I
playing
guess,
very
would probably be the
individually and
dark
not playing
horse.
as a group. You would
Because the
have
thing
thought
is,
there would be
Vitality have a
chemistry
very
there,
good chance of
established
finishing
protocols
top in
there,
their
they've
group,
had to
which
obviously
means that their
blend
chances of
in
making it to
with
Shanghai are
the
very
players
high.
who are existing on Team Liquid already, but it just does.
But I don't
strikes
think
me as a
people
bit
have really
odd.
realized
Well,
that
I can
yet.
tell you that in my experience in esports is that it's very difficult to get 5 people on a team plus coach, assistant coach,
Like, I don't think people
whatever
have really
else,
realized that, like, oh,
all coming off
Vitality
the
are
same
pretty
page
likely
and
to
agreeing with
make
absolutely
Shanghai.
everything and then executing it flawlessly in the game as well.
As long as
When
they
it
don't,
actually
like,
happens
lose to
and
teams
things
that they're
click
clearly better
really
than.
well, it's really
Because here's the
good to
thing, like, if you
see,
look at
but
Vitality's schedule,
also, it's very hard to stay at that level for a long period of time as well, and it's so easy to just fall from.
like, if you look at what Vitality
high
have,
point as well, because people start being like, oh, this
look
is
at
working
Vitality,
so
they've
well,
played
and
against
I
Na'Vi
think this
Heretics
way,
Foot,
therefore I'm gonna
and
start
they've
doing
won 2
this,
of these
and
games,
just
and now they
Valorant.
play
perfect
Mates
game
Giants
plan,
Koi.
and everything just cascades and falls apart.
Wall of
1
Whips.
plus 1 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 plus 1.
You know, in the first half of the year, and then suddenly the second.
With
half of the
12
year is-
months. I'm guessing that is 12. Hold on, I'm just gonna check.
Like, looking at Apex last year, if I'm gonna pick players for different
Okay, you want
roles,
that
they
stupid?
kind of
You
had
did get to
everybody in the
12.
right position. Like you had someone who was an out-and-out.
But yeah,
support
Vitality
player
will
in
be
Shadow,
pretty
you had
heavy
someone who
favourites,
was
you would have thought, for
basically
all 3 of these
willing to
games.
flex, but,
And if they win all
hardcore
3 of those
Sentinel,
games,
like,
it's like,
everything sort of fit together. Whereas I feel like right now,
I mean, they
Yunus is who I'm
literally
looking at. He's an
will
incredible
finish top of the
player.
group. I
I'm
mean, if
just
they win all
wondering
3
where
games,
he
I mean,
actually fits within this current roster.
unless BBL are winning all 3 of
Yappy's
these.
always kind of been one of
which,
those X Factor
I
type
doubt.
players, even back in CS.
You
he was
know,
kind
or
of like that.
Fnatic.
So
Fnatic would have to
I
beat
feel like
Foot and
when we
Na'Vi.
talk about certain players, maybe certain habits.
And even
do
then,
die
like,
hard. Like
you'd
he-
probably
he's
back
stuck in that kind of
Vitality
role where
to
he is,
win
like,
on
in my head,
maps.
what I'm visioning is icebox. He's walking up mid tube.
Fnatic lost a
and then
2-0.
his teammates are like not doing any pressure around the map.
Like if they can win a bunch of 2-0s now against those other teams, then they'll be what, 10-4. Like if they go 10-4, there's no way Fnatic can do that. Sure.
And if he's able to dial that back and sync up the time better, it'll be way better.
Maybe the round diff might hurt them a bit, I guess. But again, this is against the best 3 teams.
We've seen this quite a lot so far. The hero plays, I should say, happen, and things can fall apart. So hopefully Liquid can have confidence in each other
Fnatic first in the
today.
group, but like, do you trust that Fnatic are definitely going to win both of these games? I know they'll win this one.
What are you looking for from
Oh, map veto.
I am looking for, well, I'm not looking for split at this point.
Well,
Giants ban Split. Liquid ban Breeze, so they pick Lotus. Oh, Giants pick Lotus. And Liquid pick Icebox.
Okay, this is interesting because I don't think we've seen Giant X play
Giants ban
yet.
Sunset.
And
Liquid ban Vine.
Team Liquid played it
We
last
do
week
play
against
Ascent.
Navi, and actually they played it pretty well. They played it close. I think they won narrowly. Like
Disaster class? I mean, again, whenever a team changes their map veto to a team a map that Liquid have lost consistently,
team in the league at the moment, and they're going on that map,
and then you pick
because they haven't played it, they haven't
their best map,
they've got something up their sleeves,
and then
prepped.
Interesting.
I don't know what Giants are doing.
Did you say not seeing anything?
Well,
Giants are like, right, let's make sure we play on their best
very
maps.
little on display, especially with Purpo, because obviously they've only played it for a couple of matches so far in the league. So I think that that's the one thing for Team Liquid is they might want to come in with some counters, but in this map pool, well, the only place they can really do that is looking at the old comp they played with Nuke on Icebox.
Like, I think if you got Liquid to rank their maps,
the flip side of that is if you're
I think these two would be top.
Yoru comp on Ascent
I mean, they
Liquid
picked
ran last
Icebox, so
time,
maybe
it's
they
very difficult to
maybe
get
they
reps
like
against
Icebox. I don't know.
to be prepared for it. So even if Giant X
Icebox is a weird pick by Liquid too, but
they do this, we're gonna be prepared for it.
like if we just
To
look
get
at like
reps
results and
against
how
it,
Liquid have
you
done, like
go in with a theory, but theory and practice are very different things.
Yeah, you have to be an incredibly strong team as well to be able to maintain your own game rather than trying to counter.
You know, they beat Navi on Lotus.
While we wait, though,
I guess they did get destroyed on Ascent.
But
they beat Koi on Ascent. Beating Koi doesn't matter.
Enjoy some words from Giant X.
But hey, let's ban the map that they lost 13-5 on against Hook. The hell is this?
Oof, this doesn't look any good.
No, trust me, it's gonna be good. Woody, turn on the camera.
Cody, what are you doing?
Healing over here. Bro, it's not Valorant. Increase copy on 10% right now.
Guys, you don't think he needs something?
Yeah, he needs aim. He needs to shoot headshots. What can be up?
I mean, the prop on Cloud is cool.
Sorry, Cloud, I will need this.
I love how awkward pro players are.
They were all glasses.
But we need him.
Lil Peepson gave it to me.
I don't know, I feel so bad.
And what now? Guys, we're losing him.
No, guys, we need to zoom him up.
No, wait. I'll do it. I've got some good lineups.
Come on, guys, fast. We need to do it. We need to try.
Almost there. Hurry up, hurry up! Now!
Guys, what's happening?
What have we created?
I mean, that is a good player announcement video, though, isn't it? It is.
Bro, tú no tendrás 3 corazones, ¿no? Suena como un pulpo.
All that creativity from our friends at Giant X have inspired me
Yeah,
and I
you,
thought
not
I would
me.
get you to do some surgery of your own. Given that we have Clove coming out next week,
This
I
is
thought I'd get you
Valorant.
guys
Attendance, thanks for the
Heritage.
do my
17
favour
months.
and design the next agent after
Why is the game
Clove.
not started? They must
Are
be
you
having some
kidding
tech
me?
difficulty.
No, you've both got tablets. Tom, I've entrusted you with my notes. You don't
Okay.
even want to know how many different notes I have on there. My whole life is on that thing. So get drawing, and
Oh, let's have a
Josh, you can
read.
do the same.
I thought we were gonna say something like, "Oh, look how good they are at creating these memes in the, the content stuff. Surely they're gonna be really good in the game as well."
But you guys are so great at creating memes. I'm literally wearing a jacket version of your shirt, and he's a
All right.
Teletubby son.
Well, I guess I'm making a plaid man. If I only knew how to draw, though, I don't know how to draw. So
He's not one for the art of suspenses, Steel.
No, I'm not. Sorry.
So you're making a plaid man, but think
I
about
picked, we already
class
did it.
of agent. Think about gaps that could be filled right now. Think
So
about
much
how.
What's
to
the
make
name of
one
that
agent
clown song
just
used in the Koi video?
creating
It's
abilities.
called...
You have
It's
to
either
do some
Cat
drawing.
Clown
So, draw
or
the
Clown
agent,
Cat.
Make them look cool,
Done.
and then the abilities.
Was
It is a hairy
Mitch
agent.
man with like a,
And
It's
so
Mitch.
it's gonna be
beard?
it's gonna be a sentinel that blocks off certain areas with his hair.
Wow. Okay. I'd love some ability names, please.
Tangle.
Tangled. I like Tangled.
Tangle.
Like a kind of
So,
brambly thing.
Yeah, it's sort of like a trip, but it's more like a little fence. And if you walk into it, you take damage.
To be fair, a
Good.
Vine
Okay,
agent at some
that's
point
a
is
little bit of area
guaranteed to be
control.
in
That's
Any
this.
more
side control.
questions?
I mean,
I
we're
put
guaranteed
some
to get a
credits on that one.
Vine controller,
You can come
surely.
up with a name
You can
for
already
your
picture it.
abilities.
You can definitely
Meanwhile,
picture it
Josh
being in the
thinking
game
about
already.
Incredibly seriously, I've just seen a preview.
Yeah, I think I'm good to go. I call it the stick man, and it's
Have you somehow been lazier than me?
yeah, a little bit. Well, I mean, I was rushed
He's
for
drawn
time,
a
right?
picture of himself.
Oh yeah, because this took me like 15
Yeah.
minutes.
So I drew. This is the
He drew himself.
the stick man, and he's got stick-related abilities. So he can
I'm
take
not
off
from Birmingham.
an arm and throw it at the
So is
enemy,
it a
and
duelist then?
and it does a little bit. Yeah, sure, yeah. If
I
you
like that
want.
it only
Sure,
it does
yeah.
a little bit of what now? Damage?
Yeah, a little bit of damage on the
Just a little.
when the stick hits, and then it also concusses them for a little bit. So it's a little
Okay.
bit between like a stun and like a 50 damage
I like that.
nuke thing. Yeah, and then you could take off the shoe and throw the shoe like a.
So he's
Just
got,
throwing.
he's
Cool
got
chunk
two
or something.
projectiles.
Yeah, 2 projectiles. So we're really laying into the projectile thing. And then the last thing he can do is take off his other arm and use it as a shield, so he can block damage like ISO, but better.
So you have kind of recreated ISO in a way.
Well-
What's the ultimate ability?
I have an idea for one of mine if he needs more time to think.
Okay,
I have an
continue,
ability
Tom.
called-
if you
Game
guys
will
can
start
regroup-
soon. That's not what you want to hear.
Regrow.
You never
That's
want to
his
hear
ultimate.
soon.
Wow. I
He
have an
regrows
ability
himself.
called comb, and the comb combs the hair away from his eyes for 15 seconds. And for those 15 seconds, he can see through a single wall. There you go.
Is that a game-changing ultimate ability? Because obviously you've got
Not an ultimate,
you've
I
got
just said
neural
an-
fair from
I just said an
Cypher,
ability.
where you can actually
You just
see
go like this,
everyone.
and for 15 seconds, you can see through a single wall. I think seeing through a wall is quite a strong
Do
ability.
you think that this is a?
Can you shoot through the hole that you've
no one
created
asked
for
me
yourself?
to
Like, do you think-
reinvent the wheel.
No,
like,
but
we
I'm
have
asking you to
plenty
make
of
a
recon
viable
abilities
agent.
in this game.
PSG Dortmund,
Your
Real Madrid,
that
Bayern, one of my
ultimate- is that
threads.
ultimate?
Oh,
Okay,
instead of
that
a-
just feels very
PSG
similar.
will be
Okay.
When you're
Dortmund,
looking
and
through the
Madrid will
wall,
be
can you
Bayern.
shoot?
No.
It's just purely strictly info.
It's
Yes,
just
it's
It's like a
purely
cipher cam that can see through
reconnaissance.
walls.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it's called comb.
Cool,
because
comb. Brilliant. So we got 2 abilities from you
Yeah.
now. Brilliant.
I need
Okay,
another
so we
few
got
minutes.
tangled and comb. Come
I'm
up with
trying
a
to make
couple
mine
more.
hair related at least, not just
Are you projecting
he
on
throws
us?
his shoe. Like, come on, I'm putting effort in here.
I
need
mean,
a
watch
name
something
for your
else. I mean, I can
Stickman.
do some...
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry.
Let's play
It
Connections
was
now,
such a
shall we?
memorable name.
Plus, I
How
feel
could
well
I
enough to do it.
forget? While these
I don't
two
see
are
you
still...
drawing anything.
No, because I gave Tom
I
my
don't.
tablet.
You
Okay,
can have this
fine.
back.
Okay, you know what? I'll draw on a cue card.
Tell them right
In
down.
the meantime, just a reminder, audio issue on stage. League
No,
officials
this
are
is the
working on a
show.
solution. No, Tom, you haven't finished your homework yet.
Right, carrot. I mean, I only know this word in relation to gold.
We are gonna bring it to you as soon as possible. This is what
Gold is a
happens
color.
when you bring casters onto
Oh,
an analyst
I've
desk.
got an ultimate.
It breaks the universe.
Gold.
I have an ultimate.
Yeah,
Brilliant,
please
well
tell
done.
me.
You haven't had a third ability yet, but you're going straight
I
to
don't
the
know.
ultimate.
Straight to the ultimate. The ultimate is that for a few seconds,
Um,
or no, for
Right, I mean,
seconds, all the hair disappears and there is a blinding light
Cut.
from the bald head
copy.
that is shown. And as he walks in,
Are these control things, or is it just stick and glue? Copy, paste.
Anywhere.
I've got a name for that ability, but I want to know if you've got one for it first.
What's the other one?
I do not. Go ahead.
Wigging out.
Wigging out. You could just call it bald buff.
And one of the voice lines could be, "It's a Hellraiser." No, don't mess it up. Can production cut away from me? Production cut away from me. Like to Tom.
To me.
Right, you can control X, control C, control V. Is bold on there?
Okay.
No.
Ready?
Z is undo.
No. Okay.
No, I like balding like. Balding like.
What are the others?
Yeah. Hellraiser could be one of your.
It's a red herring?
Yeah.
It could be.
Come up with some voice lines.
Could be.
Yeah, we need voice lines. We need a geographic.
Is it glue, stick, cut?
Where's your agent
Royalties
from?
from this, right? Because I think this idea is going to be stolen.
The problem with mine
Color?
I'm very cautious about
Thing that like a child does?
infringement from
Let's
a
try it.
company that has a very famous movie that has a tree-like character that is basically a stick.
I actually don't know what movie that is. There's some children's books with stick characters. What about where your
Right, adhere.
agents from? Could they be
Glue, stick, and
Are they like, I actually literally just realised the stick figure that you're referring to from the comic book universe only says 3 words.
I'm
Paste?
Gonna go with Ireland for no specific reason.
Island.
Yeah, I mean,
attach with adhesive.
where Mitch Man comes from.
Okay, so it wasn't that.
I thought you said
Right.
Island. Like, okay.
Can you,
Words, writing,
can you do the accent?
text, list,
Absolutely no. No, I cannot.
rod.
We need someone from Ireland to do that.
1, 2, 3!
Novosito.
I
Novosito.
would love to hear
Thanks for the
your
3
Mitch
months.
Man maybe to record some voice lines for you. I could, well, obviously one of the voice lines can be, "That was the luck of the Irish."
But what accent would you use?
What
for
the fuck?
Well, I use an Irish accent.
Go on then.
But I'm not doing that. I have a half Irish baby and an
There you
Irish
go.
husband.
So
And I
if
spend a
anything-
lot of time in Ireland. But
Clarity. What would clarity go with?
I can do a Belfast.
I have no idea.
Northern Irish accent.
Okay.
Clarity. Be some kind of thing that I'm missing with that.
The game is not starting now.
I like how this has divulged into absolute madness, but you know,
It
I've
only
still got to
took
think
3
of
days.
the
Right.
Less than 3 days.
My head is pounding as well.
it's
Writing,
hair shield.
text,
I think we might be ready.
Fringe. There you go.
We're
Words.
hopefully
Flicks the
going to be
hair.
ready
List.
for the teams to walk on in about 5 minutes' time. I've been
It's just
reliably.
5 minutes more of
I
this.
don't. That doesn't feel right.
So I wish I had I wish I had chat up right now so I could get people's contributions. I'm gonna have to draw my own.
One away.
I honestly, I think I've smashed this.
So which one's wrong?
Fringe,
List.
comb,
What was the fringe ability?
it's a shield.
It's a shield.
Oh yes, but you
Because
both
he
got
took.
shield.
Yeah, I got a shield first.
So you got sentinel, and sorry, yours is a duelist.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah.
a duelist for sure.
Okay, so maybe some kind of controller.
Words. You know, I actually feel like one of words or writing is probably the wrong one.
Mine could also be an
List.
initiator if you want to take duelist.
Yeah, I feel like my ultimate
Text.
doesn't really tie into anything to do with the Sentinel at all, but
Writing.
I just find it-
What's the other one?
I think-
No, I'm
I
gonna
think-
do an initiator.
Okay.
It's not cut. It's
I'm
not
gonna
carrot.
do
It's
an
not clarity.
initiator,
Alright.
and-
What is okay go with? I don't think it's okay. I doubt it's color.
Some of the pressure
Keeping
is
these
kind of
two
different.
Plus,
under
it's
control
probably
while I
copy, I
also
guess.
create the next
Copy.
one.
Kind of a one-sided assignment, isn't it?
Can we just solo
this is-
campaign
List,
for the whole
text.
This is my
Yeah, okay.
default.
It's probably
I
copy,
go
but
for
which
this
one is it to get rid of?
entire Weekend, which is talk about Clove.
What,
Because I haven't heard
just
your
in-
opinion on
just
Clove
in
yet.
general?
Yeah,
I think
about
Clove
who
looks-
Is it
should
right?
play Clove next
Words,
If
text,
someone
list.
had to
Well,
play
it has to be
Clove,
Angel. I think that's been widely discussed
It has.
as an agent.
Fuck,
you
I'm
can
one away.
run in,
Fuck, I don't care.
Still put smokes down.
Wrong.
And then
Next time.
res yourself if necessary.
Well, that's the thing. Do you actually want Angel to res himself and give the other?
A okay. A list. A plus. A rod.
He'll be a nice distraction while he's like moving around for shower to kill him.
Diamond qualities. Should have got that really, shouldn't I? Nah, I should have got.
Or fringe.
Or
I'm ill.
You know, whip his hair back and
I'm
forth.
fucking ill. I don't care.
I'm trying to think who would be able to, who would look
My mind is not
This
feeling
is
great.
Valorant.
Stinky leg,
Heritage.
stanky leg. Thanks for the 12.
Well, you
Heritage.
can't do both at the same time, you said.
That's true. Mitch would need someone else to play my agent. So
Continent, letter, country,
On
quintets.
the ground where the enemies are, and you have to Odin spam on
basically
the
Africa,
radar.
Ethiopia.
We are ready. Well, we're ready to just remind you guys, I should say, of the map veto. As we are experiencing the delay. but we are just
Equatorial
2 minutes
Guinea.
away. In fact, the teams are now able to walk out onto the stage. and
Eswatini.
We'll do our final checks. Strap everyone in,
Egypt.
And then we'll be able to get things underway. Yes.
And
Why don't you just give a TLDR of what to
Eritrea.
expect for anyone who's just joined us?
TLDR is
Gambia,
Lotus, Liquid
Ghana.
last week. GX, we haven't seen Liquid beat Navi on it. Should be interesting to see what happens. Team Liquid, if you want to talk about Icebox.
yeah, I think ultimately it's
Indonesia,
a map for them that
India.
didn't look great with their new competition, but they've been fairly comfortable on it. The only
Iraq,
time that we've
Iran.
actually seen it played was with Nuke for Giant X. They haven't played with this new roster, and the last time they played it, they won, but it was against Foot when they were running one of the trollest comps. So it was like a Phoenix, Fade, Chamber.
What's the last
comp,
one?
Which just didn't work at all. So we really don't have much data there.
Asia
See, if
S,
you're going
Singapore.
on paper, the first two maps do favor Liquid, but as you said earlier, you can only assume that an insane amount of
Singapore.
must have gone in behind
Fuck.
the scenes for the side of Giant X.
I must say, if it goes to Santo, it's
None of the stands. Saudi Arabia.
But yeah, Lotus, Liquid's kind of doing the same thing that they did last week against Navi, and
They've kept, both teams are actually going to be coming in with that sort of, well, at least on the other side, it's somewhat of a default comp. Like,
Bro,
it's the old
come on.
static comp, right, that they
Use
were
your brain.
all the way through for Giant X.
Sri Lanka.
when I look at this comp, involved with the Sova and the Breach and the Raze, it kind of feels like it's a mismatch of pacing, because with the Breach and the Raze, you're expecting to go really fast with it, but then you have a Sova that's a really slow initiator.
Philippines,
But the
Malaysia,
Sova
Singapore,
actually combos
Brunei.
really well with the Breach, because with his drone,
Papua New Guinea.
target stun someone, and that
Fuck.
would be the goal that they're going for with her.
Well, guys,
Africa,
I think
jeez.
we have waited long enough, so let's
Been
see
missing some
who's
obvious
gonna
ones.
come out on top in
Gabon.
this mid-table matchup between
It's not necessarily an
Giants
obvious one,
and
but
Team
whatever.
Liquid.
Yeah, thank you, Analyst Desk. I know that was a bit of a brutal one there, so unfortunate, really. I was gnawing on some cables, so glad to see that finally affected you. Tried to hit it yesterday, but
Suriname, Sri Lanka, Seychelles, Singapore, Seychelles. Come on, before the game starts, think.
Now, Mike, these two teams really need
Yeah.
change opinions, get on the board a bit here. This hasn't been a pretty season so far.
Yeah, I think call it what it is. It's been
Gambia.
pretty difficult viewing at times for both of these
Okay.
rosters. I guess to start with Giant X now. we're
Botswana,
looking towards
Zambia,
some
Zimbabwe,
sort of that comfort now with
Mozambique,
Burma
Angola.
establishing himself within the roster and, you know,
I can't see it.
coming
I can't get it.
around him. On side of Liquid,
Israel, Guinea and Guinea-Bissau. Oh, Guinea and Guinea-Bissau. How did I not get South Korea?
always
Fuck
been an
me.
issue for the name, not necessarily these individuals on the stage. Interesting start here, actually. Liquid try and set
Sorry if you're
something
from
up
any of those countries.
outside of B, but Giant X seemed pretty happy to sit in the buy phase for an extra 20 seconds or so, just waiting.
Right, what have we got comp-wise?
Gonna see what they eventually commit
Pretty
towards, 'cause
normal.
It does seem rather indifferent, doesn't it?
Not
Maybe
good. Now,
full
again,
pair
if the
of
stats are anything to go by, like it was for BBL,
indication early on.
Giants are going to win this game.
You can see what they're
Basically, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Viper
Kiko's
always
trying to
wins
take
on this
contact
map when
here.
you're playing
Obviously,
against
the
non-Viper
starting
pretty
power
much,
to follow Enzo.
no matter the quality of the
Played in
team.
here.
So,
The Sheriff, but just misses the timing. We'll have his recon back up now.
Scanning ahead.
We're going to send it out immediately. Yeah, actually, that getting destroyed now. We'll raise the flag for Liquid.
I guess it makes some sense if you're going to have your Sova play towards A for the spam.
so
30
far.
seconds left.
And contact going to be had. Enzo's still fine, not really phased yet. He's been able to find a little bit of safety towards the backside of the site. The first contact's
Ooh.
found. It's going to be Purple, it's going to be Cloud, and a good little follow-up here. Nice clear
Jesus.
on the site. Giant X looking very robust.
Okay,
on
Giants.
this. Yeah, a little late in the day, but perfectly done. Plants now in, and it's Nats to try and handle 5. Passes the test on the first, but a quick trade out for
Okay,
Purple.
I mean, pretty simple again. Lotus
coming
just
through, yeah,
go the old go away.
Basically unrecoverable at that point. Giant X bide their time. Even here, I think in the space of about 5 or 6 seconds, every kill.
I was just thinking about this actually. I wonder if someone. It would be an interesting experiment to try Sober over Fade in terms of the default comp.
Anticipate that sort of aggression on the pistol round because it's.
You know, just to destroy like
unorthodox to see such a
the
setup.
stuff out towards C. Just to
Outside of
destroy
B.
the Killjoy stuff.
Giant X get themselves on the board first at least.
The FBX buy with double Guardians.
Yeah,
Not a massive
two
fan.
Guardians. Actually alongside a Vandal here.
So it's eyes on Cloud, really. Want to see him keep control of that, make sure that doesn't fall at any juncture. But again,
And I think that the problem with this comp versus this comp is, and this is why again Viper is just so strong, is this kind of comp with a Breach Silver, and this is why Breach tends to lose in general, is because you can basically you can take space in like bursts of 40 seconds, whereas Viper can do it like anytime, right? And that's kind of the difference. That if you're Giants, you know, like, oh, we can, you know, just kind of wait out the first stun and then always come back and retake this space if we need to, and we can do it kind of any time.
Be interesting to see how well Purpo kind of fits into that as well.
Whereas they're kind of interval based.
It was all a bit of a ruse from Giant X. They can take the walk now. They've got
so again,
pretty
yeah,
much
we
the
just
green light to go towards A.
Create some pressure here. Come back to A. Pretty simple stuff.
You're going to try and dig a little deeper here. Maybe figure out that there's nobody actually positioned up towards Heaven as Kiko's
30 seconds left.
Now fully committed towards this rotation.
You know, he's got
wide
a
open sight.
mile of space.
Catch a couple of audio cues here now.
That's nice. Should be fully aware now of what it was. Got to be a little cautious of the flank, obviously, not knowing if they progress. They still have the utility invested on the back lines from Fatinho, so should keep them somewhat safe. Hoodie does need to overdo things here. Does a lovely bit of chip damage towards Kiko.
Okay, they're just kind of trying to die to the
now
spike,
it should be
but
par for the course. Hoodie can make these sort of moves. Again, just that ghost outdone by Mystic's positioning. So not exactly the upgrade he was dreaming of, but it's what you're going to get.
who's favored? I would say Liquid are favored,
These 3 rifles
but
maintain
I mean
UVC.
this could go either way very easily.
To the Sheriff here to try and go forward, maybe.
I can say the Liquid are favored, but in reality, it's Team Liquid.
The showstopper.
And no hurry for this. He knows that they're going to give it up to the spike, but, you know, if possible, right? So it's, can he cost them more? Can he work towards his ult? Well, I mean, another step, yes, but not exactly, you know, the maximum reward he could have gone for.
Even just going forward and dying, to be honest, getting one more worthwhile in that situation with the 3 rifles maintained. Giant X, a clean start here to Lotus.
And what are we looking for in your mind when it comes to Giant X? Because we try and talk about like mid-table teams, right? And I think a lot of people put these 2 names somewhere toward that. Are you looking to see how maybe Purpo's fitting into the roster? Is that going to be enough of a solution?
Yeah, sure. But yeah, like I said, top of the map here for me. It's just about comfort levels. Obviously,
Okay, third round. Let's see what they do.
Forced to make
so they're starting with Breach B.
Also, with some of these
they're
role
going to
switch
start
ups,
out early, dark.
People slipping onto different
Looks like
agents,
it's going to be a
picking up
fast
different roles or different positions
the
on certain maps. It's the comfort factor for me. Questions that do come about.
So they use their Omen Flash here.
More
So this is going to be a fast hit. I don't see how it's anything else.
Tend to be the front runner for the team.
Now, this looks far more committed than the previous round, where it was just a simple test here. Purpo trying to be the first in, but Mystic manhandling both. Redgar and Purpo gone. They're going to lose a lot of that
little
punch
trip
to
here
the front line now.
from Nats,
Oh,
finds
and
2
it's
kills.
quick
Mystic
work from
destroys
Mystic.
them.
Feeling confident today,
Woo!
rightly so. Bonus round not looking so likely now. An ace could be on the cards, and he's up for it. The turret not even going to be in question.
Nice.
Beautifully done by Mystic. A big start for him. Looking sharp today.
Well, clean for the first 2, but Mystic shown a bit of his own prowess here. Beautiful open hit. I mean, the shot to Cloud.
Come on now, what's
I thought
that?
he was already on top of the box there to catch that one.
Lovely.
The first round, he has a rifle in his hands.
I think he said, lovely round,
Yeah,
Giants.
lovely round.
I can't wait until I see you again.
Let's play round 4.
The Riot voiceover at the end that comes on the subtitles. Okay, so a little bit of a different start now for Giant X. Enough of that
again,
kind of
they
ceiling
take A
didn't
control.
really work out. First real buy round for them, and again, Purpo only 2 away from that ult. So that could be on the horizon. Now, Mystic the one to get his first and foremost, but not particularly something that's going to be game-changing. Enzo! That's got to be straight through the wall there.
I'm curious, actually, if even that's on the back of a...
No, that's on Fatinho, which shouldn't affect their round too much in terms of their plan.
So just walking up ADS here with the Odin. Have Kiko in support, but he will now slip away towards B as Giants. Spike not committed just yet, still trying to...
And he's just found another one.
Prod around the map, and Enzo's found a second again.
Mitch is fuming that none of these kills have been caught. He's furious.
Oh, hopefully we'll be able to see the replay on the second one, because again, look at where the death marker is. They said a wallbang in the kill feed, but I thought that's just a wide swing by Enzo.
You save here if you're Giants?
Oh, and they've lost out on so much here.
Well,
money's not good.
Control of losing
Time's low.
Double lurk, but being the killjoy
Contacting into B.
as well.
Kiko spotted them.
I think now
That's
they
paranoia
say.
triggered. Mystic's already here as well. Gotta be cautious though. Doesn't want to give them
Oh,
a
they're
chance.
going.
Keep in mind, 3 of them can still do some serious damage. And Purple's actually slipped ahead. Kiko with a fantastic bailout. Good trade for Redgar, but again, Liquid have this on wraps. Keeping control of those extremities means this map
I mean, they
feels
basically.
so small, so few options.
I mean, they should have saved. The save clause has to come in there because they haven't disrupted any of Nats' setup on C. They haven't got past this point on A, and now without a Viper, you aren't going to. So, like, the only place left to go is B. So you're not going to be able to contact walk in B.
On the retreat here, and not enough time, I think, even here.
Probably the best way of playing that round if you actually wanted to try and win was to come back and fight A.
Went for a challenge, yeah.
Easy, Tiger.
I said there was no way they were catching.
That's going to be an eco. They will have a Razor.
The other way back through. Yeah, first here just blind spam. Okay, the second's pretty unfortunate. Oh, actually, no, yeah, at least, yeah, it shouldered onto the angle. Oh, it would have been pretty unfortunate if it was just another blind spam, but yeah, I mean, at that point, that sort of round, that slow burn.
How good is Woot? I guess we'll see.
You remove basically both question marks. There's no flank utility, and also then no kind of denial of information behind this wall over towards A. So pace change here, though.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Real clean with that. Kiko's not
Very
be
fast B exec in the meantime.
The vast majority of Giant X was still eyeing up.
Don't get caught by the trip.
On that B site. They've taken the space. They might be able to get a plant. Just with this ult on top, securing at least one side of these approaches. Just a tag though.
Maybe just a tag for 4 HP. Lucky to get away with his life here. Spam coming through once again for Enzo. No connection just yet, but Purple will fall now. Cloud doubles up.
Well, I mean,
that's a Mystic. What do you do here?
Are they saving now? That's a mistake.
It's a long old route, and I don't think Nats is all that fussed.
Again, one day we'll see teams. I mean, this is good if he comes up here.
Yeah, the ult
and
on
just
top
hold
of that
this.
Fabulous shot to
Right,
start
play for this
with.
exit, especially when you
some of the pressure on the extremities working
want to be getting all.
Converting this round back. Liquid won't be happy with this.
No, definitely not. And with what was bought into this round, Showstopper not necessarily finding a kill, but enough damage. It's a thrifty conversion here for Giant X. Mystic and Nats will hold on to their rifles as said, but again, fun still there.
I thought Mystic might just stop running about there. It would have been fun.
Liquid behind this purchase. I think Kiko toying with the idea of an operator actually. Yeah, it's the response here.
Okay, big win for Giants though on the thrifty.
So the hero rifle carried across from the
So you've got a different setup now. Nat's going towards A. Overall.
Let's see if maybe Giant X can keep this up now going into the natural buy. Obviously, plenty of upgrades are available after that last round. And I guess fight fire with fire.
Yeah, Hoodie's a little pissed about getting spammed out previously, so looking to catch the angle on the spam the other side. Very slow early rounds coming out from Giant X, so the only real pace change we've seen was round 3 where Mystic was able to find that ace over on C side.
Trap. It doesn't look to be based off much.
They have been somewhat testing B now. I feel as though that's been kind of upped in the priority list, but Yampi ready to try and slow them if they can.
Slow the camera on B.
I think you're right though. It's the
I
lack
think
of
this is a B hit,
the
but
spike still left by Spawn, still testing
playing
on the
super slow.
Someone's got to be a little bit careful here because it looks like they want to take that space back.
Yeah, I mean they definitely do. With obviously the Omen and the Breach in terms of these lanes, they become very, very awkward. When you look at the utility available for Liquid, which is maybe why Giant X are kind of tiptoeing around the map, maybe. Ooh, gotta be careful that's required, but yeah, Enzo definitely gonna
go. No, that's not bad.
Good for one, but look at the rotations. Already gonna have 2 players here after that. Clear on B. One posted towards backside, one a little closer, that being Nats.
Can't hear anything.
Away from this, there's an issue, yeah. The ult denying any audio, so Cloud going to take that opportunity to close the gap. Mystic did manage to make it out of dodge, but Cloud going to hold the ground here. The plant
Well, it
is
didn't
now
go
in
in. See, this is
4v3.
like
Kiko,
Liquid,
Yampi,
right?
and
We
Mystic gonna
stun,
try and play
we
this one back
nade, but
through.
we don't do anything.
A little bit of a mind towards Yampi's positioning.
And then we wait to just take dry fights.
Now we're down to a 2v3. Make it a 2v2.
And he used ult as well.
Kiko, but now it's all
Hello?
Yampi.
Turret?
One right, one left. A fair fight on the first.
What is that
And
turret
now-
looking at?
Yeah, not him. Fatinho, though, eyes on the prize. Giant X stabilize here and get another on the board.
A little bizarre. To
Tristan
see Liquid
Arnold
after
won.
the
Thanks for the
Nightfall kind of
prime.
Half in, half out. Mystic obviously retreats all the way up into the smoke in heaven. I'm sure if Nats maybe thinks there's a smaller window here, or he's expecting somebody to push through the cage, because then Mystic's stuck inside a smoke. Yeah, a little curious.
And yeah, that's the Liquid thing.
Maybe
You know
that's
what I
a
mean?
frantic
Where
communication in the moment.
we stun, we hit them, we nade,
Seen that operator
and
coming out now.
Mystic's standing in
Something
this
that we
smoke.
kind of considered
Right, and he's
previous.
waiting.
Now
So,
committed
but
to.
why? Right? Either
for that. So
Mystic needs to
very
tell
good
them,
looking
like,
out.
no, chill, wait
Indicating the early
for
presence of
stun,
Enzo,
wait
that's
for
not a
nade.
surprise. That's been what we've been noting thus far.
Because they had a free
But
kill
again,
here on
Giant
Cloud.
X,
I mean,
think
we
you said
saw
very
it,
well in
obviously,
that
but it's
previous
like,
round that we are seeing them taking this very passive default approach, try and deal with extremities. But again, you
taking
are
a lot
starting
of
to
B
see pressure
control.
now from Liquid. Look at this, both sides of the
They
map,
got a
Mike.
deep
You've got
trip
Mount
on C, though.
and rubble control being fought
and
for.
an ult pushed up on A.
Real knife's edge, and Purpose found
They're dying
success
on B.
Almost a nightmare now scenario for Team Liquid.
Now, can these guys get out of here? I'm not actually
This
sure.
deep, only one satchel left. You know, as soon as he shows this operator, there's going to be a second player swinging onto this.
Oh, so diligent. Love to see Giant X still hitting that protocol list there.
Actually, yeah, very
Oh,
disciplined
the
from
ult
Giga
back.
to give this up. No second shot at it.
Go on.
Red Dart isolated on the TP. Again. To look to try and pressure the backlines here, but Mystic, actually Hunter's Fury going to come through and connect as well.
So much information free-flowing. Liquid levying that early damage so well.
So Giants, in their slow
Enzo
default
working
here,
that
they're
like
kind
an
of, this is what happened
absolute
to like
champion, teeing
Boy
up
last year
Mystic
a
to
lot,
build off the back
where they're
through
playing
the
so
small door.
slow
That was a
that Liquid
bailout
are
from
taking
Enzo there.
so
Like
much
Giant X
space.
could have then potentially flooded the site.
Absolutely, yeah, and you're absolutely
they're
right
in
to note
trouble.
the Hunter's Fury, because they either sit and tank this, or they move into Mystic.
Right, because in theory, after that first kill, and even with the Omen ult, really, in theory, he could have ulted the C, right? But Liquid know that they aren't going C because their Cypher setup is so deep. Right, they have a Cypher trip up here and a camera here.
Tough. I mean, I love the reaction to try and get into
Right,
the
so
backlines. You know that it's
Liquid, this is a good adaptation of just like, hey, they're like really slow. The only part of the map they're taking at the start is this. Right, they haven't fought this once. They're not coming up here early. So we can get into really deep camera, we can get pushed up here without using too much util, right? Like, Pico, we haven't used nade, right? We've just used a refreshable dart, bit of Odin spam, one shot dart. We've taken this space. We've still got Omen flash. So this is where Giants, they're just like, you know. And again, look at our deep control here. Now they have destroyed the camera this time, so that's a bit better, but they're just getting caught out. Right, they're playing too slow. They need to take a time. They need to take this fight next round. Ooh.
A little surprising though, because Enzo was still showing utility in the last round. There was still that presence of mind. I'm a little surprised, but regardless, you're going to take it every day of the week. If you're Kiko, you're happy with that. That was a perfect set trap.
Make a
And
poll
now
for
an
me to
exchange of
upgrade
space.
headset. I actually
C
have
taking
another
over the rest
version of the
map
same
now under the
headset.
Liquid banner. They should note this is going to be all in. Door on the swing, and it's going to be Kiko on the look. Does he spot anything out of place? No one. A little bit of a glance, you could see the temptation maybe for Cloud there, but again, Paint Shell starts to come through now. The pressure needs to start mounting, and soon.
Fatinho's the one to dig out first, but he's playing so deep this. Actually, Boombot hit to clear him as well.
Okay, they know he's there, but his presence alone is still an issue. Look at the time being purchased. Spike's starting to tick a little quicker. They got to get a move on, and Liquid aren't getting the access they want at all. Good damage, but they got to go fast here. Fantastic discipline from Kiko to hold that, and they're clearing. But time, keep it in mind. Oh my God, there's no time left.
Time?
You saw how close that was.
It's just not as comfy though, this one.
But Giant X holding on long enough there.
A little bizarre to see. I'm not sure if they were waiting on a cooldown, maybe of something.
It's just not as comfy.
A piece of utility that was crucial. Obviously, no, I think the paranoia is synced with the recon sent back through here.
So they lose on time. You made me miss that because I was changing
utility in
headset.
question being the dart and the fault
Why
line,
did they
but
lose on time?
A
This match
beautiful
was pretty
retake,
deep.
really
He
well
died
constructed, but
soon.
like you said, you could just hear the spike ticking away.
Just melons?
I think the penny drops way too late for Liquid.
Get
Credit
IEMs.
where credit's due, but I mean, Giant X didn't really have to do anything there.
Rounds around. Kind of put a little bit of.
So Liquid expecting this team fight now at this point. Right, they're like, where are they? We're expecting it, so they go for a 4-stack. They still don't go for it.
Straight towards B, and Nats, he got revealed, but he still gets away with it. Kiko
The
wants
ult
to
is
claim
good.
the kill, but still, his position paramount. And now they've lost out on purpose. The space can't be taken. It can't be followed back up on. And a quick pivot potentially, but it's an isolated affair.
And Spycam will spot Cloud as well.
Gotta be cautious.
Mystic now tasked. Holding down Rubble. He's in a tough spot here. If anybody wide swings onto this, I mean, be able to TP away. Paranoia will slow things down.
Oh, Giants, they're not very fucking good. How did they not take a timeout after the last
Next are
round?
going to find themselves potentially a 4v1, 4v2, maybe if Nats preemptively.
I can't believe, and Liquid though. I mean, if Liquid weren't shit, they'd be winning this game easy. I can't believe they're 5-3 down. I mean, their comp doesn't help. Doesn't help when you're playing a shit comp,
The
but
lack of presence is starting to kind of build suspicion for Team Liquid.
because this is like where a Viper orb goes big.
At least leaning a little close towards that C side. It will be Kiko to deal with all of it, and the operator got switched out.
Instead
It's
you
gonna be
got
Yampy this
none.
round to hold it, so it's just him on the rifle. Gonna have a spot from Mystic, but yeah, they can't
There's a
really
pit
do
to work
much.
with as well. But he can throw this in, yeah.
Unless it's a quick clear, that's very hard to handle. Cloud with a freebie on towards Nats, it looked like. And straight on in though, one player just flying on past Kiko.
And
How
he
has no one called this?
fucking
No one
comms.
called that! It was seen!
He's got Spike! What? He's outside the pit here.
This could be a huge problem, and it's all going topsy-turvy. They are locked into their own prison. They don't even know it. And Yampy goes walking in. It's all on Hoodie in a 1v3. Yes, he finds the first and a second. Does he save
Let him
them
reload.
in this nightmare round? Yampy waiting, and he
Oh.
strikes. And the timing this time is fine.
What a fucking
The
mess.
views should be there. But what a round, Mike. That was all over the place.
I mean, I hate to assume, but I've already talked about kind of chaotic comms and maybe things not being relayed in the moment. That is one of the best examples you ever see. Kiko is caught sattling through the top side here, and he gets 2 kills in the backline. Outside the pit, gets control of where the spike is planted.
And don't get me wrong, there was obviously Cloud's ult on top, so that did remove the audio cues, but it was seen. If no one's even looking that direction, there's a problem, right? It's real issues there. And that's a timeout. That's a Giant X. Hit the brakes.
Nudie A11, thanks for the sub.
Coach Cam might be a little rough around the
Bro,
edges
these
after that
teams
round.
are not good. It's not good. I mean, I don't know how Giants are winning
Not
this game.
necessarily. I
That's
mean,
more of an
the trade
indictment of
back and
Liquid.
forth
It's like
is
Liquid
more
have the
concerning,
right.
and neither team able to stabilize. We've seen kind of fumbles.
It's like they've
on
got the
both
right
sides now
macro, I guess,
over on C
but
side.
they're just shit.
As well, this obviously is a byproduct, I think, of the form that
That was
we
a
are
gift
seeing
sub.
currently
See, it doesn't tell me
from
if
both
it's a
Liquid
gift sub or not, so I always have to
Giant
check
X.
manually. But it was from TMV
Curious to
headset.
see what the adjustment is.
They
whether or
gifted
not
a sub to
now, feeling as
Nudie.
if they do have a bit of freedom towards Rubble,
Thank you
or
so much,
ability
TMV
to maybe
headset.
take that
I
space
mean,
away from Liquid.
good old
Operator's
headset.
still here, Odin's still
Nothing
in hand
beats
for
this
Enzo,
headset. It's so
I'll say
comfy.
it leans in their favor
It's
in terms of what we've
nice.
seen so far on that side of the
It
map.
fits my head.
Yeah,
Why do I need a
you
new
look back at the
headset?
start of some of these rounds and where
Fuck
the
you.
spike isn't committed. You know
What's
that
wrong with
Giants
this
are just trying
headset?
to probe on both
It
sides of the map,
works.
and Liquid aren't really nibbling, to be honest. They're not biting the bait.
No, it's actually been very well done. A lot of faith put into the utility, of course. That certainly helps, having just, again, a couple of
Shit, sound quality? I can hear things.
I guess imply commitment. That didn't even get
You
tested.
guys are
towards the end
too
till very
worried
late in
about
game,
the
obviously, but
fucking
still,
the details.
You're absolutely on the money. Now this time Enzo, because
You know?
he is soloing the site, is going to.
Oh, if I don't have the fucking best headset in the world, how am I meant to hear someone when they just take a quick little step halfway across the map? What if I can't hear that little step? I'm going to lose that fight!
Liquid. Happy to give up the plant here on what is going to be a lesser purchase.
You just don't want it to be messy, really, if you're a team up against a buy like this. Now Giant X have actually got themselves a plant. I mean, this Paranoia, if he gets the right timing on it, could be very valuable. Yes. Find Redguard, very clean.
What are we doing?
No allowance for it. In reality, they're being cleared very cleanly. This is a good look for Liquid. Clean, concise rounds. Boxed up and packaged. Liquid. Nice succession here. Getting up to 5.
Flawless.
And tying up the scoreline.
Why not choose a wireless headphone though?
Say that again,
Because
considering
these
how
are
many times
comfy,
they've gone tying up the score
motherfucker.
5-5. Giant still in this half.
Look, when you have to wear headphones
maybe
for like
recover in the
the
final
whole
two.
day
Need a
sometimes,
round
which is
win
what I
here
do,
to protect the economy
you
for the
don't
next.
want headphones that are good. You want headphones that are
Red Guard
comfy.
Cloud just trying to get
And
something
these are
done.
comfy.
One enemy.
And as soon as the neural theft comes through here,
One enemy remaining.
all but wraps for Giant X. Showstoppers on both sides here.
Why not both? Because these are already comfy, so what's it matter?
To invest here, but yeah, look at
They
it.
finally took an A fight.
Yeah, this could be a nice fight. Kiko instantly cleared.
Why is it
by
taking
Red
till
Guard.
round
Now, there
11?
might be a little bit of an issue on this. Yampi, somewhat committed. He can't really back away, find his way out, but fortunately for him, he's got Enzo. But yeah, Cloud stunning.
Why did it take round 11 to do
Enzo,
this?
Yampi, and Mystic all just get defeated in a heartbeat.
Unsung cheese thanks for the 4 months. And they have 4 people there. They're still lost.
Certainly do, but it is
No
Nats.
problem, unsung
Players.
cheese.
But there's bodies.
Ooh.
All good.
I mean,
Cloud,
nearly
woo,
lined up, yeah.
got a little nervy. All good.
Wait,
Good
so
answer
he has to
back from
buy
Giants
the
there.
Giants
Pace
bundle
change
if they
really
lose this?
suited
Why?
Giants, but at the same time, Liquid kind of get caught into a weird commitment.
Wait,
to this
headphones hurt your
whole,
ears? See, I'm the opposite. Like,
I mean, here,
earbuds hurt my ears after a while.
swinging with an operator from behind.
Maybe I have oddly shaped ears, I don't know.
Yeah, very strange, but like you said, can't really fault the reaction there from Giant X to just scale up immediately and punish that. Again, I think about the information they have previously, it's 1, maybe 2 people, so this much of an investment behind a rubble hold.
So he has to buy a Gecko plush? Koi beat Fnatic? I mean, that one's not
there,
happening
and,
though.
I mean, the pace will continue here if we do so.
Again, the TMV check could beat Koi. We've got more
Nats
confidence.
needs to get out of the site here. No point trying to hold on to that. This will be under the banner of Giant X, and they should get themselves in a very comfortable post-plant position as well. Quite like what Pearl's doing. The timing!
Oh.
He's caught Nats! And he's sticking around.
As well.
Yeah,
Hello?
nice work from him.
Swing?
Support from
Together?
Fnatic as well. It's not an isolated effort anymore. Gonna post
Jesus.
up the Nightfall as well, just gonna secure all that space. Doesn't note a player, so again allows them this freedom to take over Waterfall. And the last 2 players, I don't know what you're meant to do really. Not an easy scenario to try and clear. Oh,
Just so many
jeez.
late pieces of
Yeah.
util to slow things down, make it even harder for
I
Mystic
love the
and
fucking
Yampi.
dry swing, no
Sit
util
back and let this
reclear.
one conclude itself, to be honest.
God, Liquid love it too.
Red Guard will find
They're a big fan of
Yampi
the old
next
no
time chopping
util
block.
swing.
Andalusia flawless to close out the half. It's 7-5 for Giant X, which, like I said, close your eyes, cover the top of the screen. You probably wouldn't feel like that's how the half went.
No, but
What happened to my
pace
boys,
change, a little bit of a
EG?
gear shift.
Give me
Looked
back
like
EG.
just stuck.
I just want
love this
EG
commitment
back.
through towards Waterfall.
I want to watch
Wasn't just
EG
perfect,
fracture
yeah, there
again.
by his side. Really good look on that. So closing out in a nice flawless round, going to keep that confidence rather high. But again, it has been a bit of a back and forth affair. But on the side swap here, Mike, what are we looking for Liquid on the attack, and what are we kind of eyeing up for Giant X?
I mean, Kiko's already stretching his legs a little bit in the first half here. He's going to be the power player for Liquid, obviously, in the second. See Enzo and Yampi, how they can set him up, put him in motion to continue delivering here. I'm looking at the miniman. It might just be straight play towards B here.
The Sahara swing, I like that, because it's so dry.
Like,
But isn't the Atacama Desert
presence
drier?
shown on the other side, but yeah, wide open B
Fast
side.
B
Liquid
exec.
able to thread the needle, find that.
Now my curiosity down the line
Wait,
will
no, they're
kind of
going
lean
to A?
towards Nats and what he can do there, but beyond that, they have.
It's getting weird.
Where's the spike going?
It's getting
Where's
really
the spike
weird.
going? Why is the spike there?
Down. Defender spawn.
You had B. That wasn't enough. Right.
I mean, maybe not feeling safe with the pressure from the door outside C and that pressure coming through from out, but now Spike ends up in the defender's spawn. You see that very often.
I'm already ill. Just kill me already. Just be over with it.
That's
Just end it.
And that's going to be Liquid kicking themselves. Didn't love that, Mike, if I'm honest.
No, like I said, I think that this is just absolute paranoia that there's going to be a flank coming through. They're going to get shot in the back and concede basically the spike at the point they try to plant it on B. But
There's logic.
yeah, there's. I mean, I understand the logic, but again, stand and handle the flank. Commit to one side or the other. This almost seems like a roll of the dice to get the spike off-site through fear of losing.
All they fucking did was open a door.
Steps being the fact that you haven't had any contact towards B. Yes, you'd maybe consider the extremities, but also there's a.
All they did was open a door.
They're sitting deep towards CT, waiting to play back in towards B. You know, it's again walking into that potential.
Like they didn't actually do that much. What? They opened the door. They put a smoke here.
But again, we move on.
You guys are all here, and you decide to come to A. But they haven't actually shot. Like, this could have been 2 people.
Already got themselves guardians galore.
Why not just plant and push
See
this?
if Liquid can maybe get a plant.
Have Nats late lurk round here.
Tap the spike, obviously will draw out the spam. Already 4 members of Giant X here, though. I'm trying to deny that as best they can. The swing on from Hoodie and Cloud is perfect.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
On the clean-up duty here. Happy will find a consolation, but Hoodie will find 4 on the round.
Big.
Okay, 9-5.
Giant X.
Change this
Beautiful
fucking
conversion
comp.
after, what, back-to-back flawless is really...
Yep.
The first one set things in motion here for the second half, and Liquid already starting on the back foot. Really tough now. Lose this, double digits for Giant X, upgrades coming through.
Yep. Do you have a little pocket play maybe for Giant X in this round in the bonus? Anything to be, you know, offsetting Liquid? I'm waiting to see. It looks like there's a stack.
Why are Giants bad now when they good last year? Why are Giants bad?
Now, generally, Enzo has gone
I think they just stagnated, to be honest.
Timing on this could be
I think just everyone else got better.
Cloud is unaffected.
They weren't ever really that good.
Perfectly, Cloud just bringing down pain. Giant X couldn't.
Like Giants weren't that good last year. They were just the like best of a bad bunch. You know what I mean?
4 players towards this as well. Cloud able to punish.
And they still have someone on this side.
Yeah, I'm walking into the Killjoy setup now. You're going to set off the mollies here and still find a kill. Enzo.
Spike down A.
Got out here. Spike has to be retrieved now, but already the reinforcements are here, Lauren.
They're running low on numbers. Yampy needs to get this plant in, or maybe a pick if possible. If you're being honest, they need to get a couple of kills. And Fatinho's not having it. Not allowing it. Still on Nats with 4 HP and 4 to find. Can't even commit 1 HP per player. Yeah, this round is wraps. I don't even know if he can survive in this. They've got 2 upgrades.
Yeah, 30 seconds. There's plenty of time to hunt him down as well.
30 seconds left.
So,
GG, I mean, I did tell you that, like, comp-wise, you can't win.
It's just Purpo who's on that Guardian.
Yeah, that's going to try and find some damage to the economy, but won't even get the first Hoodie. Another kill, double digits on the board.
Is this an important match? No.
As well here.
It's a match between 2 very mid teams that aren't doing anything this year.
Half of Lotus, and Liquid struggling to really get on the board.
Yeah, this early stack.
Don't worry about it.
Cloud being completely unaffected, it couldn't have gone better.
Yeah, I mean, not caught by the fault line, not spotted by the drone coming through, just sits under this one way.
Nice! This is my fucking side.
Oh!
This is your what?
It's my site, I think.
I must, yeah.
I love
if they can swear, can I swear?
I love how it's like censored completely off the
I know,
as well.
it's like one of those like buzzers, you know what I mean? But it just does it incredibly wrong. Like if we could just bleep things out but just completely miss it, I'd be wildly happy. And someone who's not going to be wildly happy is the people on your screen right here. Couldn't ask for a worse start. You've got 3 rounds, right? You're struggling. It's going to be rough. So Liquid have got to come up with a solution here. For Giant X, they're going to be over the moon. Again, close out strong, and then you got that nice beginning, clean work, and it felt like Liquid were red in that round. Again, yeah, a little bit of, you know.
Fine incoming? No, they weren't fine for that.
You know what? Yeah, I've had a lovely update, Michael. Michael.
How's he meant to know?
Oh, good.
The stage has gone red.
Thanks, audience. Sorry.
The crowd are on their feet.
Hey, look. I saw a couple of beers earlier. At this point, I might start nipping down there and grabbing one.
Is that a tech pause?
It might be. It might.
Once we
right, how many of you can't do this?
You know, but yeah, absolutely agree with
you.
Be
honest.
I think Liquid.
How many of you can't do
towards
this?
the end of the first half, like I said, there was very little separating them. A couple of fumbles on both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
But second half, unfortunately, that sort of scoreline. Giant X find themselves starting on the right foot, and now it's just a very small window.
Why is this even on here?
To basically one buy round until you concede a map point, and
it compounds a problem, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're up against it for 7 rounds then.
Can you indicate which language has a greater percentage of speakers in either the US or UK? Serbo-Croatian, gotta be US.
Insider knowledge, yeah.
Lithuanian, ooh, Lithuanian could be close, but I'd still go US. It's Britain, fuck! Russian.
No admin's close.
I mean, Russian, fuck. US.
Cloud's having an app, yeah. I mean, that's the.
This was gotta be US, obviously.
Nobody's scrambling.
Yeah, and that's
even more worrying.
Gujarati. I don't even know what Gujarati is.
Like, oh, my inners aren't working right, but
I don't know where that's from.
like it's a liquid problem.
Sounds kind of like
the guilty sort. You know what I mean?
Indian, though,
is the same
or around there. So I'm gonna go UK. What is Gujarati? Is it Indian?
This is Valorant.
York, thanks for the 15 months.
The analyst desk really ran through the content. So
German.
I mean, watching that earlier, I almost forgot there was a game.
I was
German. I'm gonna go UK, but
yeah, it's really nice. It's been a minute.
It's the US. Fuck. Why does it say states?
Like
Bengali, UK. Somali, US. That's Britain. Irish. Gotta be the UK, sure. But then
this could be.
it's gotta be the UK. Mon Khmer. Now the Khmer Rouge is Cambodia.
I'm getting conscious. I do have a flight this evening, so.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say US.
Yeah.
You've rolled the dice.
Pashto.
Yeah.
Well, that's unlucky, isn't it?
Again.
What time is it now?
UK?
Oh,
let's go.
Let me have a check.
Persian.
Let's have a check. Oh, 6 p.m.
We're pushing it.
We're pushing
Persian.
it. Wow.
I guess US.
It's gonna be like those 90s rom-coms, you know,
Italian,
US.
Shona.
Well,
Shona is what?
I'm sure
is that?
it'll be fine.
Can we let them know on stage?
Is that like
do you think that would help?
near South Africa?
My boys, can you just fix it up? Mike's got a flight.
UK.
He'd really like to catch it. Yeah, I'm sure they'll rebook
Vietnamese. US.
Hopefully.
Turkish. I'm gonna go UK.
See how he's doing. Is he already just left
Thai.
his chair there? That's what he normally does.
Well,
normally once the work starts,
Pashto is
most streamers have
Afghan.
to actually say something, they leave. You know, like breaks.
Yeah.
Thai.
Nip on out. Smart. I wish I could do it.
Or something.
Oh, the classic.
Go US.
It's got to be a sub goal.
Dutch UK. Dutch is the States. Fuck off. That's because all the Dutch people just speak fucking English. Polish will be UK. Hebrew will be US. Korean will be US. English will be
how's it looking?
Unfortunately, US.
Yes.
What do you?
So hopefully we should be heading back in shortly.
Oh, is it percentage? Percentage? Oh fuck! I thought it was just. I didn't even realize we're on percentage this whole time.
No.
Yeah, my lips are sealed.
I think
Gaelic will be UK. French will be UK. That's the US. Oh, they have fucking French Canadians will be there, won't they? Fuck.
Okay, well.
Yeah, people starting to move around in game again, so usually.
Portuguese. Again, the Brazilians, I'm gonna say US. Chinese, US. Arabic, US. Swedish.
Yeah, obviously. Well, coaches know coaches, right?
UK. Fuck. Romanian, UK. Greek, US. Armenian, US. Tamil, US. Fuck. Welsh, UK. Tagalog,
Just like Jackson and Jessica.
Yes.
We're not real.
Where's Tagalog from? I've heard of it.
Yeah, as I said, everyone's a bit.
Wait, Tagalog is.
Looks like the hand warmers, I think.
Where was it? Was it Philippines or Malaysia?
Oh, is it?
US. Spanish, US. Hindi, UK. Urdu, UK. Hungarian, US. Punjabi, UK. Japanese, US. Okay, we did okay. I beat the average score.
Well, so we really extend it.
People started moving in the lobby. Now they've stopped.
But I think they're going into a liquid timeout.
Didn't Liquid just call a timeout a minute ago?
No, that was a tech timeout.
Dallas Cowboys QBs.
Again there, thank you. Thank you. The crowd goes mild for a Team Liquid timeout. Love that. Do you know what? Shout out to you guys. You're pulling your weight here. But it is just normal timeout now, hopefully for Liquid.
Music change as well.
Yeah, really. Tempo's really shifted here.
Yeah,
tempo shift from production.
I don't know who Don Meredith is or Danny White.
But yeah, it should,
well,
it should be good.
lots to consider from this time out. Like
So I'll go for those two.
It comes down to, I mean, on a nice edge.
Quincy
really,
Carter.
Looking like we're going to have investment from Liquid.
And who's the other one? It's not Kirk. I don't think it's Jamarcus Russell. Did he ever play for the Cowboys?
I guess, yeah, if you
it's
want
not
to
McNabb.
And try and make a go of things here. Like I said, with a 7-5 scoreline, you lose pistol, the follow-up, and
Who
then
is
the
it?
bonus.
This is a bit before my time.
Position to be in.
It's severely unpleasant.
I'm going to go Frank Reich because he was a bit of a journeyman. Nope. It was Vinny Testaverde, who was also a bit of a journeyman.
Unlucky. Well, you know, it's like you're about to leave for an evening, just like the slap on the legs. Right,
Kiko's going to be bringing in a sheriff, and it's
That's not how you pronounce Khmer. Khmer? Khmer Rouge. That's how I've heard it said. How do you say it?
I believe is the current standing.
Khmer.
But thankfully, we are back underway. There we go. Oh, good. Didn't even have to really lean on the fill, so we're fine. Now, hopefully, Liquid, after their several timeouts,
Come on, well, you learn.
It actually has value for the
You learn something every day. Okay, 10-5 Liquid Force.
Coming through after the end and the start of this, at least on the half. Again, early looks towards rubble. But those Guardians are no subtlety. No, we know the economy is not sitting comfortably here, but
I think once Giant hear this as well. Oh yeah, we'll spot the shoulder.
Oh,
Enzo camping down the second.
Could have been nice that.
Why the fuck does Purple have a Guardian?
And like I said, yeah, once you hear a couple of these Guardians ring out, obviously.
That's wow. This. Oh. Oh, ladies and gents, we are in for a ride today. Yeah. Okay. Quick update. One, I've been told production. The next round's on them if they get another tech pause.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That's so nice of you, production, to be doing that. I think we might have a lobby remake.
Yeah. So. It's looking like we might have a repeat of the same issue. I'm not sure if that carried across into the round, but once we do have official wording, obviously we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Obviously nobody wants.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
For too long. But here we are.
Here we are.
Do I have to watch this game? Do I have to?
Enzo, don't be yawning.
So yeah, official wording. We are going to replay the round. Apparently the audio issue did carry across into the start of that round. Obviously, that's the official wording.
Holidays by Cake.
Obviously, the lobby to be remade. So you might be stuck with us for a little longer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer characters. What the fuck is that?
In terms of conversation.
On this day, November 19th. I mean, it's fucking the 19th of April.
Oh, you were like looking at game
19th of April.
There's nothing to be talked about here.
K-pop or soda pop?
I think that one's kind of wrapped.
Ooh, okay. Now, I know nothing about K-pop, so this should be fun. Got 7.
Which is why I'm worried.
Soda. No, K-pop. Ive. K-pop. Big Bang. Soda. Fuck. BTS. K-pop. Chubby. K-pop. Kofola. Soda. Mr. Pibb. Soda. Mamamoo. Soda. Fuck. Blackpink. K-pop. ITZY. Soda. Fuck. Freshky Soda. Momoland. Soda. TOD. K-pop. Fucking hell. Super M. K-pop. Soda, whatever this is. Quickly. Soda. K-pop. 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 Soda. 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 K-pop. Soda. Soda. K-pop.
His site.
Okay, it's a very similar beginning, if I'm honest,
yes,
as well.
Yeah.
Very similar. Purpo not going to get the same reward, but patience being shown on the other side this time.
I thought maybe, yeah, but Purpo obviously catching Enzo shouldering in the previous, but it looks as if Giant X were going to be very proactive outside B here, but maybe just reinforcing that hold. The trade will come.
We're not going 1-for-1 again. Shooty, thanks for the 6 months.
Potentially blind as well. I don't know how much information they were able to see on each other with that. Purple wall covering it off, but
Oh, I missed a sub, I think, as well, whilst that was going on. It was TMV headset giving out a gift sub to I Love You TMV.
But we can see where they're heading.
Less man, more thinking. Okay, they're gonna do a C hit. There's one guy here. Here he is.
One and back away. Let's see what he can get from here. Good stall, but two have slipped through. So Sight is going to be pressured now. Hoodie, it's got to be good.
Gets one and gets out. That's pretty good.
That's all he needed to do.
3 on the way. Did he notice everyone here? Not quite sure.
Secure some safety for this plant, but it doesn't feel comfortable yet.
I'll see the breach done. Oh, the pre-taking. Spikes down.
Purpo going to find one. The trades are there, and Hoodie
okay,
stays
and
alive,
that should be
standing,
GG.
as was Cloud, but it's 11 for Giant X now, and you were worried who was behind this purchase.
Yeah, looking at a similar situation, you only really get the same purchase again. Looking as if Liquid might just commit towards it, try and get a rifle, proper rifle, at least in the hands of Kiko. Try and be the difference maker here. It's Giant X, 4 in a row.
Liquid, you
and if you hadn't had enough,
having a laugh. Liquid.
Why do I keep closing
This one's
Sporkle?
for?
check on the audio issue, I guess. Guys, are you absolutely sure you can hear me?
Because it didn't seem like you did. Production are panicking, so they think we're serious. We're not serious, don't worry. You guys are like, no, it's a real one. I promise you. No, it's fine. It's all good.
I mean, obviously, it was
States
fundamentally
that
the last few
border
rounds
Iowa.
has been something that, I mean, from the sidelines,
Any
they picked
soda?
up on that. Maybe they
Illinois?
still feel there's a chance to fix it. I mean,
Nebraska?
having a laugh about it. Bit of internal discussion down on the stage as well.
Yeah, nuts. Having a chat. Imagine that's with, is it Mystic next to him? Yeah.
South Dakota? Does that border?
I don't really know the conclusion they're going to come to on this. I want to see if there's any
No,
tangible
I mean,
adjustments.
the other side of this being as well, you're not on a full purchase, so it's not one of those rounds that you can really scrutinize in terms of how it plays out, unless there's
Missouri?
just a massive miscommunication or something else that's happening. At least you don't take too much stock, especially when you're kind of up against the ropes and
you get shot,
a
you lose the
scoreline like
round,
this.
you
The
lose
fuck's
the
the last
game.
one?
It's an FPS
Bringing
game.
Guardians in again.
People, hey.
Only the neural theft.
What the fuck's the last one?
To invest here.
Wisconsin, fucking cold.
Close enough that you can
Sorry.
bank on either. So early
Should've got
contact
that.
made.
Nightfall,
and
thanks for the 11
it's
months.
quite swift. Liquid argue walking to a blender though, Mike.
Yeah, nice adjustment here from Giant X to actually force them into.
Okay, they don't actually go for the breach ult
Kiko actually,
to take the site though, so that's good for them.
Down to 60
Oh no, wait, what?
already. Coutinho
Was I
now
blind?
can
I thought they
see
had a breach ult for
one
some
kill
reason.
will give them the lockdown here.
Okay, now last time around they focused on trying to fight towards Waterfall and take that space. Right, excuse me, that was Giant X doing it, but already Liquid seemed to be more dedicated towards the site, and they've been cleared out, isolated. The two trying to be tucked towards CT, tucked towards Waterfall, get cleared in a heartbeat. It's Mystic, Nats, and Kiko trying to like push back up, try and be proactive in the post plant and bring it down to a 2v2. Patino's still standing, and I've heard pretty recently one of these was his site, but this time it's gonna be Cloud to confirm this. That's
Okay.
12.
GG.
Once again, Liquid struggling to get across that line. Yes, it was closer, Mike, but still another round lost.
The tough thing being now,
They just
map
blitz
point
in C.
for Giant X. They'll have the lockdown available. Cloud one away from his ultimate as well. There's the pit for Hoodie. So the saving grace being the plant comes through here, so will protect a little more investment on the side of Liquid, but very fine margins. But nonetheless, credit to Giant X. 5 in a row for the second half.
Oh,
I'm
it's been
counting the
lovely.
2 from the previous as well.
It's been really good to see them in this, looking like they've got a really nice beat on the game.
A very slow, hesitant start to this map as well, so it's really good to see them stabilize and really take control towards the back end of the first half and solidify
What, they're
themselves
just gonna
in the
blitz
second.
C again?
Not allowing anything to slip through their fingers.
On the money, and the difference of ults is pretty palpable too. Neural Theft and the TP for Mystic
Okay,
and
let's
Nats.
try
and
the
then other
camera
side,
out
sort of
here.
locked down there with Fatinho. You got the pit for Hoodie, some real impactful ults. Enzo's gonna get his online, so there's one bonus to this.
I'm almost surprised they maybe didn't even try and
Where do
pit
they
this.
go now?
And catch. Rotation towards Rubble, obviously going to be well read by Giant X, you can see on the minimap. Cloud also on his way this direction. And they're not going to spot anything out here, so no confirmation here for the stun.
I'm a little nervous about this. There's a lot of bodies on this. And yeah, Purple gives away a little bit of his position here, but he's going to stick around. The stall coming out was enough that gives him a little bit of freedom. But here we go. Here's the problems. As he gets closed down on this, it's Yampi
They
and Keeper
fight
in
whilst
unison
the ult's going on? Why do they fight
making
that?
their steps towards the site. Purple stands tall and takes down 2 on his
Gets
own.
2 kills.
Bring it down to a 2v2.
Oh, they have the lockdown.
Now keep in mind, Fatino's a million miles away.
But he's got
Hoodie's
the lockdown.
Exactly. Hoodie's a little vulnerable, but playing it safe. Not going to be
It's a big
affected
Cypher ult, though.
by the neural theft, but they're going to know where they are now.
Yeah, Nats almost has to commit towards this push here. Ooh.
Hoodie. Okay.
He's trying to actually spread out here from drop. The lockdown and the pit invested at the same time, but it's not going to force Liquid off the deep sight line necessarily here.
Can they spam the plant from here?
They can. I think it's just inside the pit, but again, the lockdown just not forcing them deep enough on tree.
No, you're absolutely right. It wasn't going to force them away this fast. They still get eyes on the prize. Now with the pick going to be dropping, Mystic isolates one, and the problem is it's Hoodie left. Down
Okay,
low,
so a
and
bit of a
Mystic's
mistake
still
there from
alive,
Giants. I don't know
breathing.
why they...
They hold
When the
on for
Silver
all
ult comes
the
out,
things.
just fucking run away.
Liquid making it count when it mattered.
Big round to secure there. See, investment there from Giant X in terms of the ultimates as well. It's tough for Purple. He finds 2 crucial kills to kind of stop anything from kind of spinning out of control here. Mystic the one to secure, but again, by a very fine margin. Doesn't necessarily give Liquid any further comfort carrying on from that.
Okay, Giants have a
I think that's
flying
reflected
by.
in the purchase. One away from the Rolling Thunder, showstopper available here.
And again, a similar start though, but the trade out, Cloud is going to be challenged. Great read by Nats to close the gap, but it seemed just so lost in the source. Cloud assuming no one was there with him. We've seen that duo working middle.
Is that because of the Omen ult that he turned around? Because he's not trying to turn a flash, because Yampi's dead.
Coutinho, Redgar, and Hoodie. And the switch up of position means that this time Coutinho's very far away again. Ah, that was not pretty. No. Enzo
We love our ones here in this game. We love a dry 1v1 in this game. God, I love a dry 1v1.
This almost an instant pivot towards saving these rifles. Yeah, Cloud caught in a weird interaction there. He's sent the ultimate out and ends up looking back behind himself onto B site. Again, maybe wouldn't have had an impact on
Giants
the
choking going?
otherwise,
I mean, maybe.
I always get worried
Do I
when
know
see
who
somebody
Zoltox
instantly
is?
turn
Not in real
180
life, no.
degrees.
Just some
Like
dude.
maybe a mouse issue, but
Don't say anything.
I mean, that's unfortunate.
Hipson is calling a yapathon after this round for sure. You think so, Elevated? I mean, that was a bit
Yeah, not necessarily any further comfort
weird.
for Liquid, but it results in a second round nonetheless, which they'll definitely be happy about.
I do see a pause. It's only a normal one. It's a tactical.
I got very worried. For
You're
a
right,
second.
Elevate. You're right.
There's a tactical one coming from Giant X. So maybe starting to, want to make sure this doesn't slip away, right? These two teams, I still feel, are in somewhat of a fragile state where they are.
How am I getting mentioned while not in chat? Am I relevant? I don't know. It was actually on someone in the YouTube chat is calling you their goat.
Is so high.
Well, I'm glad.
Are they on your team?
I was about to say again. One of the things you come into a series like this is really judging a team's
Elevated the listen Al Gab.
Capitalize on the advantage that they've created for themselves. You don't want to see this go the distance. And again, I'm speaking very candidly here. You don't want to see this now drawn out into
Name
potentially
Anima.
13-11.
I'm his friend, says
in overtime,
Anima.
This would be a big win for Giant X to close
In
out
brackets.
comfortably and maintain this deficit.
And then comes to Twitch, Anima Aim at Zoltox. Hi.
2 rounds is enough. I'd say the first one, round 18, was
Zoltox's
scrappy
second account.
in essence, so it could have been a bit of a coin flip, but it was one out in that 2v2 at the end very nicely. A lot of ult
Would you
came
watch
into
this
play
if
there,
there's
so
no
that was
Fnatic
different
match
hands.
later?
But this round looked a little
I mean,
bit more stable again.
I'd rather
Good
watch this than
test
Koi, to be
from
honest.
Liquid, and they've passed it here, right? So
What happens if
20 coming up,
if a team
though.
loses multiple rounds because of
I
tech
do still have
issues?
that ult with Purpo there in
That
the
is a
pocket.
funny
On the other side,
point
they're starting to get
of
some
like,
valuable ults really
so the
coming
way
in.
tech
and
issues
building up
normally
actually a
work
bit of a cushion,
is
which means they can, I guess, fly a little
if
closer to
the
sun,
tech
play a little
issue
more
is
risky,
there before damage is done in the round, then you replay the round like we did earlier.
and not have that fear of the finals
But in
to be
theory, a
really
team
holding
could
back.
continually have tech issues after
Nonetheless,
damage
it's
has
still
been
a
first done in the
5
round.
gap.
In which case they would keep losing rounds.
Yeah.
I love off a timeout. You know what I love on a 3-site map? On a 3-site map that's big like Lotus, coming off a timeout, you know what I love? sitting back, chilling, you know, taking no space, doing fucking nothing. I love it.
Coutinho now. Yeah, early test here. Going to be forced away from this, but there's a lot of.
I love playing so deep that they know they don't have to use breach ult to take a site.
Coming in now, the counter ult going to be placed in there. Dodges one, and he decides to post it behind, and it works out. A 2-for-1 trade out though.
And then I love going for a pre-take when they still have breach ult up.
Completely, but well enough to ferry that plant into place. So Coutinho, Redgar, and Cloud.
I love it.
Now with limited utility, just that paranoia and a TP to play with, close the gap. Now Cloud just going to cycle back some of his kit, but you're going to see them slipping in that smoke. Cloud's in real danger here. And oh, Kiko, sharp as ever. Catches
nice
Cloud
shot.
and the follow-up. Suddenly, Liquid looking lively. And Coutinho's gone. Team Liquid.
Okay, Giants, how do we throw this? We throw this because we're way too passive.
To convert this, swinging it back in their favor. After it looked a little
Oh
dicey.
my god.
Giant X trying to get ahead of the curve. A little bit of a pre-take coming
I
through.
do not love bad Valorant.
Weird exchange here,
It gives me
both
fucking...
showstoppers still
It makes me
land.
feel... Makes me feel like a
targets
little
initially, but-
curled up bowl of
I
insecurities.
think Purpo's just way ahead of the spacing on Giant X here. As soon as they hear the showstopper, they tuck back into spawn. You can see Coutinho just tuck into the corner, praying that he's not found. Unfortunately, then the window just, it closes for Giant X.
Yeah, financially it's doing
You
the
should
same
VOD
as
review
well.
my ranked
Guardian
games. Oh, I
Sheriff's
played some
coming
games
out here.
yesterday,
They're
and
feeling the
I'm putting it down to
they're
my
getting
illness.
proactive.
I was
That's
playing
their
fucking
ultimate.
dog
Nat's
shit.
on guard duty, keeping this in track. Yeah, he's
I
felt
couldn't
that
hit
pressure,
fucking
I think. Yeah,
anything.
he's certainly going to know it now with the parallel being sent, but maybe not expecting Purpo. Yes, he does. Camera in place.
Okay, they're
Should
just gonna
spur
go
on
away,
the
get the
rest of the
spike
hit
down.
here from Liquid, knowing that they do have not necessarily an open site, but
Rank
a
am I?
non-stacked site.
Diamond 1. D1.
Nope.
Like Demon 1.
Right to the back of the head.
Getting blocked. Plant comes through though, full 5v5 in the post plant here for Liquid. It's a massive advantage in terms of the equipment. A couple of key bits of utility invested towards catching maybe a pick towards drop. Redgar removed.
Wow. Yeah, getting active.
Why is Fit
towards
in
stairs,
Ho
but
on
already
Killjoy?
giving
I'm
up
gonna
at least
give
the
you the benefit of the doubt and think that that's an
but they do still have
autocorrect
play
for
by tree, which is gonna be
Fatinho.
Enzo, so they still
But
have
either
that.
way, it was funny.
And really, Giant X not finding any value.
I had to
Shit,
wonder
that's
if you were
winning
being
out for them.
sexist for a while there.
Fight, and they ain't winning it right now. Hoodie, yeah. Fatinho, yeah. Finding a couple, but it's not going to be enough. Team Liquid suddenly fixing all of the problems, looking like a whole different team.
Looking very comfortable. Playing from behind, which isn't something that you ever would have said historically about Liquid.
How many chances do they have to close out the game now, Michael?
Let me just
End them?
Let's do the math.
3, I believe.
3. Under 9. I've got to wait for the replay to be done. It's very valuable information here.
It's just confirming as well.
Oh yeah, it's 3. If that's the analysis you come for.
Deeply rooted.
Bacon
in
and
the
Liquid
Liquid
relaying
coaching
that.
staff, yep.
With the in-air. For now though, buy back in for Giant X.
Liquid maybe feeling like they found a weakness here to exploit.
Yeah, back to this again, but Fatinho's here now. His setup does get cleared quite quickly, so they should have
He's
access
got some
to deal a
damage.
little bit of chip damage, but it's fine.
Right,
Mark
no
is
ults this
there, now
time.
You see the pain shell though. That could remove Enzo from this. Gets to
Force him
keep
into a-
his.
yeah.
Wow, only for a second. Plant did come through. Fatinho finds another. Liquid now looking a little on the ropes here. Nats, Kiko, and Yampi gonna need to bail him out. Need a
So
couple
they go for
more.
this
Kiko's
deep
good for
ball.
1, but there's an army facing him of 3. Nats still holds, but only gets 1. It's on Yampi in a 1v2. The original Iceman. What can he do now? Gonna post it in. There is gonna be a time limit on this. He can't do anything. Yampi.
See over the top of the smoke?
I don't know if he can. Oh, he can! Yampi keeping cool as ever. I'll never doubt the Iceman again in the Red Bull clutch.
And as soon as you see that smoke's dropping, the next question mark being, does he have line of sight? Doesn't even matter, finds both with relative ease here after things look a little dicey for Liquid. Isn't that a couple of key of these close quarter engagements? Yeah, I mean, both headshots landing here. A big clutch.
Fuck it, Liquid win.
Hopes alive
Fuck it.
here.
Liquid
in
win.
map 1, who
Oh,
have
fucking
clawed
hell,
their way
Giants,
back
what
in.
are we doing?
And Screet.
Why is the timer paused?
So audience. Appreciate you. Wow.
Just when things were getting exciting as well.
What's this then?
Things you love to see. might be the longest regulation map I think we've ever had to cast.
Oh, no, Michael.
Regulation, not before overtime.
I don't know, we've had some nightmares in game before.
Oh my god, we're back in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Maybe. The clock's not moving yet. Yes, we're back in. Let's go.
Production were quick on that, jumping back in the air. Like, no. The second they tell me it's good, it's good. We go again. Focus back up to...
Oh, unbelievable!
Just a punch to Pearl.
Unbelievable!
Puts him right on his
I
back.
said...
And now
right, Giants, here's a
Enzo
fucking little tip.
A little bit of a
fucking pro gamer tip for you here, Giants.
You see, if you put your Viper over here, that helps them not even get in onto the site.
The danger zone. Fatino's finding so much value here.
Classic Liquid. Classic fucking Liquid. Fake a massive comeback, have massive tech pauses. All this wasting my time! My time! Can I have it back, please? Hello?
Liquid needed most. It was Yampy before, but it's we're up to 11.
The hell
I can't believe it. Look at that. Watch it again.
I mean, a beautiful opener from Kiko. But unfortunately, I think gets caught in the nano swarms. Then the alarm bot takes effect. Catches him, then he's vulnerable. He just gets eaten alive. It's not
the lights went dark. Oh, the Undertaker!
No, you really don't.
Enzo, the man to find it. And now the Giant X Mentor has to be absolutely cooked.
It's on the ropes.
Okay, I'm back.
Where's Mystic going?
I don't know.
No way.
Oh god, oh my god, what is going on? The Mystic, oh, he's popping off!
Oh!
Mystic!
What a game!
Lost in the maze and comes out on top for Tino now. Do you have it in you? Can you close out in regulation? Or is this...
God, if Liquid lose a 1v3. If Liquid lose a 1v3, I'm ending the stream.
Comes in. He needs one, and he needs it quick. Smoke just going to be put back in play. Can he isolate a fair fight? A clean fight? It looks like Mystic's on the chopping block. But that
they don't!
He's not losing now! He started with a bang, and he ends with a bang. We are going to OT.
That is the definition of pendulum swing. Mountains to climb for Liquid. And they get it done. I mean, Mystic just pulling off the TikTok in the final round. One of the most ridiculous TPs I've seen for a while. Results in an initial 3K and a fourth to close things out. Oof. Yeah, Giant X have got to be kicking themselves. I don't want to say I kind of manifested.
No way
out.
Liquid
It's the sort of
loses
thing
now,
that
right?
You are begging they can close out.
No way they lose this
with a
now.
lead like that.
I'm waiting for the Pipson timeout. The
You get shot. You lose.
Kevin, thanks for the 6 months.
It's an FPS game.
Good morning, Mr. Man's
Giant
Valorant
X on
and
the
chat.
attack now. Liquid on the defense to start with. And it looks simplistic.
There's no fucking way.
You're gonna have a couple of problems though. Mystic being one. The man of the moment, the man who kept him in, but now he's gone down. Fatino finds the first. Gives them good options. Draws the players
Nothing
in.
left.
And also keep in mind, Hoodie might have just slipped through. Don't know if he got noted on the owl drone. They're coming back this way. Great timing from Hoodie.
See, one thing you have to remember is, whilst they have all the momentum, they are still very bad.
There.
That's only a massive gap created just
You have to keep that in mind.
Liquid able to...
Oh! I got him!
Still finds it. Hoodie will fall. Removes the wall now. Maybe weakens this approach towards A site as that is reflected in Giant X now. Don't entertain the possibility of being spammed out from that recon.
Yes, realize you should have destroyed this side of the setup ages of fucking ago. That they've been doing this to you all the time. And you never even realized.
Information here. A camera as well, which maybe you don't even want to see Nats keep the camera up at that point.
Keep it for the post maybe, because you're not going to be able to challenge on site here. I mean, I say that. Kiko is
I know. Ooh, nice flash.
Just to handle him and force him away. Quick to rotation as well.
But now you have to play on site, probably.
They do have bodies here. They've got 4
You're
players.
gonna push Nats. Big fight. Nats loses it. Should be over. Should be over. Hey, Giants. Hear me, Giants. Should be over. Hey, Giants.
On the other side. Kiko clean with
1v3 against an Odin Giants? Haven't seen this one before. Oh, we swing, yes.
Burpo tipping the scales in OT. Back into the hands of Giant X.
Again, the second.
Oh, the fake comeback will be amazing.
I say second overall, bigger picture-wise. Now to draw blood first in overtime.
Could have just lost at 12-6.
Opportunity.
Imagine.
To convert this now. It will be Giant X to call a timeout.
Oh, fucking hell.
I want to be in those comms right now.
Can we get a Pipson cap? Can we get a Pipson cap?
Fucking hell, though.
I mean, they did win the round, but that's never changed anything before. He seems okay. Oh, a little bit animated.
But yeah, I mean, there's a couple of really weird rounds where Liquid are just like doing the doing Liquid things, like just doing things that just are out of the wheelhouse altogether, getting really weird and
big clutches out of nowhere.
And then on the other side, it's like you can't look at that scoreline from the second half and not expect Giant X to close out. So frustrations, rightfully so, kind of hitting boiling point here for Giant X, but again, you almost want to see kind of a chance to take a breather now. Like I said, a second chance to right their wrongs.
Prediction,
and drag this one across the line. I am not touching that with a barge pole.
Come on, give us a prediction. Give us a prediction. Go on.
Giants win.
All right, can't wait for the second round of OT. But
They
for now,
stack C. They're gonna fake aggro here. We didn't put off. Okay, that's our Viper wall.
I'm happy.
I mean, if Liquid play like the last 4 rounds of the second half, sure.
Fair play.
So they're disguising how many they've gone up with.
Dragging it through the
Force them into
deal,
this.
but we
Triple
go again.
stack.
Liquid, what have you got for us
It's a nice
now?
idea.
Same you said for Giant X, can close it out. Second chance, second opportunity, and actually Cloud goes down.
It's a nice idea that went shit.
That's wild. Anyway, Liquid with a man up. Giant X, bodies on the site here. Oh dear, it's all going a bit topsy-turvy. It's Nats with 3. They can't stop succeeding. Ult now coming through. They know where Hoodie is.
Lixan Al
I
Gaib.
can't believe you cursed it like this. Hoodie denying the first attempt at the plant, but you can see it. Enzo getting closer. We go again.
Liquid have literally
Lixan Al Gaib
on this C-site hold.
That's a lot, yeah.
And time again look to punish it, and have, I'll be honest, succeeded.
Yes,
It's what got them to overtime. It's what got us into this position. Even here, Giant X, the adjustment being to tuck a second player in, Cloud underneath, in and amongst Fatinho's setup.
Bong.
To sit on top of that utility.
Can anyone win a round, a defensive round?
Go again now. Go. Sattling forward here. Hoodie, gotta be careful.
Yeah, can't go down.
The expected second leg of this rubble. Oh, well, actually, as I was curious whether or not actually there was going to be anything outside here, but Burpo. We'll just swing the door open. Spike not committed just yet.
Yeah, Liquid trying to keep their finger on the pulse though. Enzo's playing on a nice edge. There's 3 players now. 4 players coming this way. He's got to be so ready for this. He's normally been good for it, but now he's seen the player, but there's already players ahead. Hoodie, not going to find one. He finds 2. He clears both. Yeah, he'll lose his life for it, but he's found them so much value. It's only Yampy to watch the cross for now. They still got to be careful and cautious. You can't afford a loss here without crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Yampy's timing just a second behind. They've stepped through towards tree, but they've kept control of this. They've kept the information free flowing, but man advantage with Giant X.
He's still got some utility to work with, but 10 seconds until that fault line comes back. Nats finally catching up with this rotation, going to be forced out by the nade potentially. Tanks the first hit, but still looking pretty healthy.
What do the others do here? Okay. Trying to clear pressure on tree. Yampy, get your gun out. He does. Fatinho's fallen. Nats now decides to strike.
Oh, Nats! Oh, Nats, my God!
This man is coming alive. 14 going to be on the board, taking the lead finally.
One of those Nats moments once again. It just looks so damn clean. And a 3K now to put Liquid on the brink of finally closing out this first map. The emotions finally turning now.
Go on, son! You've got this one, son! Yes!
Whoa, but I mean, it feels like no one can close. The first opportunity really for Liquid.
Here we go, Liquid, their first map point.
Now, can they get across that? Accursed.
Fuck me. And that's just running out.
Yeah, man of the hour shut down. I think just blind through a cage.
Yep.
I'll check it on the replay, but
that's big as well.
Yeah, Nat's looking to get a very, very quick lurk going as maybe Liquid try and find contact outside C or towards Mound.
Spike dropped.
This is getting tense here. But
Of course, Giants have the fucking read.
Follow this pathing. There's still Hoodie and Fatinho on this site in an early rotation.
Okay, the drone was bringing them back.
That owl drone, but I mean, Liquid have tried to condition them that this, C site is their eventual goal.
The drone has drawn too. Cloud
hasn't drawn enough though. There's still
Cloud
two
and
here.
Purpo, but there is a chance here for Liquid to find a favourable fight. But this utility has caused problems for Liquid on the entry.
He has to get one.
Yeah, he's absolutely on it, but then
Okay.
Fatinho finds him, and now they're isolated.
Found out, but we go again.
Divide and conquer. They try and take the TP towards the other side, offset Fatinho's expectations, but he's just playing it smart. They haven't fully shown Hoodie's hand yet either. So he's still around, and he's still as clean as ever. Hoodie starts it and ends it. We keep going, and Andalusia flawless here.
Don't know what again. The bits alerts aren't coming, but Kexi. Thanks for the 50 bits. Oh, did I also say Cabin with 6 months? Not sure.
See what's available in the morning.
Nightfall with 11. Can't remember. Kexi, 50 bits. Only Ye can save Liquid.
No, not fully back.
Only you can save Liquid,
In the
Kexi.
coach room for Liquid, but yeah, this war of attrition will continue here on Lotus.
What a wild game. Do you know what? Did you see that tweet earlier from like Tom?
No, I just
wanted to.
don't even start. Don't even start. Because that was like a 24,
that was 20s. That was 20s.
3 scoreline or something. I'm somehow attached to this chair. Don't know how
I
that's
wish you
happened.
guys at home could see it. Michael has got himself tangled up, which is very funny. However, someone did tweet out a picture of a solid
I was sat here watching
20s.
the warm-up.
Yeah, OT. And we've got it in the first map,
Well, I
but
mean,
it's...
we're halfway there.
Well...
Don't. No, not now.
Why not?
now.
Why, is fun not allowed anymore?
No, serious. Somebody close out Lotus. This is serious. I'm glad they've just removed the timeline. The round timeline's just gone now because...
Doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. It's a watershed issue. It's been removed from the screen.
Oh, good. I feel like that UI's up quite late.
Oh, yay!
It's back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what's happened, guys.
Oh, it's horrific to see, isn't it? Giant X fans are in tatters. We go again, though. Team Liquid on the defensive side and Giant X on the attack, but you can forgive yourself. You're going the wrong way around because Liquid are taking the fight to Giant X. Straight up the gut, straight up middle. They're going for a crunch on this. Audacious plays from Liquid, and it might just work. Fatinho, the fight back, though. Giant X, take the challenge and take it further. And once again, look who's left alive.
1v3 Enzo with an Odin?
With an Odin. Yeah, we've been here before. We might be here again, but there's a lockdown on top of it. Truly living up to the name. The killjoy in all matters, but a moment to find a little bit of respite. In the corner gets a chance.
I mean, it's come through pretty early on.
Oh. She's throwing stuff at the site.
But it has
Bloody hell,
taken a lot of
Enzo.
time away from Enzo. Similar position to the other. Clutch.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't do that. Don't do that. They take back the lead, Mike. 15. 16, the golden number now.
And a really weird exchange. I'm not sure how much we'll see on the replay here, but again,
I mean, I'm shocked they won this. Liquid just didn't realize they were getting pinched.
Mystic still finds that kill somehow, and then this pinch is actually beautiful from Fatinho and Hoodie.
Here we go. Surely they win this one.
A little bit out of whack normally, you know, the strats are off the table.
This is Valorant.
Sazia 1127, thanks for the 12 months.
I hope this game never ends.
Oh, I fucking hope it does.
This is where it falls apart, or do they still have that fire in them? Purpo's off angle could be so valuable. Good trade for Nats though, and he knows the Purpo is still around here. He's having a little look for a bit more. while this happens, you got to look at the rest of Liquid still lying on
Walking
that
in C. Yeah, they finally put the Viper orb here. Hold on.
First time we're seeing him commit this deep here. There.
But they've got Killjoy on A. Will they suspect a Killjoy on A? I'm not sure. Because they seem purple on B, so they should think that A is pretty free. So again, they're going to go for this A fake.
Showing presence on the other side. Yeah, the drone will come out, but there's nobody actually to confirm. The other side of this, you're almost hoping you can go forward.
Have these teams heard of a B split?
The other side, I think Liquid going to show too much here.
Look at Purpo. They've not seen this position used before, and it's Hoodie lines him up and knocks him down. This could be the round. Giant X so close to converting. But the two men who kept them in this, the ones that clutched up alongside Nats, was Enzo.
What I don't understand about this call
key clutches
is it doesn't make any sense.
OT before Mystic was the one to knock it out of the park. They still got it in them.
They can still fucking win.
You're going to need one of them to over-deliver.
Yampy's going to get ult.
One away from the ult for Yampy, but he's only got 10 seconds. He needs to get this plant down, he will.
Get it down now, yeah.
I want to stop it, and Enzo, deep, ready, can't do it. Drive-by'd by Fatinho, and Yampy's got his ult, though.
This would be outrageous.
Show me what you got. Let's go, Iceman. Another chance, another time to shine, but he's been sent away by a Boombot. Perfectly kept in place by Purpo. And now he has to fall away. Again, new angles, new opportunities. What can he give us here? He needs a clean one. It's not going to happen. Fatinho, the final.
So yeah, I just don't get the call, really, because we've seen them be... You've seen the Rays, right? You've seen the Rays here get a kill. You've seen two people on B, right? So you know they haven't been aggro A early in the round. You've been to C. You haven't heard any Killjoy setup there. So you probably know the Killjoy setup is on A. Like, if you just think about it, right? If you just think about it, like, who's where? So doing a drone out rubble and then doing a C exec. And they didn't even really give enough time for this to, even if they were rotating across, they didn't even give them enough time to actually start going and get far enough away to where that would be the case. They then just blitz in C with no Sova. You know, like, they could have actually fucking won had they had their Sova.
This is Valorant.
Radcon Game, thanks for the 12 months as well.
Why would Liquid do a fake comeback?
I don't know. Well, I mean, it gave me some good moments, to be fair, that map. It was funny towards the end. I mean, Giants fucking serial chokers. Fuck me. The Simpsons click an episode. I don't know the Simpsons episode names that well. Mario Kart World Tour. Fuck. Berlin. Is this? Paris. An Eiffel Tower there somewhere here. Singapore. I don't know. London. Tokyo has a mountain. Amsterdam. Is there anything in Amsterdam? Vancouver. What's there in Vancouver? Don't know. Sydney is this. LA. I would assume is this. It could be this. New York. Right then. Amsterdam. Just going off the canal, I would say this. And then what have we got? Bangkok, Vancouver. I mean, this one looks quite cold. LA is that. And then Singapore must be this. Bangkok, this. Fucking get in! Click the electric Pokemon Gen 1. This I can do. Pikachu. Raichu. Magnemite. Magneton. Zapdos. Jolteon. Electabuzz. Voltorb. And Electrode. Let's fucking go! Video game cities. Don't care. The world goes on holiday. What? I have no fucking clue. Guy Fawkes Night. The U-fucking-K. The Independence of Cartagena. Dunno. Oktoberfest. King Ming Festival. China. Anniversary of Khomeini's death. Commemoration of Ataturk. Why? Waitangi Day? Waitangi Day? Not a clue. The Day of Reconciliation. Oh, I do know. What's this? Why do I know that one? The Running of the Bulls. Spain. Aledri for Ed. I mean, what language is that? I don't know. The Fez Festival, Morocco. Pope John Paul II Day. The Vatican. Poland? Oh, he's from Poland. Tet Nguyen Dan, Lunar New Year, Vietnam. Which one's Vietnam? I always get confused. Is it this one? Bali's Day of Silence. Come back. Genocide against the Tutsi. The Tutsi are in Is that the Rwandan one? Which one's the Tutsi? Who are the Tutsi? Is that Rwanda? It is. Sinai Liberation Day. Sinai is like in here somewhere, no? Sinai? Is it? Or is it? I don't know. Day of the Dead. Mexico. Buenos Aires. I know that one. Groundhog Day? Is that the Royal Hobart Regatta. Right, so it's to do with boats. It's in English-ish looking. Australia? Let's fucking go. Independence of Cartagena. Cartagena. That one I don't know. Khomeini. I mean, I recognize this name. Where are they from, though? Not a clue. That one I have no clue. The Day of Reconciliation I have heard of. Where will I have heard that? Why would I have heard that? Who needs to reconciliate? A lot of people. But what nation? I don't know. What language is that? Bali's Day of Silence is Indonesia. I'm going to say that this is Thailand. Fuck, it's Egypt. Unlucky. Cartagena. Maybe somewhere in South America? Peru. Oh, it's Colombia. Oh, that's close. Khomeini's Day. Iran. Fucking get in. Waitangi Day. No clue. That's New Zealand. Oh, that kind of makes sense. And the Day of Reconciliation. Who needed to reconcile? South Africa. Of course. That's why I've heard of it. And the Rock Music Festival. This is kind of Irish. Fuck it. It was Iceland, of course. That's fucking Icelandic. Not bad.
On it, and then we're also not even seeing them run Gecko, which is also another mainstay for Lotus.
Yeah, I think like Obviously,
No, it's not bad.
And then on the other side, I think we.
I got some that most of you
would
wouldn't.
Back from the fray, like Cloud last week, who has been, I want to say, one of the best players.
How did I get Irish from that? Because they have a lot of words that are like
I think he had
with
that
this
return
on,
to form, and
don't
that
they?
definitely helped them out, especially
like
when,
crazy. Don't
when
they have
they
a lot
were
of
in the
vowels
good,
that
when they were
like
in the
have?
streak of rounds that was actually going in their favor when they won rounds on the attack.
I mean,
a
yeah,
lot
it
of
makes
was
sense.
off
The fucking
him
like S
sort of
symbol,
being
whatever it
that
fucking
secondary
was.
duelist, even while playing on that fade, like it was an agent that definitely.
That's Gaelic? Yes,
but he also did
Irish.
a lot of the work just in terms of heavy lifting himself.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit overshadowed this game by Hoodie in terms of actual like stats and performance. But when we look at this team, we definitely look to Cloud to be the one that is the rock, the one that's always going to give you consistent performances and close out a lot of the rounds, whether it be on attack in the post plans or on defense, just literally just anchoring down a spot and just.
Last word was Scandinavian though. Well,
and getting a
fuck off.
every time.
Did you know all the others? Did you know fucking
And to be fair,
Day of Reconciliation?
Really
No,
to
fuck off.
the overtime situation, right? When it came to actually playing the regulation game plan, Cloud was a really key part of that for Giant X. What did you think of the defensive side from the part of Giant X? Because one of the big contrasts, I guess, with Liquid's defense was Giant X were always able to get the bomb down.
Will there ever be a region where all
Liquid kind
teams
of
are
figured
good?
things out,
No.
Actually, the site clates, they look pretty clean. Well, no, in fact, it's the opposite. Sorry, the site defense looked pretty clean for the side of Giant X.
Yeah, I think the Giant X had a few like proactive ideas. Like it would be just to take some control.
At least
away.
I
And
knew
think
Jump
obviously
All the
this sort of
second day.
leads into what you were saying about the Sova.
I mean,
think
come
there were
on.
a few times here and there where the Sova just didn't clear certain positions, which definitely led to some really problematic issues.
Has there been a
which
British?
GX
I mean, there
did quite
will
well
have
to
been.
capitalize on.
And a lot of teams also run like the Viper with as a double controller, and that is mainly used for info denial.
We've only had
and
one?
I think what we saw there was Giant X had a lot of map control and info because there wasn't enough pressure from Cypher cages to be like, hey, we're in this area, be afraid of us.
Man,
so
that's tough.
When we see the hit coming in from Team Liquid going into the site, they were running really low on abilities to actually close out in the post plan. So Giant X is able to kind of shift it to the area that they need to be in, and then they have a decent amount of abilities with the fade, you know, with the extra prowlers and the C's and everything to be able to go in for those retake rounds.
Well, I know that Cloud has been keeping himself hot to trot and ready for Icebox with AIM Labs warm-up. You can see him there. He's getting ready to hopefully pop.
How many of you knew Guy Fawkes Day? If Guy Fawkes Day was on that quiz, I'm gonna bet that at least 60% of you wouldn't have a fucking clue.
From what we witnessed, is it a positive sign for Liquid going into Icebox that they are able to pull off those individual?
Everyone has watched V for
I
Vendetta.
think it's important for Liquid to be able to do this because that's kind of what their strengths are, is that they have a lot of individually skilled players. It's just a matter of, can they get all of this together? Can they show up at the same time, at the same area, and just sync up their timings? Because if they are doing this mismatch of things I mentioned in the pregame, where Yampi is walking up mid 2, but his teammates aren't putting the pressure on A, then
I don't know what
he
the
goes for
fuck
his
Guy
duel and
Fawkes
loses
is.
it, everything falls apart. So that's what Liquid really needs to focus on. It's a
See?
good thing
Not
that these
everyone knows.
individuals are hitting their shots though, because if they're mistime their plays, it bails them out at least.
And
Guy Fawkes was
no
a
team really
based
wants
guy.
To end up in a clutch situation.
I mean, was he?
Of course, that's a nice insurance policy for Liquid, knowing that
Okay,
they
we
can
got shit
have
comp.
those moments when they need to have them. Looking at the composition for this one, Mystic is on the harbour. Thomas Business.
Yeah, it didn't go particularly well last time out. That was one of the major worries for me with their Icebox. I think when they were winning it with Koi, it was a much more bread and butter composition. But also, you look at his performance in the last map, it was pretty good on that Omen. I think he takes a big hit individually when it comes to Harbour.
I bet you wouldn't be able to
Also,
name
I'm
all
looking
F1
over at
drivers
Team
champions.
Liquid here.
No,
They
I
ran
definitely
this
wouldn't.
Harbor comp,
I could probably get back
That's
to
not
like
Chamber on purpose.
Yeah, that's what we're. Wait, yeah. I thought that's
2000s.
what we were addressing
No,
at this
no,
time.
Michael
I
Schumacher.
I was looking at Liquid and
Yeah,
talking about
so
the
they,
Harbour.
they do have the Harbor, and I did they have
But
the
before
Gecko
that,
last time?
I
They're switching
couldn't.
to the Sova now instead of the Gecko, if I'm not mistaken.
Cloud was playing Sova last time, so he wasn't on Gecko. Yeah, Sova, I believe, is being brought in, but also onto Yampi, which
Onto
puts
Yampi,
Killjoy onto
Enzo,
which
is all
again is weird.
Yeah.
But also it's a completely new comp coming out of the side of Giant X as well, who are moving completely away from what was bread and butter other than the Rays. So there's a lot of new stuff coming out for both sides.
Yeah, Giant X bringing a whole new look to the stage, but will it be enough for them to get it done in a clean 2-0? And more importantly, will the stage be turning red yet again as we head back to Pampok?
How dare you, Frankie? How very dare you try and summon that into existence? However,
Come on, Giants,
Michael,
end this.
I'm also slightly curious. What's Chamber doing here?
Yeah, well, what's Chamber doing here? But again,
what are these rolls on Liquid?
Just to hit onto Liquid again. Yampi's got playtime on Killjoy, and Enzo's, you could argue, is sort of a specialist on Sova. So that's the one that kind of sticks out for me. Again, whether or not the rolls in application look a little more comfortable, I'm absolutely there for it. Purpo though, bringing out a Chamber, that's almost an alpha move here to try and make things work. But hey, I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, show us a little something. Map 2 underway.
Okay.
And I don't know what to make of this.
The deep trip.
I just want to sit back and watch, which is a really bad thing to say as a caster, but it is just a little topsy-turvy, isn't it? Liquid on the attack, obviously Giant X then on the defending side.
What the hell is this?
How Purpo looks on this, and well, how Liquid look on some of these new adjusted rolls. Lovely pop flash though. Need to close the gap on a couple of kills. Who took respite behind the wall. Mystic again.
He's done it again. He's done him again, Steve. That's a spike. Why the fuck are you pushing?
Well, this is all a bit weird.
Hey, they're doing a B split. Let me push on my own. We have spike in kitchen.
Maybe just think he's going to catch a timing over on default here, as now Yampi and Nats left to try and recover this, but Purpo.
And Nats doesn't know where the second player is.
Which puts Nats into the 1v2 now. One snake bite left.
Oh, and they're just going all the way around. That seems aware of it.
Yeah, seems aware.
They made great progress, but still a headshot. Oh, this is...
What was that noise?
That was me getting nervous when he went for the ghost. Why are you highlighting that, Michael?
Peter Griffin coming
out. Leave me alone. You're being a bully.
This isn't... Well,
this is winnable.
I'm saying Nats is actually planted.
He goes for the one bullet? Bro, pull out your ghost.
It's going to take Purpo a while to kind of figure this out.
Nats, you are actually obscene if you even check this. There's no way you look, right? You don't look that way. No, you just stay where you are. You're playing for the plant. The young blood against Nats.
Now Purpo's spotted the spike.
He ain't got much time though, does he? Look at it. Look at his HP as well. Oh, Nats, you are so nasty at this one, aren't you? It's almost bullying at this point. Oh, it's just beautiful from Nats.
Why do they think they can stick out in the open?
As he did, but bloody hell.
Like, bro, you have half. You have so much time now.
Conversion comes through here. The Red Bull clutch in the pistol. So Giant X have seemingly great control.
Again, they just get caught out. They didn't see Mystic get there first.
The initial 2 kills from Redgar. Mystic responding to make this doable, to be honest.
But then this is really like...
Hoodie trying to find a timing here over on default, maybe. I mean, you could argue it's an overcommitment, but regardless, credit where credit's due.
Like, especially when the spike is planted and he literally could be anywhere, right? He could have wrapped back behind you. He could be where he was. He could be down here. Right? He could just be out towards yellow. Like, there's no fucking way you're going to get to stick it.
No charges left.
Again, if there was any upgrades to anything here, an Outlaw would have removed it, but it is going to be just classics.
Gets a good KO, right?
Info on the back of that, yeah. The knife confirmed presence here. I think maybe 3.
It should be at least 3 there.
But again, did they go for like a flash?
Behind him probably did. Mystic playing outside of it really nicely done actually. Liquid doing that really well. Holding them at arm's length. This looks like it's been worked on to say the very least.
Looking refined here in terms of this round 2 execution. Well, that carries across to the buy rounds. Yeah, unfortunately Purpo TP available, but again, I don't think he knows anybody's drifted onto this deep angle. So punished here to open the round. Rifles coming in now for Giant X. I said, see if Liquid's control, the composure will carry across here into the buy rounds.
Okay, they got 1 light shield on Redgar.
To explore A site now for the first time. Indicators.
Bit of a passive A.
Confirmation of how many just yet.
When does Redgar leave? Look at his KO now.
Viper definitely well equipped to slow things down here.
Shot by Enzo, now they're in massive trouble. No wall across.
Hoodie fairly committed in this nest position.
Oh, what a dreamy start at 115, Mike. You take that with both hands if you get given one of those. And Giant X now are going to have that horrible decision to make of how much do we commit behind this. They can still rotate. They still got a lot of time to play with. I mean, they're going to put a lot of faith, obviously, into Purpo here.
You suppress the harbor, you probably might think that's where the spike is, to be honest.
One. Yeah, I don't see anyone else noted on this. So just Mystic.
The trip
Not
here.
enough to fully assuade their fears, but still, you are seeing Purpo fall away from that B site, maybe assuming they are still heading this way.
Yeah, I think Liquid cutting sound here to allow time for a rotation to come through, but Giant X stick to their guns here. They have themselves an opportunity to stop Liquid at the front door.
30 seconds left.
Cloud and Redgar still do have the utility to play with, so there is a little bit of something.
Top? Where is it?
It's not there. What the hell was this? Bit of a trade. It's Enzo the one to keep things moving forward for Liquid. Hiko wants in, but so does Mystic. And this is just bizarre. It's all on, well, that's just get that.
Okay, they got there in the end. Enzo hit another good shot with the Marshall.
We're, like I said, sitting deep off this flash out over the top of screens, but did it happen?
I didn't see it.
A second player rotating.
See, and your Viper dying there is such a big deal because, again, they have no flash to get through, so...
This is the opener found,
you know, it's a pretty bad choice by Hoodie there after he's heard a bit of spamming. He should never be the one dying against this comp.
I think maybe it's on the back of Fatinho actually wrapping back round towards heaven.
Because again, like coming onto A against this Viper wall with the comp they've got, like this is what's going to be hard for them, right? Getting past that wall. But obviously when you die, that stuff, what, you get a lot of suppression.
So that's all players noted, it seems like. You can see on the other side that maybe Cloud wanted to try and
do something.
Find something. He's not going to get much for it, though. And this round, again, you're looking at maybe just kind of pulling at those threads, right? You get a little bit of an angle, you try and play it out again. Yampy, not going to be vulnerable to that just yet either. And it's going to be Hoodie if they do continue on this path.
And they come and stack B. I mean, they got the right read again.
The first, and he's actually been able to evade most of the utility coming through, so he does get a fair chance, at least one. Not going to get the follow-up though, but a good shot towards Enzo.
Now Liquid might think, oh, he was pushed up, so they're going to be on A.
Get themselves in an even affair, but obviously no recoverable weapon just yet either. This is a problem for Fatinho. Oh, the flash was divine. He'll be thanking Redgar.
Yeah, now there are no KOs here too. It's a bad night.
They are still going blow for blow here.
Actually, you know, the double fragment and the mosh pit coming through, but Redgar caught here. The flash takes full effect, but no swing from Cloud on 6 HP. Purpo not in a position to punish. Tries to adjust for Nats.
Nats ace.
Top site. 4 on the round for him.
Again, just not playing around the harbor wall.
He's feeling it, and he's found it.
Nats on Icebox, 8-0.
Start to this winning without the pistol, and now here, making sure none of those threats came to effect. Fabulous work finding all those players, and again, that was just with those sheriffs, Mike, but still able to keep these rounds cleanly in their hands.
Here, the utility, you can see Giant X leaning towards some of these deeper set pieces on the back of Redgar's flashes, maybe looking to sync up in a couple of variations with Cloud. That's a deserved one, bro. And the Dizzy.
Okay,
well handled by
let's take a timeout. I mean, why did Liquid have that fucking throw overtime?
Will be a tour de force available for Purpo.
Wasting our time.
What are you making of the chamber so far? Have you seen?
Well, I mean, I haven't had many chances to see it.
No.
Not really expecting too much in terms of, I guess, aggression. Particularly now there's a 4-0 scoreline. No, he does want to be the difference maker. To go forward and maybe try and find an opener, but I said Liquid have very, very composed considering a 16-14 scoreline.
BBL lost me 5k yesterday, still mad.
Seems to have carried across on either side, to be
honest.
Wait,
what, from Heretics?
A big shift now.
I think you got to blame Heretics for that, not BBL.
Kind of absorb site hits, a little bit of anti-plant sprinkled on top as well, but not really seeing the success come through there. A misread with that A-site execution. And here on B, at least, I mean, nice flash over the top for Fatinho to find an opener, but I think once Liquid realised that some of these
I predicted Liquid to win this game.
They can adjust very
Still think they will, to be honest.
And kind of mitigate that risk very easily.
Like, I think that they played better than Giants, just that they have a couple problems.
So many moments. So, again,
well, did they play better on Giants in the I guess for the first half they did. The first half should not have been that
That was
that close.
I'm not sure if I just heard Purpo pop the ult, but
I thought I heard
it comes through in this one, but Say that, Fatinho. Find the first a second as well.
Why do we keep doing this jump peek and hitting our head?
Yet to die until now. Hoodie joins by his side. And now it's Kiko and Yampi. This position's nice, but it's red. Hoodie really heads up work. They're not allowing any of those access points to come through.
Stick to the normal shit.
Quick to the case. A response has been found. Just after the back of that timeout, Giant X answer back.
Purple get an upgrade? I think he comes through with, just the Guardian. And he did pop the ult as well.
Yeah, he did.
He sits at 5k and maybe just wanted to get the operator online for the next.
Yeah, imagine going mid on Icebox.
And the round victory, I guess, ahead of time.
I mean, it's not the worst idea in the world, but...
But again, Fatinho doing really well. Yeah. Good to see the timing on this too, not allowing that any more of his nonsense. So, everyone answering back.
Doesn't spiral out of control early on here.
Okay, they give Red Guard the Guardian and buy...
Considering that ult Hoodie very close by, as was Cloud, so good little read there from Liquid to ensure priority towards that, and they're going to work quickly off the space they've been given themselves. Kiko quick to it. Cloud could be in danger here. They've got 3 players pretty close by to this, and Kiko chomping at the bit. Fatinho might be ahead of the wall though and could potentially pressure. He slips the net. Oh, but he's been caught, and Enzo finds Hoodie. It's just Cloud on the back of the site now. Attack's not going to be enough. They need a little more. The plant's in, and Kiko's control in this. Liquid instantly righting the ship after what was a bit of a...
So if we can just pop back and have a look
just
at the
Viper's little free cam maybe of this one.
This is like, there it is. This is not what I'd planned.
You know, I wonder where that's is.
What they say.
Yeah? What do they say?
Size doesn't matter.
Teleport's ready.
So it means Liquid will find a round.
Right.
Flawless.
What flawless?
And Lucia, obviously.
Obviously.
Is there any other kind?
I don't think there is anymore.
No charges left.
I'm hoping that it does stay flawless. Otherwise, all that discussion. Oh.
Oh, well. Not so flawless.
It was, though. It was for a little while.
Flawless in execution.
In idea.
Yes.
in concept. But yeah, answering instantly back. Again, Giant X's adjustment there worked well because they had Fatinho almost over-deliver in middle, right? There it is.
Chance to see the lineup as well, just in case.
For you at home. There you go. You can play just like that.
Happens to the best of us.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, it's curious to see.
That is so funny,
isn't
isn't it?
Change on the back of
Just a bit
Mystic's
in this.
ultimate getting posted here, basically off the rip. Yeah, no secrets about it on the way in. The snake.
And they just fucking KO ulted whilst everyone was just sitting on site instead of playing retake.
I think
oh god, this game's shit.
Some sort of steady footing to fight ahead of the execution.
God, you could put this, you know the fucking like Keck guy? You know the little speech he does? You could put this game to that.
Oh, drone gonna be sent up. And it does catch Purpo, so I don't know what your plan is now.
I mean, the closer Liquid get, I was gonna say, the less comfortable this TP feels tucked in behind default. So
it's a very small gap to close down on. We did take the TP. Not making any subtlety of new positioning, but again, they have all responded. We do have
okay.
4 players
press
here.
Press 2 on yellow.
Side.
You suppress 2 on yellow? Why are you walking back mid?
Purple able to reset onto a deeper angle.
Your killjoy stuff is still up.
Again, Liquid cut sound. Come down to the last 30 seconds of this.
So if you suppress them here, 2 players here, like, you know, it's a pretty good chance they come to the site.
No play back in, no play back in yet.
And now they play deep.
See the Hunter's Fury gets posted, but a trade.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
2 for 1 actually, Mystic doubling down.
There's no comfort there, right? It was so hard to find comfort, but we are going to see the lockdown coming in as well.
Time.
15 seconds left.
It makes it a little bit more dangerous. The HP, is low on Mystic and Enzo.
Why you picked up the
by still as well.
8 seconds now, and the Marsh going to come through. This is actually getting really dangerous here. Cloud going to find one.
Just live.
Hoodie could be on for this. Yeah, just live. Oh no! Did he fall too fast?
Unfortunately, commit.
Just let them try.
Can't get out of that. Again, with the snake bite and the mosh pit, I don't think maybe they're not banking on finding a util kill, but it's actually on the spike as well. Quick reaction from Liquid to dig a little deeper and convert that. So I think it's what, 2.5 seconds left on the clock by the time they find this kill.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
I said Hoodie just so committed there. It's rough, but that will be a 6th for Liquid. Giant X back down on a broken purchase as well. Ults.
And this game.
Yes, but necessarily want to see the
Go map 3.
the likes of the
Win this Liquid already. Come on.
invested here.
And this. This team's no good.
I guess initially, even just a
How did you even lose a map to this team? You lost partly because your comp is shit.
A little bit. Not apparent so far in the first half of Icebox.
Looking pretty well rounded.
Again, the big test for Enzo,
look so
particularly
done.
being on the defense, if we get a
Man,
decent
I mean,
amount of rounds to
the last 2 rounds, they've used a fucking KO ult and Killjoy lockdown.
So far, the only real committed player towards this is going to be.
And found, I mean, I guess the Killjoy lockdown got them a bit of value in that it almost won on time, I guess. But you know, that like 3 people are already dead by the time we use in our
A little
ults.
bit of pressure himself, but it's actually Purple to find Yampi.
Like, what
Trying
do
to
we
fall away.
do?
That was at the back of Belt. So that's going to be something.
Have we
to keep
played the
in
map
mind.
since?
Yampi, with the adjustment of that window there now.
What? Cloud? Hello?
He doesn't need to necessarily even get the kill. He's teed him up here. Done so much for them. Hoodie trying to patrol himself, and Purple just feels a little late to this. Nat's already slipping away. Kiko, yeah, that's probably not the player you wanted to go down, but they still at least find Kiko on the trade, but Mystic is there, brilliant from him. The man with probably the most viable weaponry here, but look at these positions, really disconnected from each other. That would have needed a real belting shot. They do some damage, but again, if you look to that round from start to end, Nat's in the position, the lockdown there, he was set up to do so much damage to Giant X.
Again, they have a lockdown. You have one thing to look at.
Investment here for the pit to come through as well. So just banking on.
That's literally one angle they're gonna be.
Maybe it being, you know, a split towards
Have
A.
they
Or
played
not
this
as many
map?
people scaling up onto site just yet. Certainly on the defense, you never really want to see the pit.
Feels like a
invested
team
in
is
lesser
going to be running
purchase
double
like
slice
that.
against you. You need to
Unless
pivot
it
off
is,
your
you know,
chain, picking up prioritize the
SG or a judge or something to try and make it work.
You would think.
Now.
I don't think we're into like.
Next to try and
I don't think
recover
we've
as
reached
Kiko.
the level of.
No secrets about this on the way in.
You know, this counters this just yet. That's quite nice. It's a quite nice idea by Liquid.
He's past the turret as well,
Yeah.
which has got to be a consideration.
And the timing on this is
These
horrific.
guys make
They're gonna
noise
so
but just
long.
don't do anything.
Well, then he's dead. And Kiko's getting, much
What a
much
nice
closer. The
idea.
split is gorgeous, actually. Working really well off the ult from Mystic, too. Yeah, Kiko's cleared it. That's the site's theirs. Beautiful
Is the
combination.
cold going?
right
It's
there,
still
Mike.
there.
Oh, will come through. No chance for Giant X to try and deny this now. 3v5, one being an operator in the retake here. Will require massive overcommitment from Liquid to some of these opening engagements to throw this one away.
I mean, it helps that Giants are bunning the turret, but you know, here pretty much every single round, so it's easy to play against. But you know, it was good by Liquid.
Stick around just to make sure that nothing goes astray. Kiko's just roaming.
But yeah, I don't think we're at the. You know, in League, how they talk. I mean, I don't watch League, but even I know that they fucking go, "Oh well, if you're playing this as a jungler, then this is the fucking counter," or top lane this beats this and all that. Oh, they're picking this, they're likely to pick this, so we'll pick this fucking pick.
A little underwhelming from Giant X.
We're not there
here,
in
Mike.
Valve.
This doesn't look like it's part of their map pool yet. It doesn't look. I don't know. I'm not loving the chamber. Haven't seen anything enough to kind of sway me towards it. It's just been a bit flat.
I mean, again, the chamber comes out. It's not necessarily. We're not really looking for any major differences in map.
The best
quality per
Icebox
se,
comp
but,
is
just not seeing
Viper,
value from it. It's the same as
Killjoy.
when you look at somebody playing a Reyna or a Phoenix or something like that. It's very kill dependent now to really warrant. Or unless you're finding value from the operator. Unfortunately, here. You're not, because Liquid are getting themselves into post-plant situations where that operator then is going to struggle to find value once again. So unless Purpo's finding first bloods or really slowing down these site hits, it's really hard to justify.
I love it. It says Omen Sova KO.
Many examples in the second half either. This is the sort of scoreline we're looking at.
Yeah, a bit of a blowout so far. Now, I maybe Giant X off this timeout can turn the screws a bit, but 1 round to 8. Gonna be honest, it's not looking very competitive here.
I'm gonna say.
Which, you know,
I'm gonna say Sova.
Which does seem very
KO.
likely
Gecko.
at this point.
Fuck it.
Unless obviously something changes quite drastically after this time.
Initiators rise up.
It's you know, such a stark contrast to map 1.
Sure, and I mean, you could argue that obviously it's their pick. They had the majority of the preparation lent towards Giant X's attacking side, but like I said, with this sort of deficit, you're not setting yourself up to really excel or even succeed at this point. Just don't have a big enough amount of rounds to play with. I mean, again, even here,
What's wrong with that?
lose the pistol.
There's literally nothing wrong with that.
You basically have one buy round to get yourself back into the game.
Not impossible, just improbable. Nat's going to have to give away a little at the start here. Now, it looks like they're going to, once again, prioritize middle. Giant X going to put 3 players to this. And it actually got them that one round when Fatinho kind of over-delivered in middle, but that was also when we saw Team Liquid leaning that way. Here, very different affair. So 4 players playing as a pack here for Team Liquid, pressuring towards this A site with a passive
G2
hold
comp
from
clears?
Fatinho. He's not going to challenge this himself.
You're seeing the
3-play
impact
stack,
that Chamber is
so again,
having right
taking a
now.
lot of space.
Kiko's going to be rewarded here for his aggression. Oh, audacious. Fatinho there to greet him.
I'm kind of curious where Nats is off to.
Audacious is one word.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can run the clock
Some
down.
other
He's,
words
picking
come
up
to
the
mind.
pace now.
It's a little
Other
scary.
A words.
Now
Atrocious.
they're going to speed
Awful.
up a little bit here, take back the kind of early steps towards side control, because they know that at least one of the
That
players is
doesn't begin
removed from
with
the
A.
equation, right? He needs to get into this fight pretty fast. Team Liquid are playing time as best they can. Yampi going to hold the cross, but they can't hold
Shit.
this comfortably. Now running out of that utility on the spike itself, Nats makes it to sight. It's perfectly timed, if anything. And now he's going to see 2, 3, all play. Wait, he didn't see the person on the spike, but it's fine. He goes back for a bit more. How dare I
Oh,
down
Nats.
in a
You know,
low.
I've seen
The
Nats
timing was
destroy people on
actually
Icebox
perfect.
before.
Keeping the players alive, burning the
Imagine
utility
having
very
fucking
well.
Nats.
They were able to
And
weather
you
the
don't
storm.
put him on Viper on Lotus.
So this utility
Couldn't be
really
me.
setting things in motion for Nats.
Right here.
Unfortunately, Giant X.
You know,
not able
hey,
to
we got this
capitalise,
fucking
and
sick.
obviously
Hey, we got this
the
sick
Kane
Viper
taking
player. Do you want to
effect
put him on
here.
Viper
2-minute
every
gap to
match?
close.
No.
Then
No.
there's no chance for Cloud to retrieve that as well. They get a second
Put fucking Yampy on Killjoy.
shot at capitalising.
Yampy, you're a Killjoy
Now,
player now.
unfortunately, Liquid hit 9.
Learn Killjoy.
For Giant X, like I said, if there was anything in the back pocket for the second half here, you just don't have.
You don't get the luxury, do you?
Yeah, you
Isn't
don't
that
have
good
enough
on
of a safety
Cypher?
net to
Yeah,
really
but you might have heard that Viper's OP.
show what I guess. Well, I have to assume the hard work has been
So just put him on
to
Viper.
rectify.
And that's the part, you know, you'd love to see a competitive game between these two, because you could see it on map 1. Yeah, it was a little bit rough at times, and it certainly wasn't the the cleanest Valorant, but it's good to see a nice close game. But
Okay, they
here,
finally have some
so
space
far,
for a chamber
very
player.
one-sided, and as you
Hold
rightly
on.
highlighted, Giant X probably not going to have much of a chance on that side swap to show off maybe what they've
Again,
been
it
up to.
feels
But
like they've
now
had stack
we
sites.
focus.
It feels like they've
And
been in
already
a
Purple's
decent
taken a lot of
position,
space
Giants,
towards
for
A, so
quite
it's
a few of
allowed
these
for
rounds,
this.
but
Cheating the
they
additional
still end up
audio
losing
towards
them all.
B.
Scanning ahead.
They start. Liquid begin the assault towards B
So they
side, but
clear
there's a lot of
yellow.
volleys on the other side.
Ball comes
Red
in.
Dark going for the safety of that knife, but it is going to be a reward. But the trade
win some
so
fights.
far favourable
Fatinho,
for
nice
Giant X.
shot.
Fatinho is here. He's the one who got the last round. He might be the one to get this one again. Yeah, excellent from Fatinho. Finally falls, but he's got them another round here. Right positioning, the adjustment with Purpo, it worked.
I mean, Redgar out in no man's land, but still digs his heels in, finds the first, and I think actually Giant X
Opinion on
collapsed
Liverpool getting
very
knocked out of the
well
Europa League. I
to prevent
didn't
Liquid
give a shit.
getting themselves into a post-plant this time.
They were already
around.
3-0 down. What did you expect?
Beautiful shots from
Tip for
Fatinho.
Liverpool, if you want to win,
Set this one in
don't
motion.
lose the first leg
You can hear
3-0.
Mystic Core with the stun as well. So second on the board, but again, you're pinning your hopes on the curse here.
Have you seen what they're buying
There's a double op
on?
on Liquid side.
Yep.
Last round on
Bladestorm
attack. Why the
available
fuck?
here
Come
for
on.
Kiko. So Enzo just looking
Come
to bolster
on.
some of the finances a little bit.
They've got another gun behind. It's not
Other side,
fucking real.
No command and a lockdown.
None of it's
Giant
real.
X.
None of it's real.
I'm sure Kiko noted the reposition here, but he notes the peak. A beautiful adjustment.
That's so good. Oh, that's actually filthy. Oof. That's a little bit of a punch to the gut
Wow.
for Giant X. Maybe looking to
Wow,
capitalize,
wow,
build up
wee,
into that,
wow.
get 3, you know, start with a little something, but now down to 4 players.
To be fair, Elevated did say that
Kiko
Kiko was
as well,
shit.
but
Hoodie's going to have his hands full here.
Just
Does have
like
2
Sideshow
sneak
with
fights.
Aspas.
See an opportunity to do a little bit of damage, but he's fairly committed here. If he does get
To be
clear,
fair, that is
oh,
pretty
takes
shit.
out the Bladestorm here.
That's huge. Lockdown is there. So again, he still stands his ground.
One by one. One by one.
Mystic is lucky to be breathing. He might even get to 10. No, he's fine. He gets out in time. Back to the wall, though. 2v3. Enzo with the operator. And 18 seconds. Giant X have bodies to put at this. Enzo's got to keep him safe for this if they want that plant. Yeah, not going to get it. Giant X on the swing. And we're going to have 3. They've done the bare minimum to maybe weather at least a pistol
I
round.
said he's not a tier 1 duelist because his decision making is awful. Whoa.
It's basically the one buy round.
Harsh from Mr. Speaks.
Looking to punch.
And how's your decision making elevated? If I looked at every one of your decisions in life, I'm sure I could find some mistakes too.
Kind of rush down here on yellow, but again,
ever thought about that?
Not there for Liquid, and maybe relying on the Blade Storm to open the site comfortably, but yeah, fighting chance at least here for Giant X.
But it's got to start with a pistol. I mean,
You're trying to VOD review my 20s.
Right? Because as you said, even before we got to this juncture, if you don't get more than this,
I'm sure that VOD would be very interesting.
That's all she wrote. You can't want a little bit of buffer here, but Kiko, they're pushing everywhere. There's 3 in middle. There's 2
What the fuck is this?
Brawl, and Purpo's up for the challenge. He's up for the fight. That's on the
Might
other
work,
side. It's a
though.
back and forth affair so far.
No.
We're just playing deathmatch, but it's Just Nats alive. But should I ever say it's Just Nats? This man is dead this time.
Well, that was a weird round, wasn't it?
Gonna get things started.
So they
Giant
wall
X
this off.
with a chance.
They try and pinch on them in spawn. Some of you might know that Icebox is pretty hard to run real aggressive plays into their spawn. Because, like, you can stand on all this shit back here and be fucking anywhere. See this? How he's on top of that box there?
He's actually having a game, to be fair. If you looked at it on the first map as well, and this one. Again, he is having a good game, and it was one of the main reasons they were able to get rounds, even in the first half. So, good to see him hitting a bit of a peak here.
Is El Pulpo...
It's going to be enough to carry him forward, but we'll find out.
Is that Octopus?
They now get the opportunity to set a little bit of space between them and Liquid. And, well, them and losing the map, should I say.
See, no investment comes through from
I like it
Liquid
when
here.
he treats me,
Just the classics.
you know, like we're stupid.
Next year trying to protect the economy.
Like,
with a couple of ghosts to round
Octopus.
things out. They might find themselves
We got it.
a free plant here. Able to stack down the utility on top. Liquid a gamble stack, but found nothing on that side of the map.
Fucking hell. Can't we speed this up?
Giant X even, I mean,
To be fair,
Playful's
this
looking
knife, I
back
kind of
for
like
mid
it. What
here.
do we think on Mystic's knife?
A lot of time passing. Yeah, I don't think Liquid are even going to
The massive
attempt the
fucking...
retake here. Don't want to give away any progress towards these ultimates. Only one noted from the knife here as well, so maybe not too indicative
I like it.
of what's about to happen, but there could be an opportunity for Cloud to farm here.
Let's see. It's Cloud to go walkabouts. Hello, entirety of Liquid. Oh. See if they go down to the spike. Oh, they're going to scramble. They're fine. They went down to the spike in the end and actually denied Giant X from any
Disgusting.
opportunity to farm.
I think it looks cool. I like knives that are just different. I like any knife that's
Opportunity
like
for Cloud to find
weird.
all he wanted and more outside heaven here. But Giant X, like I said, this is the tick in the box we're looking for. Obviously, I would say a massive switch up in terms of composition. But certainly this is where you're hoping the strat book gets displayed a little bit here. We get maybe a taste of some of that preparation going into this pick.
Okay.
There's my buddy.
Looking at the
Anyone a
start.
Giants believer? I mean, if they win
Being
this
on
one, it's
control.
on.
Here.
Try and get a little bit of a glimpse ahead of that coming through. No commitment beyond this. That little bit of contact at the start. Giant X being very patient here.
Okay. We
Yeah, no
dropped
resistance
wall?
away
That
here.
did not seem like we were ready for
Get
that.
themselves safe passage towards yellow, but again, the timing maybe of the wall going to slow things down a little bit now.
Wall up? Hello?
Challenge back through.
What the fuck?
Just yet.
Who's any
Hesitant
fuel
on the top
management?
as well. The audio queue will draw a couple of members of Liquid out, but no kill just yet.
There you go. Drawing
Is that
blood.
what we were waiting for?
Takes down Yampi.
Get the
plant's
spike
in,
down.
So you take that as well. happy to add that on top. And Liquid are closing the gap here. Yeah, shown now. Nice work from Purpo. Kind of utilizing his utility.
Wall's gonna drop though. They haven't been on it yet.
So close by, but still, the diffuser's gonna get towards halfway. It looks like, and maybe even a little further. He's around the corner. They can't deny it. Liquid snatch away the round, and Mystic, an absolute thief there.
And maybe in the chaos that the lineup for the wingman plant location here not considered, but a fully safe defuse. As you rightfully said, Liquid steal this one from under Giant X's nose. Again, maybe even masked here by the orb going up, but again, once these front yellow players fall, somebody has to come forward a little deeper.
I mean, but tell me who won the last round, and then I'm looking at hopefully the buy. It's not great. Severely not great.
It's the only Mystic the one to survive in the previous, but they could have got a couple of rounds to play with. I mean, if they can do some further damage here, Nats surely gets checked, right?
And they saved after as well.
Not checked.
That's tough.
It gets weird now. It gets weird now. Well, at least Purpo's off the top of the crate here.
Oh, it feels weird.
And the reason I say it gets weird is because now so much time has passed that
I went and got a chocolate biscuit to calm myself down.
If they progress further. Luckily.
There's something weird there.
Yeah.
There's something wrong.
Wait, why
on
does
that side
Enzo not have money but everyone else does?
I don't know if Kiko just spotted them then. He might. Oh, okay. You're not going to find any more. Okay. Okay, 2v3. Oh, spotted. Kiko, forced off. Mystic is still alive with that rifle.
Enzo bought, everyone else saved. So, here's the thing about this situation in particular that is not true of almost every situation when you save after you win, right?
The chances of depleting bullet by
Normally,
Kiko
one of the
has
big
hit
problems with
worldly
saving
shot
after you
Purpo.
win is that you give them a chance, a good chance, right, of building up their eco big time. Because you're going to be on an awful save. Like, we had classics here, right? So that's normally a problem. The thing is, this is a very weird situation where 4 of them were still actually alive, right, and all picked up guns. So their econ is actually already crazy good. You know, this is a pretty rare scenario that you don't normally see. So here it is more justified than most times to go for a save after you win.
Touching distance.
Because that factor is kind of somewhat already gone. Now, normally that's never the case.
Kiko actually going to go straight onto the operator. You see adjustment. The observer's like, wait, hang on.
What's this?
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily amount to anything. But that's other than a kill in the flank, I guess. But curious now, Kiko, can he find value from the operator?
Now, Enzo buying and no one else buying.
Yellow's not necessarily
What knows what he's doing?
Pushing forward here.
I don't know how Elevated can call Kiko bad when he uses the spline off. There's just no way. There's just no way that can be bad.
Aldro and the next piece of utility to be drawn out. Gonna spot a little and not a lot, but not enough to really cause much of a reaction. Purpo making slow progress here. There is still 2 players, nearly 3 you could argue with how close Enzo is towards this, and they even bringing over Mystic. Putting a lot of faith in Kiko. Again, he's got that operator, they can do that, so they are going to leverage that. That's why they're committing so heavily towards this, but Giant X have, I don't want to say side control because they don't, because it's a pre-take. They're already getting back into this. Nats wants in now.
See Liquid win, it's fine.
Old teammates now and leave that spike.
Spikes down, we again send wing. They don't really know, I mean, Giants don't know what anything that they're doing, to be honest. But, you know, generally using the wingman when we have none of the sight.
Between Nats and Enzo. Yeah, it's going
Not
to
a
be
great
very
idea.
tricky for everything to be unspotted, right? It's given away. God, that looked so close. Plant still not to be toyed with. There's still players to clear, and Nat's still holding on. I told you there's no access around this point. Hoodie and Purpo needed miracles, and with only 13 seconds, there ain't much time to be praying for them. As it's just down to Hoodie and a 1v4 Liquid. push up to 11.
On the round to chip away at the finances of Giant X, but already with a bit of a
What the
cushion
fuck is
built
Pedro?
up. But approaching map point now for Liquid. And beautiful adjustment here, like I said, when you have 4 players in a situation
What the
like
fuck
this,
is that?
and I guess no information or confirmation on the other side of the map, you have to commit towards this sort of play, denying the plant from coming down, removing some of that comfort factor that you do get from Wingman.
What the why is that called Pedro?
Next, again, Ultimate's on the brink here. Lockdown and
I know it's an animal.
2 away. Now does have his already.
Yeah, I got it. It's a raccoon.
Ideally,
His name is Pedro.
1, 2, 3.
Big Hippo!
That
Thanks for the 3 months.
Concerning for a couple
I almost was like, oh, I can't quite see how many months it is. And then I realized Bren just told me. Man, my head fucking wrecks. I honestly might not be able to watch the second game. I don't feel very well at all.
Maybe trying to test that mid lurk again. It will be Hoodie waiting to see if anyone dares come through.
I'll see how I feel after map 3, but
no one's really checking this way. I mean, Kiko
I
might
don't
be
feel
tempted,
well.
but you're not going to see him probably slow push with an operator. So,
And
this
it's
time
toy
you should at least
fanatic,
give
I
them
mean.
safety on the site.
Gives
Give
a
them a
shit.
little bit more control for at least a
Who gives a
part,
shit about
but
this
there is a
game?
window of chance where that could close. Yampy, Mystic, everyone nearby. And obviously the two almost kind of countering each other. Careful now. Yeah, denied on the plant. So now they have to put bodies to this. Now is the pre-take time, and the patience pays. Kiko rewarded by finding Hoodie. Towards the site, though, again, that spike going down is just not happening. Liquid denying. Yes, a trade back and forth, but Nats has crept forward. He's still here to clear, and Purpo's been spotted. This is all getting difficult now. Team Liquid redrawing the lines of battle. The flash, the timing was outrageously good. Nats tries to just stand still and hope he wasn't spotted. But it's Redgar in a 1v1. Oh, he's got him. Redgar pulling it off and putting Giant X up to 7.
Beautifully
how have they lost that?
A 4K from Redgar. I don't see
How have they lost that?
But a crucial one nonetheless. Keep Giant X in this half. In this map as well. They talked about this ult cycle looking pretty healthy for Giant X. That round victory.
Yampy looking like me.
Support that as well. One off the lockdown.
Literally, that looked like me
Forced to off the
yesterday.
pit. And the null command will be here at the disposal of Giant X.
Here.
See a back and forth exchange here. I mean, that diffuse on B side from Mystic really kind of altering the outcome in the next couple of rounds. Nats, though, back
Not
in
again.
this spot.
Not again. Not again. Oh, this time. Yeah, they look at the difference. Wait,
Wow.
what? Yampy, no, they got ghosts. They've got ghosts up against full by Fatino looks dead as well. You give them an inch and they've taken a mile. Liquid. 2 of these rounds are nuts that they've got in this half. The defuse against, was it 3 or 4 that Mystic pulled off right under their noses? And then that.
It comes in
A
around
flawless ego.
As Giant X have so many tools to try and convert this, to secure this round.
Oh, I'd be fuming.
Nats not happy to sit back and let this one pass him by. This time around, Liquid crunch into B main. Yeah, I don't know either one. A weird fist bump with Bacon nonetheless.
End this.
Bacon was having none of it, wasn't he?
Another fake comeback? What do we think?
At this point, we have ults. 12 to 7 though.
I mean, they've got
3 ults.
they got a sheriff on Hoodie.
But Liquid have been up to weird things. They've been winning rounds that just feel a little strange.
The double stack yellow.
So now what do you do, right? You've got Kiko on the other side with his ult. You've got Nats as well. They're going to pop the ult that was spoken about, and now there's a double swing potential.
Missed the
Do
flash.
they predict this? Totally different look here. Right
Missed
on
the
knife's edge,
flash.
Mystic. He's fallen. It's all on Kiko. The one-man band. Oh, he delivers 2 fantastic kills. But Giant X still standing, still breathing. Trying to operate with less.
Okay, again, the wingman's down. Again, that would have been a bad plan.
They're just not getting what they want from that. Oh, Nats has an angle. Cloud. That boy is rather fortunate here.
What the fuck am I watching?
They are really chomping at the bit, Mike.
I don't know what was going on behind yellow there. I don't know if that was an upgrade or what, but Yampy's found another.
Oh,
and he will
Hoodie.
respond. Yeah, he definitely was looking for a weapon swap out here, but a 2v2 now for Giant X to once again
They have Viper's Pit.
try and keep hope alive here on Icebox.
30
On the
seconds
other
left.
side, it's Enzo by Snowman. And you've already got Yampy wondering if they're going to try and hit that A site, right? That's what they're considering. So obviously all the... Oh, come on, Enzo! Come on! No breaks allowed. As Hoodie has to isolate a kill here, and he has no idea, no clue where Yampy was, and Enzo, the known factor, still besting him.
Oh, dearie me. Dearie, dearie, dearie me. Dearie me, dearie me. Dearie me. Fucking hell. Parts of a golf course? Who gives a shit? How does anyone know anything about that? Germany's Axis allies in World War II. Germany's first ally invaded and conquered Ethiopia and Albania. It's got to be Italy. This ally, one of Germany's in World War I, was promised land in Yugoslavia and Greece if it joined up. Got to be Bulgaria. Led by Miklos Horthy, this nation invaded Yugoslavia to gain territory and help the invasion of the USSR. Switched sides when the Red Army invaded. Hungary. Germany's most powerful ally, Japan. Led by Antonescu. This nation joined after being surrounded by enemies. They switched sides after troops formed disastrously on the Eastern Front. Whilst not officially part of the Axis, it does feel like you've kind of tarnished Finland here. This nation allied itself with Germany in an effort to hold off an invasion by the USSR. Easy. Time Catchable Challenge. Can you name each decade while you journey through the wondrous Time Catchable Challenge from the 20th century? Phantom of the Opera. Well, this has got to be Babe Ruth, 20s? Nirvana, Friends, 90s? Houdini. The Titanic, the 10s? The first car, is that the aughts? I don't even know what you call that. The Godfather. Nixon, 70s? Vietnam. Mr. Potato Head. Elvis. Now, is this 50s or 60s? I feel like, is that... Elvis started in the 50s, right? This will be the 80s, right? When did Charles and Diana? Was that the 70s or 80s? It's got to be 80s. Gone with the Wind is the 40s, I think? Or is it the 30s? The 40s will be about World War II, so this has to be the 30s, I guess. Let's go. The Beatles, the 60s, the Moon, and then... How the fuck is M&M's chocolate the fucking biggest thing of whatever decade this is? I mean, it's the 40s because of the picture here, but what the... Who cares about fucking M&M's? The 40s is known for one thing. No one else knows the 40s for any other thing. I'm still convinced that 1946 to 1949 might not have happened. Because you never hear about it. What? Name me anything that happened in those years. Post-match interview. India did get independence, I'll give you that. The NFL 400 Touchdown Club. Brady. Rodgers. Manning. Montana? No. Elway? No. Breeze. Marino. Who else is good? Matt Ryan? No. He's not that good. Rivers? Old man Rivers? Who else is like Roethlisberger? Roethlisberger. What do you spell his name? Anyone know how to spell his name? Fucking who's the others? Favre? It'll be Roethlisberger. I just don't know how to say his name. Roethlisberger. Well, I did get them all, but wait, what was that? World landmarks? Don't care. Most populous bordering country? Kyrgyzstan. That would be China. Bangladesh. That'd be India. Mexico. The US of A. Guyana. Brazil. Benin. Nigeria. Latvia. Russia. Guatemala. Also Mexico. Djibouti. Ethiopia. Angola. DRC. Armenia. Is Turkey more than Iran? It's Iran. Fuck. What's Turkey's population? Belgium. Germany. Spain. France. Slovenia. Italy. Botswana. South Africa. Malawi. Mozambique? Fuck, it's Tanzania. Why, you know that's Tanzania. Come on. Thailand. What's Colombia, Chile, Argentina, Tunisia, Algeria, Egypt, Israel, Sudan. That's a tough one. Ukraine or Romania? Ukraine. Oman, Saudi, Indo, Malaysia, Nigeria, Cameroon, Liberia, Ivory Coast, Albania, Greece, Liechtenstein, Austria, Costa Rica, Panama, fuck, Sweden, Norway, Finland has more people than Norway. Wow, I'm actually surprised by that. That one I did not know. Did I play global today? Did I? I don't think so. I didn't know that Finland had a higher population than Norway. That seems kind of backwards, but whatever. It took you 20 tries. I mean, that should mean that it's in the fucking middle of nowhere, really. Is it the Maldives? Just based off what you said, I'm going to go Maldives. No. 1-1-20. Could be Europe, I guess. Let's go Croatia. Croatia, 80 miles away. So, it's not Bosnia or Serbia. It's not Slovenia. It could be Austria. It could be San Marino. It's going to be San Marino, isn't it? No. It's not Austria. Is it? Montenegro. North Macedonia? God, this one is hard. Is it Kosovo? Kosovo! So it is.
Cypher coming in, because one of the things the Yoru is going to break down,
What the fuck is
have
this?
that coming, is Kiko should be able to bypass a lot of what Hoodie's going to have on offer. So I want to see what Hoodie has planned to almost deny that Yoru for having the success, because that's the one thing like this Yoru does. I feel like it's quite good at disrupting the default comps.
It's Kosovo even a country.
I think it's going to be really easy to deal with the Cypher trips.
Partially recognized, I think.
True.
And the thing about
Which I
this
guess
is
kind of
we knew
means
what
depends who
Liquid
you
was
ask.
bringing.
Yep.
So it's interesting that Giants X, having built themselves back up, have still gone with this composition, but obviously this is an intent for the future, not just for Team Liquid. We are ready though to find out who is going to take this.
Are they cooking or
series.
not?
So we're going to head back
Look,
to
playing
Paradise
Viper on every
and
map
the
is
High
correct,
Rock
so
as we head
I don't understand how you're playing Viper on Ascent but not Lotus. I mean, that
You're
makes
absolutely
no
right.
sense.
We are
But
now in the third and final map. Even Stevie's getting excited down there. Getting ready. We're getting ready. Mike, third map. Where do you stand on this?
I mean, coming in here, not much to take away from the compositions. Obviously,
how long does a map take on average?
kind of polarizing results
If
here
it's
with the Yoru
close,
comp,
then probably like an hour.
I think there's a lot of
If it's not
positives
close, then
that
anywhere
can
from
employ.
like
Yes, there's an argument you can make
40
that
to
Giants have the right approach here with kind of the vanilla and maybe
yeah, like
some more
40 to an
comfort
hour
with the
normally.
jet, but,
If it's like deep OT, then an
I
hour
think
plus.
Giant X probably going to have their hands full in terms of dealing with this. Once they've done their homework.
Just wall straight across.
Exactly, unless Kiko's got any other set pieces to cook up here. Redgar in a weird spot here. Yampi found two though. Somehow, a weird exchange in mid. Two in either favor. Plant will still come
We
through
find
though
2
for
kills
Liquid.
here, but Redgar.
Yeah, should have the sight, and the tempo can now slow down a little.
Planted.
Have to close
That's
the
2
gap, clear
back. What have we
through.
got?
Yeah,
We
they've
still
got
got
some
armor
utility
flash.
to do
And a
so,
shot
but it'll
though.
take a second or two to get there.
Didn't even notice Cloud actually getting tagged up as well, so could argue a slight advantage here for Liquid, but everybody huddled into sight, Lauren.
Yeah, a little paranoid about a lurk there, but no one is. Everyone on the site can still see him closing the doors. Still a little worried that someone is behind them. Little do they know it's all three on the site. And Cloud taking steps through. The paranoia is going to catch it. Only he's one able to take the fight. And that's going to be
Flash
Hoodie.
is good.
A 1v2 needed. Kiko, yeah, a little low, but he's still breathing. He's still standing. They're still holding. Oh, the site. But time, you can hear it. It's ticking. They don't have much time on this one, and Hoodie knows that his days are numbered. And yeah, Enzo just toying with him, teasing it with him. That's cruelty at its finest.
He was looking to fire the shock dart straight at him. Liquid on the board though. Yeah, really strange.
Okay, big win for Liquid.
Yeah, because Purpose is not expected to stall with where Redgar is positioned over towards Sub Rosa. But 2 for 2. I mean, a chance here maybe for Giant X to pick up the pace on the flank, but yeah, Yampi lining up the shot dart for Enzo.
Ready for the role
hoping
play.
for it. Jump them. Good start, and again, I think the paranoia you see in the retake there is if Kiko's managed to get himself into a tricky spot with a TP, so the Giant X got their head on a swivel.
Bro, use your ult for
They get
this.
to take the first step, and now we
How'd
see
you
if there's
use the
anything
smoke?
Giant X want to do back, right? Like, are
It's
they up
free.
to anything in this round in particular? Frenzy, Sheriffs, and Classics, and not much else.
No progress made by Giant X, but a deeper hold towards B main.
So it's a TP out if he needs.
Purpo looking
They're gonna
to
what? Create pressure here, make it look like a
Sheriff in
B
that
hit,
situation.
and then come back A.
Undecided just yet.
Deploying drone.
Drone will
They love a fucking drone fake. Fuck me. Just know if Liquid come towards you, they're running a drone fake.
For once, they've actually fallen for the owl drone fake.
Yeah.
Didn't really work on the first map, but now seems to have found a little bit more validity as they do take towards the site. The pressure comes in from Cat, and Redgar has to evacuate. He
It's
had
a
the
mistake.
frenzy, and
He realized.
very lucky there. 3 of them towards CT, 2 through middle,
Planted.
and the information free flowing. Nats though, almost pre-fired it felt like by Purpo there.
Yeah, because they put the
Enzo
wall
now
up.
to try and deal with the wave coming, the flood back on
Getting
through. Handles 2 of them, expecting that push and pull through on towards Triop, towards Cap. And he's doing well enough. Getting a little close, but they should be able to break that final hurdle. As Hoodie, yeah, gonna go down. So no harm, no foul. It was really Yampy. He was that one player you never wanted to lose. He was that backbone there, but well explored by Liquid.
A beautiful shot from Purpo. Nat's looking to swing on, obviously on the back of his spy camp being removed here. GIAX nearly finding a way back into this, but unfortunately with limited investment on the side of Liquid, it's not necessarily upgrades for them to find on the back of these picks. Like you noted, Yampy, as long as he's safe, tucked away somewhere with the rifle, nothing really gets out of hand. Clean start here on the decider for Liquid.
I mean, out of all the bonuses we've seen though, this isn't probably the most threatening. We've seen a couple with those Guardians coming out, so I'll be interested to see if maybe this is the one where we do see GIAX get, you know, that 2-1 start.
They get aggressive in mid again ahead of the Viper Wall.
Again, I mean, the tempo on this is quite bizarre because
he's got all the way into Sub-Rosa, yeah.
But are they going to be considering this? This was used early, right? This, I feel like Liquid are going to consider it at some point. Now, we have to wait and see when. On the other side, and it's so dangerous to do this when I'm sure the Liquid would love a upgrade or two, but they don't consider it. Oh my god. Oh, it could have been more. Yeah. It could have been more, and that is another rifle.
That's a gun.
Could argue it should have been.
Absolutely. Now, the issue is that it is on Mystic, and he can't quite ferry it any closer just yet. But again, that's still fine. You'll still take that. That's still huge. Purpo's position, he didn't relent. He's still held on the backside of that.
What's he doing?
Yampy goes down, and what? What is going on here? Did they just forget Purpo existed? There's now Enzo and Nats, both with rifles, up against 3 in middle, and we've just got to fight.
Fucking clueless.
Everyone's swinging, they're all taking opening fights.
Audio issue, tech pause.
Break that down for me. I'm kind of curious what they were going
Tech pause, we've got an audio issue. Liquid can't hear anything.
They don't have that safety net of the Viper Wall cutting sight lines in mid. Again, even there, descended into chaos.
Is this the worst round of the week?
Said Redguard. Even here, yeah, Yampy's way ahead of it, so there's a big window.
There's a gap there,
here.
Yeah, that's the bit that catches me, the timing.
Maybe just not anticipating a swing onto Purpo's angle. Sorry, Purpo to swing onto that angle.
Yeah.
And for him to tuck himself in, but I mean, in that situation.
Wait for Koi first.
Keep swinging that. Yeah, a little bizarre, but.
Not quite how I imagined GIAX getting that round, but a round nonetheless for them.
Time to jump.
Again, keeping eyes on this, it looks like a high priority for GIAX to get Purpo posted up, right? That is something they want to kind of build back to. They're leaving Nats on that side of the map with the TP. Actually, Yampy kind of drifting this way, so wondering if that's the eventual goal. But that spike is up cat as it stands.
Sorry, yeah, will be cancelled off on the knife. Tinho slow things down as well, dealing with the clone. Fast rotation across Purpo is probably hurt.
It's huge.
Yes! It's only one though.
1 for 1.
Dash pop,
They're in good position.
No, but it's still going to be a split, right? They're still utilizing middle rather than cat. Obviously, that wherever the Aldrone is, they're not on that side of the map. Just call it that for now. As it stands, though, 2 players already answered the call. Hoodie being one of them. The Paranoid didn't isolate him, but actually it's Kiko to take him away. Sight is now available, and so should be the farm. But the issue is it's still on Enzo, and he's tucked in the corner. Take it away, and GIAX claw back into the game.
So, I mean, the door being shut slowed them down.
No chance to even convert that through. I think that's what we're seeing there, the information being relayed. Maybe something has gone awry.
And when Mystic dies, I mean, Mystic can't be swinging there first, really. If we're being, you know, critical of some small things, why is Mystic the first one swinging? Because that's the thing, they had no smoke here. So then the spike just gets trapped here, and they're trapped between this and this.
A little bizarre, but speaking of bizarre,
Fast B exit.
Ult for Kiko. Try and make things work pretty quickly, I imagine.
Yes. What's he doing? Paranoia. Bucky. You can see the Cloud was ready with a shotty, but I mean, the man was blind. There's not much you can do.
Paranoia, yeah.
Yeah, that was really well done.
As well. And
they get the side control, but can they get that spike across? Hoodie wants to deny that if he can. Try and catch some chip damage on them on the way through.
Okay, they got the spike through.
Really anxious at this. Wants to get into it. Oh dear, Fitty. Beautiful, but that rifle is recoverable because it can drop to the next man now. Spike is in, so time's on their side. Lots of util to work. It's still for GIAX, and that's maybe one of the key pieces on the other side though. Enzo trying to send this down range, does get a tag and a frag. Fitty from afar.
Pretty big.
And it's down to 3. Mike, this is getting really dangerous.
Yeah, Tripwire dealt with, but one way goes up here. GIAX need another kill, but it's traded out. Mystic's found a response.
But Redguard's been really on fire this game. Mechanically, actually hitting some shots. Why did I say it? And now Purpo with that operator feeling less and less invested, and this is getting awkward. Oh God, why did I say it? Why did I say it? What have I done? Team Liquid. Oh dear.
My eyes!
I think Giant X will be
May an eagle pluck them out! Oh no!
Prettiest end to the round, but statistically,
What was going on at the end as well, Purple? Shoot!
Beautiful setup here for Kiko.
That was so nice at the start.
And not an awful lot you can do in that situation if you Cloud. The widest of swings.
The pop-in swing on that, just keep it holding it down. Oh, it's
It's a mental killer.
My heart breaks a little bit, especially after that mid moment as well. Like Redgar's, I mean, keep in mind, Redgar is top fragging for the Giant X side.
He's
so
doing it again.
there is some validity to what I'm saying, I promise you. But still, that's gonna, that's a little sour moment. But anyway, shake it off and move on.
So this seems to be a big part of Liquid's default. Getting Yoru into wine. You can always TP away. Redgar is...
It's been an odd day so far.
How have you found it?
Entertaining.
I don't think Purpo's going to be feeling that.
Blade Storm removed now, and Yampi on the Viper with an operator.
Of course. Of course he is.
I mean, Redgar can still win this round.
Versus a Yoru comp, you don't really
The thing is, he'll hear them rotate back.
Kind of dry engagements
so I don't know what
then they have so many
Cloud is doing, because Redgar can hear them if they rotate. So he should just be on A. I mean, he's going there now, but...
Maybe catch some of these...
Like, there's no way Redgar won't hear them.
Maybe when they're trying to fake a site and then capitalize on Kiko's TP.
So this is still very losable. You're running into a Cypher setup with 3
Everyone's
people.
in the right place. Everyone's here.
Missed the shot
We're
goal.
all in this together.
Big info.
That's huge. Okay, nice stall as well. Hoodie's going to slow down.
He just
Kiko.
TP's
He can't break
in.
Now with 25 seconds.
Where did he
how are you gonna kill the
TP?
site? I'm kind of interested.
But
what
he just
the
gets
plan
spammed.
Is it Enzo on the operator? Is that the entry point? Because it's still util.
Doesn't feel good, no.
No, Michael, this feels quite
Gets a
bad.
kill.
This feels awful.
This is just
As
TP's
Giants-
in,
well,
middle of the site, no
they've got
smoke.
20 seconds to try and take the site against all of
Fucking
us.
hell.
This is a perfect example of when Giant X
He
can
TP'd
take
into
this
hell.
away. Like I said, Redgar's
And just
position
died.
is fairly pivotal. It might look a little troll that
Where's
he's
the
just
X?
walking into mid every round,
I
but
don't
he's
see it.
there
I see a
to
blue
cancel
X.
out some of these fakes.
The
And
purple.
then when you have Hoodie in a
There's
position
the red X.
to get into, or anybody on the side of Giant X, whoever's holding onto these sides to get into spots that Kiko wants to TP into.
Hopefully they show us.
Late round, if you can
Oh no,
stop
there
him.
he is.
You see here,
Oh, they were flashed.
Murphy maybe notes the TP
Yeah, I think maybe...
preemptively.
Yeah.
But that's when you can't, I mean, Josh was talking about this, so you can't split those angles off the choke point. If somebody's holding
Yeah, that's a
Kiko's
timeout.
TP constantly, it's not even as if you can really set them up with the paranoia comfortably.
There's a Giant X under heaven. Good one.
Because it's not red.
DFM win
so,
against his teams?
It's
Yes.
not red yet. I just didn't see the word.
Yeah, no, I know. And then I saw Mystic like relax, and I'm like, oh, but it's fine. It's a Liquid timeout. I'm so scared in this game of being non-technical.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the complete opposite is what we're looking for, right?
May
Yeah,
Is it? How do you say his name? Is it May or Mai or Miai?
Once Giant X take this space and they get Redgar set up, which is obviously the game plan, then I think they're going to be able to.
So I've been saying May.
Really comfortable in some of these rounds. Then Kiko
But then when I said May, people were like, May? May? Fucking May?
This map just feels like neither team are very comfortable yet. I'm glad you highlighted what Redgar was doing. It does feel like Giant X have some of the answers, right? Like, because again, if you ignore that 5th round, they would have had quite a decent streak here. Now that sounds silly. It's like, yeah, if you ignore one of the rounds, it would have been great. But still, like,
Because
they
it's
would have
April,
gone on a 4-round
I
streak since the pistol,
can't.
so it would have been the more kind of valid rounds, right? If you want to talk about the gun rounds. But since then, again, it's just a very
That's me being
out
dead.
of tempo, very off game feel so far, and I don't think that's going to really stop as it stands, but we're going to find out, as the operator is still in hand with Purpo, so he's going to be willing to fight challenges, and look who's going walking again. Redgar is willing to do this every single time.
I mean, this is
In
crazy.
the rounds that it's unconfirmed, he saw the head.
Oh my god, the timing. He's caught Mystic. He just wants to get out of there. Get out of dodge, and he does. I mean, and they've lost out on Mystic early, so what do they have to depend on late?
At least here it's confirmed, right? This is a confirmation that it is happening. The rounds the Liquid don't spot out these sort of pushes from Redgar. Those
Yeah,
are
but it's already round 7.
That's
He's
when
done
they
it
get
4
caught in
times.
rotation. So now looking to line up a dart. Maybe just try and force somebody off an angle or find some utility. But he nonetheless tucked into a site.
So we got the op in B main.
The problem is you've still got Purpo then, who's adjusted from middle.
They shut the door again?
B main, right? So
I
again,
fucking
twisting to
love
the
this.
extremity while playing safe on the other side of the map. Even if Liquid get right
Op
up
B
in the
main,
middle,
shut door.
it seems like it's already accounted for. Cloud's keeping a shoulder on this. Like, yeah, market might be a bit sketchy, right?
Got
That
all
could
coming
be a
through
little
door.
bit scary, but there's still Purpo, right? So Purpo can punish. He's going to find Kiko
Shot.
fall away. There's no second layer of pressure. They're down in 25 seconds. And Purpo can just keep doing damage, right? He's got support on site in the form of
Nice
Cloud.
one-way.
Do they continue on this trajectory? Yes. And they've got to do it dry. There's nothing fun about this for Liquid.
We commit
They are
hit in a
so
3v5
red.
without
Yeah,
the sight.
It's a little interesting.
You team
As,
flash.
What are you going to do? Nothing.
And that flash over the top there from Vitinho.
You team flash
What
with them
was that? I mean,
flash
first
the
one,
pit.
A full team flash, but actually, Yampi getting caught on the outside of this pit, which I think is just to try and cut off the CT, but again, there's no guarantee you find this plant. I think it just comes to it exactly the same time Enzo fell there. Didn't catch the voice line the first time around. Yeah, that flash still catching on the backside there.
They've got to come up with a plan. Now, they've had one timeout so far. I think Liquid still have another. Would they burn it?
I
in
mean,
this
you
half?
know
I
they're
don't
gonna
know.
start
They're
in
kind of
mid.
hoping IGL-wise they can
Put up the
find a
wall straight
solution
away.
to Redguard taking away a lot of
Make
space.
sure he's
now,
not
obviously,
running
you can't do
at
this
him
every
again.
round. That would just be silly. And obviously, no need to in this round. But
No,
again,
yeah.
pace change here, Mike.
Exactly. With this purchase, you don't want to see Redguard.
Yeah, they just keep running into the door.
Not punished.
No. I was surprised. I thought he might have been caught there, but... Oh.
And the one way is good.
Maybe trying to find this man with the Guardian, but...
And now they can't shut the door. I mean, shutting this B
sharp
door, I
previous
think.
here.
Underrated shutting this B door
Just have Cloud and support, so not necessarily a concern just yet.
for the defenders. Because if
trying
they
to
do
make
B
him swear
split, then
here.
they have to.
Liquid just holding just close enough, and that's, I don't think he even fired off a shot then, unless I missed it. As Cloud gets to take these.
Ooh.
Oh God, what the hell is that?
That was a disgusting transfer.
Enzo, I mean, Mystic made it go of it, right? But what are you going to do, Enzo? 1v4 here, 40 seconds.
Run to A.
47 HP.
They hear that step.
Chance.
30 seconds
Maybe
left.
to catch somebody. Well, nearly.
Redguard.
Of course it would be Redguard if anybody on the side of Giant X, but he finds the kill. Giant X find their fifth.
Right, so here comes the interesting part, right? Have they found the solution? What's the next steps then as well for Giant X? You can't keep doing the same thing, but you want it to still have that similar effect, right?
Yeah.
So you can't just keep walking Redguard down middle. So what do you do now? How do you keep track of any of these adjustments that they might be trying to run?
Well, I think for Liquid, honestly, I do think the response is a little pace in the early rounds.
Yep.
If they're allowing Giant X to take this space, then ultimately they are limiting their options, or I guess
Well, now we're doing what?
efficacy of this sort of composition.
Put the camera in here again to
Trying
check for this,
work
so
towards the ultimate
at least
once
they've
again.
adapted somewhat, but...
For Kiko. Have the TP, the North F for Liquid.
Yeah,
but
we got a deep
Look how
push here in
deep
B
Purple
main.
is
I mean, they've
Yeah.
barely touched B main, it feels like.
Now it's not without a
Giant X,
challenger.
yeah, I mean, they've got a good feel for the map, though.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of reading that, yeah, Liquid is set up in a widespread default, looking for an engagement on one side of the map.
I mean, but this camera, they didn't
before,
destroy
but
it.
There's no really way out here for Kiko, so I'm kind of curious what his game plan is, unless they double pump towards A. It kind of looks like it's like a double fake almost.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, well, with Mystic coming over here, maybe if they fake, there's still a chance for him to TP elsewhere. It's the drones who actually try and fake into B main. Yeah, will be confirmed. Popo's going to know there's nothing behind
But
it.
he's just
There's a
going to
spy cam
know,
as well.
yeah, they never destroyed the
Again,
camp. So that's going to
the
cost them.
reliance on these Aldra and fakes just aren't enough to sell. You've still got 4 players here for Giant X. Yeah, Redguard gets forced out of his first position, but he's still here, and he's got support now coming in from heaven. Isolated 2 on the site, but they need to deny them the step forward. Cloud!
Just farming.
Death from
Was there no
above.
flash out of that?
Liquid looking too simplistic here, too readable. And now Yampi in a 1v5.
Do they think that the
20
L drone
seconds.
means the whole team is
A
there?
whole lot of players to deal with. It's not going to happen. Cloud, excellent work from the site, but Mike, it's too obvious.
Yeah, and again, with these sort of defaults, if you're waiting, anticipating, or trying to capitalize on rotations to find a
I
pick
think
on
what
one
they
side,
probably
you
think,
still have
Liquid,
to
is,
achieve
hey,
something
if
with a
someone
default.
L drone
And the
does
fact
on
I'm
one
not
side of the
sure
map,
when the spike cam
we'd all
activated,
rotate
but that's the
blindly.
first
Yeah, I didn't
time.
catch that, yeah.
So they
If it was
must do too.
Activated previously, somebody has to remove that, because you can't fake versus that sort of utility. If that's so deep on main, it's going to confirm behind the drone that it's just Enzo. Even if he pushes forward best case scenario, he finds a kill on Purpo. There's still a camera. It's not going to sell anything.
It's not like an instant red alert, no. And I think, is this the second Liquid timeout, or is this?
Yeah, this is, yeah.
Yeah, they've burned both, yeah. Which
I believe in a space of what, 4 rounds? I think it was before round 6.
I'd like to see more options, because again, the first map felt like they were very dependent on those out drone fakes. And again, if Giant X read into it in map 1, they're gonna maybe not consider it completely here, being like, oh, of course, every single time. But you know, there is gonna be that point in their mind that they're not just gonna.
But the thing is, like, when they've got, I mean, they must have heard that camera. They were standing up by B main whilst he was checking that camera. I don't understand.
Yeah, it requires a much deeper commitment. You can't just sit outside tiles, can't sit safe behind, you know, the shed outside B lobby. That's not the case with this sort of round, at least. If you want to try and sell something, somebody has to commit to an opening engagement.
That's Pie Watch.
Not just kind of pray
True.
that Giant X will give you one.
Yeah. And now the problem becomes the economy to boot, right? They should have a buy behind this, quite a decent one. They're going to have ults to play with, but they're going to face 7 rounds regardless. I mean, hey, look, maybe they can convert something there, but it's going to be very, very difficult to do so. So this is a good round to maybe kind of go through the protocol list of how they want to address some of this utility, or maybe just kind of keep it in mind.
They fake
right?
the B exec with this.
Going forward, and again,
then they're going to come into A. I mean, there are trips here. And we just run into a trip.
Be careful of that kill trip.
Fake a TP.
Such a deep angle to clear it.
Very difficult.
Still don't destroy the trip.
Not committed just yet. This is Liquid dipping their toes, testing the water.
Oh, I get it. He was trying to be the fake clone running into the trip. He just did the fake.
Struggle to find much else here.
Guys, you wouldn't get it.
2 sheriffs, so a chance to find a pick at least.
He was like, oh, they'll definitely think I'm the clone.
Yeah, Giant X, I mean, look how deep they are. Purpo's the only one really committed on anything. He's got the dash, he's posted deep with an operator as well. Got to favour him in a round like this.
Yeah. Not too worried about it. Maybe they can isolate him from that crunch, but the door's still in play, right? So it's like, there's his
because it's pistols,
timing.
It takes a long time to chip away at that.
See, shutting the door has been big value
I was
for
kind of
them.
looking at this if they were kind of
Honestly.
using this as like
it's gotten them big value shutting the door. I think shutting the B door, maybe it's just the way.
So I was kind of interested if they were going to use this
the
as
push
like
up to heaven.
doors, but not really the case. Just kind of trying to play out what's in front of them, explore middle a little bit, and there's no threats to be found. And Giant X gonna be happy with what they've done so far, and Lucia flawless here, so they keep everything they come in with, financially becoming excessively stable. And now Liquid need to deliver here, Mike. There's no 2 ways about it. It's got to be like this.
Map 1, streaky.
He just didn't commit to the bit, you know, he started crouching. If he just commits there and just keeps running forward, they don't shoot him. He kills them.
These round losses for Liquid. But I guess a real positive if you're looking at it from a Giant X perspective. They've controlled this composition of Liquid very well.
Ooh, battle on short here, bit of a fight for middle it looks like, Mike. Yeah, they're getting into this one. Purpo's fully committed. And oh my wait, Redgar's walking mid again. He's just about to pull this back out of the hat.
So this is the sort of round where I hope
this
if this has been
funny.
noted in the timeouts, what the response is if Liquid try and prioritize a site, which it looks like they might try and catch a window towards B's side, but Cloud's still here. Does have the Hunter's Fury, so curious to see him commit towards a side position.
Yeah, deeper out drone, and there's the ult as well, just to add on top of it. There's no assistance coming. Cloud, you are on your own. How much can one man do? The paranoia Sen, he knows what's coming his way now. Oh, but the flash on top. Lovely adjustment there as well.
Coming fast
Adding
playing.
layers to this, knowing the
Big
spell
fight,
being
needs
played.
to win
We've
it.
seen this play before. It's not the first time, but Redgar
That's
in a
nice.
move is opposing number.
And that's now will be noted with a knife, so further information potentially. And not necessarily clear exactly.
Got all 3.
Huge ultimate from Enzo.
Yeah, they're trying to scramble, trying to get out of there. Oh, almost got Purpo down as well. Now the 3 of the walk-in wounded. Looking a little less healthy than they'd want. Nat's waiting for that smoke to dissipate. If he gets a chance, he's going to hear the steps. The timing might just be right.
Whoa!
The flash. Outstanding. Coming in.
I think that this has been the weakness thus far. They just need to go B.
This time they get it.
I mean, that might just be best case scenario, recovered half here for Liquid. A chance to maybe find 5, but at least coming out of this 8-4. Yeah, you're not necessarily happy, but with how it's gone. Flash was fantastic from Kiko.
How did it get all three
over
there?
the top,
It's
yeah.
just, yeah, really impressive.
But yeah, to even just, I guess, plug the lead, stop the bleeding here in terms of that run around. Crucial for Liquid. And it will be a miracle if they do find a 7-5, to be honest. Because they looked shut out of this.
Crazy that this is the first time I think they've done that drone.
Late towards B main.
How often
Giants
are doing what they're doing.
In the form of Purpo. So have they righted their wrongs, right? Have they learned these lessons? As they're trying to kind of imply pressure in middle, going to force out the out drone on the other side. And it's Yampy to go and try and clear this camera. A little game of chess between these two, the information game early.
Yeah, Liquid is so cautious. I mean, this time around, not in the typical kind of 2-1-2.
Again, though, I'm pretty sure the door is shut.
So they were trying to get
The way is shut.
Maybe not liking the look of something. Kiko now going to try and...
This is really close. By Fatinho finds a swing so well and gets out of danger until then. Enzo on a trade. Okay, so they've made impact this time. A 1-for-1 trade out, but Hoodie gets cleared. This is better. But still, the final boss waiting is Purpo, and he was the problem.
That's a spike, he can't die.
Get past him if they want to, I guess, nail the landing on this B site.
No, they got to end here, though.
You know where he is, we got to handle him. Mystic does well to find Cloud just charging into the smoke. In name and in nature, he finds his value, but it's Purpo still the problem on the back of the site.
That's a spike.
Still finding the kills. And did he spot Mystic?
Bro, Redguard, you just have to live.
But, oh, stunning from Purpo.
Okay, Purpo saves them. I don't know what Redguard's doing there. Literally, you just have to live. He doesn't have time.
Liquid are, it takes so long for them to collapse behind what is a win, effectively. And I say a win, it's a trade. It comes to a trade in tree, and ultimately it's not Kiko you want to see fall because he's the one that can TP out, capitalize on the pressure elsewhere on the map. And then, like I said, it takes a full 10-15 seconds after Yampy dies to even descend upon B site. 8-4.
It's not impossible,
it's
but...
not, no, it did. Like I said, I still come back to the same thing.
Need a pistol,
it was
though.
like a bit of a recovery at the end here to even find one. Like, I'm
because what, it was the
clutching
pistol.
At straws,
Yeah, because it was the pistol and then this. Oh, man.
Yeah, sorry, but yeah, pistol, round 5 and then round 11.
Yeah.
Like...
Here we go.
Ain't easy. Ain't easy. If you're a Giants fan, you're going to be happy with what you've seen. They won the kind of,
Well, what
I
the
guess,
fuck is this?
the harder rounds to convert. The rifle rounds, they had a good beat on the game, but ooh, Redgar. Going to be left feeling a little bruised after that. Reeling on 64. Nat's posted up. This is very proactive, actually, from Liquid. And Enzo's got to be careful, because he could get isolated here. If there's pressure felt on extremities, the normal answer is middle.
I think Giant X, you can see them kind of considering that. That's the expected
So they don't know about nets.
step here. Trying to get Rats back into a similar position we saw on Icebox a few times. Tucked behind a box.
When this trip gets broken, though, they could be in some trouble because
only
Enzo's just
segment
come across.
Is here. Now, yeah, there is utility, but once that's gone, it's game on, and they're going to be isolated towards main. The smoke actually
And now the smoke is a bit
going
of
to
a
kind of
bit more,
adjust the
bro.
routing a little more, going to take him towards heaven, but Redguard's just kind of playing his life.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to just see him sit here. He's got the paranoia, so he can set up the rest of the team to retake this space if necessary.
This is smart from Redguard.
It's so well read.
This is really, really well done. They're not going to clear this deep. They may consider it, but he's kept two players busy. That's beautiful from Redguard. A 1-for-1 trade out. They might have to be now
Here's
careful
the other,
of
and they
main
just
in
heard
the
all three here.
kind of, I guess, post-plant, but that was really well done from him. Heads up work, 3 players noted. They now know everything. They have the full information and full picture. Giant X
The thing is,
shouldn't
they are
have
kind of
too many
being pinched.
surprises, so Liquid got to really turn up here with some shots. Get that information back on track. First couple of attacks found towards Nats. It's actually Cloudifying Yampy. Ends with the trade, and it's going to be Nats trying to find them towards hell. But it's not going their way. But still, Kiko and Enzo against the odds, against the information. The Redguard worked so hard for, turns it on its head.
Okay, so not perfectly played by Giants. They got too passive there, really.
Just can't
Well, they've come all the way through here, and they've come all the way through heaven. Like,
I'll try to dig him out of that position.
play a weird post-plant. Play for heaven.
I mean, with Yampy. Yeah, Yampy's attempt to throw
Said they all retreat to the site.
back onto site here. Liquid able to come out.
Because they even planted it for heaven.
Again, not out of this map just yet.
That one guy just jumped
Set themselves up to get themselves a comeback going here in the second half.
Right here.
Can't you just play off this guy's contact here? I guess we'll
Cloud almost blocked out there. By the way, you can see the moment of panic.
Again, just oh dear.
Well, that's actually
it was
the smoke, yeah.
Oh, the shock dart on top. It's a blender. Cloud, yeah, he's alive on 8 HP. That's a flawless and a half. It ain't pretty, but it's job done. Okay. All right, Liquid. You're taking the first steps. Sell me on it now. Once we get into these gun rounds, hey, this is your
Who's winning now? Tell me this now. Who's winning? It's 8-6.
They've done what they needed, Mike. Two
They're
steps.
both bad.
That's it. Pistol converts second, and look at how they did it as well. Yeah, that's lush work coming out. I mean, you take it when you get it. It ain't the prettiest, but hey, job done. Exactly.
Yeah, same.
True.
I was just about to say that, Enzo.
I agree. He's been playing with Mitch.
I was just saying, Cloud buying the Odin back into this, yeah. A smile from Enzo to confirm. They're trying to dig him out of that position.
I have the spike.
You have to try and make this work now. Again, a little more difficult to justify on the attack. Nonetheless.
We're just going to attack him now? I mean, he used his dart.
See how it does progress. See the drone going to clear through towards bottom mid here. I mean, Liquid very proactive on the other side of the map, looking towards short, but forced back now and going to re-explore main.
Cutting through.
Still a minute left on the clock as well, so this is very proactive from Liquid.
Yeah, it is. I quite like it. Timing could be rather interesting.
I mean, this is some. It feels like both teams are getting away with a lot.
Again, I don't know how Giant X are going to read this either, because they're making slow but steady progress towards B, up middle. Yampy, he's drifting away because there has been enough time passing now. A little bit of info.
I mean, they are still going to go for this B split. There's still only 2 players here.
Oh god, look at the state of this. Cloud leaps on in. Actually, it's Bourbon clear Enzo. Sights available and open.
Yampy found one.
Cloud 6 HP. All on the side.
Yeah.
Spike planted.
Can he actually follow up on this though?
And again, these outlaws aren't going to be what they really want here either, because look at the armor that's on the other side. This isn't going to be as comfortable as maybe they'd want. Trying to spam their way through, but there's so many unknown angles, so many issues they could face, and I gotta say, Kiko's pretty far away from this still.
I mean, they're looking to just kind of herd them in here.
Looks like it.
Remove these weapons as best they can.
I mean, it is just a bonus, I guess. That's maybe not the worst outcome.
I think now Giant X have realized.
Trying to exit through on Cat.
Oh, he's line of sight.
That's so sick. Very nice work from Yampy. Beautifully done. Going to cost them a lot here. Maybe even considering, did I have time for that defuse? No, absolutely not. But still, take him. Nice little bonus there. Cost him a great deal.
4K for Yampy.
Investment required here, but I guess that's how you make the attack in Odin work.
Well, that's crazy. That landed in the window.
Response found here. And, I mean, the purchase is not as bad, all things considering. One off the Hunter's Fury for Cloud as well. But
we buying, Huddy? Hello?
Up here.
Any buyers?
Second half.
Oh, yeah, sure, full shields. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense.
Looking towards middle, because Kiko is eyeing up tiles, but wondering how far he's okay.
He's got a ton of space.
Doing the same thing.
Yeah, Fatino's seeing really
got his TP all the way out.
I'm wondering what the game plan is.
Time to jump.
It looks like they want to re-clear middle. Maybe Cloud's aware of the possibility. Yeah, well, I mean, he was considering it, but actively clearing.
Yeah, decent.
No, I don't think I've seen a game where this part has gained so much for the defenders.
Keep him in check.
Ah, Hoodie, clever. Cloud, go die. I'll pick up your gun.
It was a single man mission.
Redgar calling to clear that.
Save our Rico.
More than likely. What do they do now? Down to 4, right? Like early damage. They're not finding any easy pathing, but again, very patient from Giant X.
Oh no, I don't even do that. I'm not smart enough for that.
Just outside market. That'll be confirmation.
No charge. 30 seconds
Spy
left.
cam to confirm.
I'll triple down to the sheriff.
Well. So yeah, going to be tough. Giant X to continue pushing forwards here towards B.
20 seconds. They know they're going towards Nat's held site. Never easy. 14. Yeah, there it is. That's why. Nats is always good for one, but he does get traded out. But it's Yampy then to take over the mantle. 8 seconds for this plant. They need to defend him. Hoodie tries but fails. Team Liquid still standing, still breathing, and closing the gap. 9-7 now. Another step in the right direction for Liquid. And this has humbled the money of
my
a
head.
fantastic bonus round.
Does it hurt because I'm ill, or does it hurt because of what I've had to witness?
From Giant X.
No one will know. Studies will be made on this game.
You can see
The psychological impact of Valorant on a young mind.
You allow Nats to sit comfortable in those sort of setups. He's usually going to punish. The timeout will come through from Giant X now. Moment to reconsider their approach potentially. Again, it's been fairly
Young Cope.
Liquid in the second half here. It's not an awful lot for Giant X to
I'm
really
not
take
that
away
old.
from this and identify as a problem. Or
Now, most of you,
something to target.
I mean, it is crazy. It is crazy thinking that most of you like 21. And you know how like you look back at your old self and you think, God, I was a fucking idiot.
Even then, it's very hard
By 26, I thought that like, I mean, by 21, I thought that I'm probably done with that now, right? Like, I'm probably done thinking I'm an idiot.
As soon as the barrier drops, it's like,
But actually,
there's
no.
somebody drifting forwards, but there was a huge gap in mid here.
So what I'm trying to say, basically, is that you're all stupid.
It's fairly comfortably, to be honest, with no support. There was no utility to put it in motion. It was pretty much, I'm walking out mid.
And I was a little surprised because Fatinho and Cloud both seemed kind of considering it, but neither invested utility.
Recon, like there's tools there to sniff that out.
Yeah, no one went for it, so I was a little, wonder if that's maybe the change. Oh, it's Enzo.
That's B hit. That's B death.
Oh, God, they've not seen one of these players. And the last time in these sort of rounds, I don't think they saw them either.
So don't let Enzo get back on. I was going to say Hoodie's already tagged up.
Yeah.
You can see him just tucking into the corner. Escapes the drone as well.
Fucking hell, guys, you got fucking nothing. Just go and die.
1 3/4.
1 3/4. That's how we talk about Tom and Mitch. Right. I don't know why I'm blaming him today. It's because he's not here. I just, blame Mitch a little bit.
There's too much Odin. You just think of Mitch.
Yeah, it makes you want to like be upset and take it out on Mitch because I think he encouraged it if anything. But again,
1
there's no
3/4.
real easy avenue forward here for Giant X, but they're going to try
That's
what they
what
can.
we call Tom and Mitch.
And Yampy's position is basically wraps on this round. The second, it's so good. Again, him taking over that A main control, he already had.
Who are my 3 teams to make Shanghai from EMEA?
There's no threat there. So
I have no clue. I have no clue.
Closing now, and if we get 9-9, it gets a little fun.
Navi will win that group probably, so probably Navi.
Almost in touching distance, Mike. It's right there for Giant
After
X.
that, I don't know.
Yeah, looking on the other side of things. Hunter's Fury, yes, a pit to maybe
I know who it's not.
On the defense for Liquid.
And it ain't this shit.
You're absolutely right. Giant X going to have plenty of tools at their disposal here, should they get Coutinho and Purpo another orb.
Okay. Early round towards B, not going to happen. Okay, that's a Viper's pit and a half,
that's a wide spread on that.
Yeah, but why?
They completely cut off any possibility of splitting through 8.
Yampy's
Yeah,
works
but
better
why?
than Nats is what we
Yeah,
figured
but
out.
why?
That's gonna. I wonder how that kind of tempers maybe Giant X's plans because it's very hard to kind of
Yeah, but
apply
why?
pressure in those choke.
I mean, this is the sort
Why,
of thing
though?
that you have to
But
walk
why?
so far into it that you're always going to be
Why?
on XP.
Why?
If you can just sit at the other side of that, and
Why?
it's not one that you can really challenge with utility because there's such a huge.
Oh no, guys, they grouped up A and they're just gonna go A main on us and
Unfortunately, the other side of this,
shut the
maybe
fucking
reading into
door.
this that, the pits here, maybe they don't have Nats as utility alongside it.
Got a pop flash waiting on this. Hello. Hoodie.
Hoodie lives here. This is huge.
How are you alive? Kiko's mad about it. He's Hoodie looks so chill about it. It's like someone just flew at me with a shorty. They had a little setup for me. I'm all good. I'm gonna still get.
Still gets a kill. They're in on A.
I don't know how he did. But
Oh guys, they went A and shut the door on us.
They're gonna get a plant here, but they're gonna be worried about Cat. There's no subtlety to where Team Liquid are gonna be residing, but can they handle them? So
Red
far,
Guard
the answer
just
is no, but
fucking
it's trading
swinging.
back
We
and
haven't
forth.
planted the
Mystic
spike yet.
put down Red
I guess
Guard,
that's the
who
one
caught
good
Nats, but the
thing.
plant gets denied for a sec. Oh god! Oh god! Again, Enzo. He's such a nuisance to play up against and drifts away.
Now as well.
And you can hear it there.
He gets the tag on Fatigue.
Oh, dearie me, this has gone from bad to worse. There's not much more they can do. 6 seconds now. Just put a body to it if you can. Oh, there it is. Denied. Round is there. Team Liquid playing from the back. Positions noted. Everything noted. And they still get the value. We're back up all even. 9 apiece here.
Fucking hell.
Liquid
How did they not
turning
plant
up
the
now.
spike when they have the whole
It's a
site?
little bizarre that Giant X find success at A
Just go and
site.
fucking
I
plant
said
under
Hoodie.
heaven. Like, you know this is
All
where
you
the
could
pressure
want
is. Like,
more
go
from that
fucking plant under
situation.
heaven.
I'm
What
not
are
sure
you
you
doing?
actually, if Nat's repositioned on the back of the spike cam, being removed, maybe thinking it was a split towards B. Yeah, ridiculous wallbang to come through from Enzo.
Oh. What do you think that signified?
Back onto a save.
Inside the pit.
Save X. Have they not fucking taken a timeout yet? Or have I just become fucking delirious? I've just become fucking one with the moon.
Well, they've only got sheriffs to
I
complement
might just
it,
start
so
fucking,
we see
I
a
don't
little
even
bit of
know.
light armor, but
Just howling
Purple
like
can
a
bring out the
wolf.
knives. Maybe that's a chance to do some serious damage. We haven't really seen them be able to explore. Sure, it seems a high priority coming out from Liquid to keep control of this. Early utility coming out from Yampi. And that Sack's going walkies. Yeah, hello, Kiko gonna find Red Guard. And the trade out, yeah, Cloud gonna claim one back, but they need a couple more, and they're not gonna
Okay,
get a couple
Liquid.
more. It's just Fidenio, and wow,
Fucking
Liquid
Eco Warriors.
taking matters into their own hands.
Pick
Being
on someone your
proactive
own
there.
size, eh?
10, double digits found. But until they're across the finish line, Mike, I ain't saying a word.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk
care
about
if
the
it's
score
12.
just yet.
I don't care if it's 12.
Comfortable second half, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that's fine.
They've done the hard work, though, getting back into this decider.
Okay, Giants, you got 4 ults.
How the first
Nice
half went.
attacking round. A lot of
Kiko now.
teal. What is the color of the
Kiko, the
defenders?
operator, so
Teal,
another spanner in
turquoise.
the works.
Okay.
Maybe
Can't think of
some
anything
the
else that
yeah,
color could be.
protocols here. Not going to be as aggressive, trying to just find himself on an angle.
But with Tarek, I tend to
Rip
only help smaller people out.
Wise for Kiko to not even just retreat, but TP all the way out.
They felt enough of that
Aquamarine.
pressure. Aldrone to try and reassess the space, but denied quite early, and actually before it could clear Purpo, so maybe he gets played in, maybe not, because Yampi just swings Cat. Takes away Cloud, and they get the early man advantage. Giant X are just getting nothing. Red Guard, okay, I've told a lie. I've told an absolute fable and a fib. because Yampi comes
Any
creeping out of
object
the corner.
permanence
I don't
users?
know how he's living, let alone how he got that kill. I don't understand.
Here.
Okay.
Big info from Kiko.
Okay, but the paranoia gets sent. We've got a 3v2 here. Spike is down. Ults are coming out everywhere. This is a game of information, back and forth. Kiko top middle, trying to hit that adjustment, and it's great. Red Guard's gone down. Flash off the back, but it's all on Hoodie. Notes the one on short, knows there's one towards top middle, but he can't get past Kiko. Keeps
End
it
this
down.
game. End my
Readjusts
life.
well. Very unorthodox, but it works.
Pluck and my eyes out with an ice pick.
Just isn't with a full running. Cloud so conscious he can't back into either corner
Look
here.
at this.
You know, this morning I had such a bad headache, I thought they were going to have to lobotomize me. But now, instead, I just watched Giants versus Team Liquid.
Like I said, on the back of discipline, really, Kiko not giving away that opener. Feels enough pressure, as you noted, to just TP out, not look for a second angle.
Surely Liquid close this out, right? They're up 11-9. It's been an exceptional half.
Nice joke,
Clean
streamer.
Valorant,
Again, please.
Confident Valorant.
What a flip from the
You know, earlier today I had such a bad headache, I thought they were going to lobotomize me.
Severely now. You ready for Giant X?
But then instead, I just watched Giants versus Team Liquid.
And a little bit of an adjustment here. No presence in middle that's been noted early. No steps towards B. First time we're seeing this kind of A-side investigation So
See,
clean.
the thing is,
Late mid presence.
that's actually a fucking genius joke. Because it's multi-layered, you see. Because they said, say it again. So I literally, you know, they said do it again, as in make more jokes. But I actually just said the same joke again. But the joke was about me being lobotomized. So I'm making a joke as if I've gone crazy. And as if, you know, I don't have the mental function, as if I've forgotten that I made that joke. So it's a multi-layered joke, you see.
What? Oh, we've cursed them. We've cursed them severely.
And now Liquid are gonna lose.
That's out of 1v4. They're all standing, and it's 10 for Giant X. Taking one step back here. The first time we've really seen them explore that A side like this.
Explain it again.
Show me Hoodie's POV.
Please. I don't get it. I don't understand.
The second one was definitely blind. I mean,
this is Yampy.
Yeah, Yampy slows things down here, gets the knock onto Fatinho, obviously.
Did the best he could. Okay.
I don't get it. Some nice shooting, Hoodie. I always said Hoodie should buy a Sheriff every round. Sheriff full shields. That's how Hoodie finds his success. What a player.
Again, Liquid teed up to find themselves 12. Just missing the mark.
They're clearing the knife, kind of indicating they have taken over B main control, but the question mark is who? Who resides there? Enzo, love a bit of info, really reading into this heftily.
Go on, shoot him. You wouldn't.
Giant X cautious on every corner.
You've got to be thinking, why is the Odin in A? Right, why is it not on B? What could possibly be on B? Could it be an operator on B? Is that what could be on B? Why is that snakebite just come out so aggressively? Could there be an operator on B?
Is that enough to indicate?
Could there be? Why is this all? I mean, to be fair, the AWP might tell you that actually it's a judge or something, to be honest.
Don't do Yampy things.
He's thinking about it though.
Portal closed.
Nope, we can't walk into the AWP.
Oh dear! And Hoodie and Fatinho aren't thinking of anything because they're dead.
Clueless.
Re-aggress from Kiko. A little maybe
They ain't thinking about anything because they're dead. What a line. Great line for Pansy.
The smoke is great, but they're getting disrespected. Purple gonna go straight forward, but it's Redguard to fall. Enzo's gonna catch him with a spam, and now there's issues galore as Mystic adds insult to injury. Liquid back on track.
Surely Liquid win this. I mean,
3 still alive. Operator recovered. They are on match point.
A long time in the making here.
Woo!
Kiko's patience pays off here. He said the re-aggress, sure, maybe, but the confirmation at least behind it with how Giant X have approached Ascent overall. And the cleanup duty on point for Liquid. Giant X will be able to string some rifles together.
Then this team winning EMEA? I mean, not this team.
I'm just thinking back to the previous.
Two of these players somehow won the EMEA. Honestly, that is a little minor miracle, really, isn't it?
Where are they off to?
Gone for this AAA push again.
Could be great, right? It could be great. Redguard won't expect them.
I think it says somebody heard something from mid here because
They were spamming, but I'm not sure. Okay, they're kind of
Fatinho would have been in a spot.
Oh yes, Giants! Fucking contact walk into a fucking up again. Do it. You
back
wouldn't.
here, and it's not necessarily an unorthodox position for the Omen to be in. Maybe just to get Kiko on this deep angle now. One off his ultimate.
You wouldn't.
Have a TP back towards site, but Giant X might be able to get behind that.
God, I love it when we do.
Doesn't land.
Bro, how do you even miss that?
It's all a bit wonky, isn't it?
How is that even Why are we shooting that side of the trip?
Oh dear.
When the other side how have you got that kill? You actually did do it.
But so did Redguard, and he waited a little longer. Yampy, you got
what?
And maybe he is. Purpo's gone down. He knows they're coming from short. He's got them too. But is that enough? A 3v3 now. Post plant should be on the horizon, and Cloud's got his ult. Caution being aired here. Safety.
Oh look, we learned where to play.
Safe post plant. They still have one by main. They have 2 on the site. Enzo starts to clear. Our drone's still there. 2 shock darts.
Tag him.
Paranoia for Redguard and a lot of kit for Cloud. There's util in this post plant, Mike.
Find a way to break back through though. Cloud gonna send up the recon, and yeah, Nats finding the tripwire though.
On a knife's edge. Enzo
Kill
is
Enzo,
fallen. Cloud gets tagged. The paranoia
nice flash.
is perfect! And
We carry on. We carry on.
The knife to the heart here as Liquid.
La 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 la.
But do we go OT again?
Da dee dee doo.
Obviously, Kiko getting his online. That is just an outrageous shot from Yampi.
Unbelievable.
Gets a second as well, but it's just not
Cast. Casting time. Get the cast out,
round
DMV. Do a little dance. Dancey, dancey, oncey, oncey. Cast around. Do a little dance. Do this shitty pit that you do, Team Liquid. Why do you do the pit? It makes no fucking sense. But this time we got the... No, we have it up. Up was on A. This time it's just Nats on A. Who gives a shit? Just go A. Just fucking go A. The call is so obvious. Just literally fucking go A. And Giants will go A. They will. They will. And the late lurk will come in. The pit is useless. So what is the best pit, I hear you say, little birdie, that I'm hallucinating? Oh, well, Mr. Birdie, the best pit is actually in B main. Because then you can shut the mid door and have very good control of B. Thank you, little birdie. Okay, run away, Giants. Run, 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 run. Run away. There's still 3 players on A. Run away. God, if our Viper was up in our pit a bit, we would hear all this. We are hearing it now. There's only 1 player on B. Hello. Hello. Hello, cameraman. Hello. Nice TP back in. The Odin, the spam. 2 people on site. The fake Yoru clone. The team flash. The Cypher camera. Mystic. 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 No time. Time. Oh. Time. No time. Goodbye. And goodbye. And goodbye.
Map 1 being a war of attrition. It lasted the entire series here. Right down to the wire. A 13-11 victory here in map 3. Again, I gotta come
what
back
an
to
awful
the
game.
concerns you have coming into this series about what you want to see rectified for both of these
3.5 hours of my life I'll never get back.
The sort of performance that you'd hope for, but a real barn burner here to go the distance, Lauren.
I got so nervous though, Mike. After map 1, after the previous performances, I think Liquid there started to feel that pressure towards the end of that round, but good to see them recovering.
Now Koi wins. Look, I'm gonna be real with you all, okay, for a second. I'm gonna be real with you. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm too ill. After watching that, I'm too ill. I can't watch another fucking game of... I can't watch Koi play. I will actually be fucking sick on stream. Like, literal vomit on stream. And some of you might be into that, but others definitely won't be. So, I can't do it. I'll try and be back tomorrow. Hopefully I feel better. I feel awful right now, though. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow, though. Because there actually is hopefully a good game on tomorrow. DRX versus Gen G. And in my delirious state, I have decided that... initially I went against Elevated, but DRX are winning that game. At me.